you go. Alt J, left hand free. Got that request off the Twitter. As soon as I woke up this morning around, 5:15, 5:20, turned the Twitter on, and there's the request song for today by Jinxie somebody, I think. Let's give Jinxie a Twitter plug there, Sammy.
Okay.
It is, Jinxie Reloaded. Thanks for the song request today to start us off. We got lots going on, but I got to start with this. I just found out that Sam, that son of a bitch, I don't know why just seeing your face makes me so mad.
Because now you know I'm the fucking man.
Maybe I see youth in the rear view mirror or something, you fuck.
Wow, so do I.
Look at this face. It's coming your way eventually.
Yeah.
No one escapes this face.
You don't think so?
Nope. I found out that Sam made it into the secret room.
Yes, I did. Twice.
What do you mean twice?
I mean 2 times.
I was talking to Mars. I said, Mars, they're going to finally redo the studio. There's a start date for late April, supposedly. I'll believe it when I see a hammer to this place. It's not, right, Jimmy?
No,
it's not.
Of course not.
They're swearing this time.
I don't care how they say it.
Jimmy goes, no. But they said to me, they're like, no, this time we mean it.
Yeah.
The other times we sort of meant it, but this time we really mean it.
You know how the abusive husband hits his wife, and every time he doesn't, he does it. The next morning he's like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
He does mean that he's sorry, and in that moment he really means I'll never hit you again.
Yeah.
But we all know he's going to hit her again.
Right.
So it's not going to change.
It's not going to change,
No.
Mars. But Mars says he believes this
Mars
one.
is a naive, sweet man.
How many other times did you believe it? Because when we decided to stay here for a little bit, they told us they were going to get to the studio immediately around Christmas time, and then it was January, and then it was February, then it was mid-February, then they started like, well, no, it's March. Well, actually, it's the middle of March. No, it's going to be April 1st. Now we're up to, I think, April 30th as a start date. But you're saying you believe it this time.
This time I believe it.
Why?
Because there's actual equipment being configured for use.
I saw the equipment in the secret room, and that's where I turned to this son of a bitch over here. Why are you allowed to go into the secret room?
Because
Jim Norton hasn't even been in the secret room yet.
Oh, I've seen the equipment, and I've seen the room.
Did you see the stuff under the tarp?
Yep.
They lifted it up?
They didn't even have the tarp on there anymore because they knew I was coming in, and I'm not going to wait around for tarps.
They knew you were coming, so they moved whatever was under the tarp, which I can't say, and they moved it somewhere else so you wouldn't see it. No, you didn't see it.
I saw it.
No, because they keep a tarp on it at all times.
Not when they're working on it.
And I'm hearing E-Rock got to go to the secret room too?
Yep, they squeezed him in.
E-Rock?
Metaphorically.
Already shaking his head. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I get it. Another fat joke.
No, I was.
And I don't go for those. They're cheap and they're easy. Am I right or wrong, Iraq?
Well, not at 7:06. Maybe at 7:10.
Okay, fair enough.
That was a little early for the fat joke.
A little early.
But at least we got it out of the way.
Rude.
Went into the secret room and got to see the new layouts for what they're going to do for this room and the equipment.
Why were you invited?
I'm running half of it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Explain the delays. So what exactly are they doing that's going to be different?
It's all state-of-the-art
All
equipment.
new
I don't
digital
know.
stuff. Everything involves computers. And
Okay.
A lot less buttons. It just looks modern.
Okay.
Let me tell you this.
And it's more stuff where then the engineers will never get fired because...
Absolutely, yes.
You guys can't get fired because the people that fire you, they don't know how this stuff works. You guys are brilliant. I don't know when you figured that out, but...
You know, one thing, though, I noticed, I probably shouldn't be saying this on air, but...
That's the stuff you should be saying.
Yes. He's got the bathroom. Go ahead. I fucked up. I caught myself.
Your main concern was the size of that board?
Yes.
The new board?
It says big, right? Of course it is. I figured as much.
Is it? Why?
I just told him, look, I got this giant board in front of me, and in all honesty, I turn on a couple mics. Sometimes I hit something in the CD player, and I take phone calls. That's it. There's probably 200 to 300 buttons on here to do that. Like most of this is useless to me.
You'll have less buttons, but it's the dimensions the same size.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Don.
So less room.
Thanks a lot, Don.
Do they make them smaller?
Huh?
Do they make them smaller?
I don't know. I was told that they could get rid of a lot of this space in front of me. I don't need this shit.
I think it's not as long because there are less buttons,
There are less buttons.
but the width is the same.
Okay. All right.
So it's like the space in front of you is exactly the same. It's just the space on your sides. You might have a little more.
But state of the art, will the listeners know any difference, or will we notice any audio difference, or is it just it will look different?
It's not going to break every 6 months.
Okay.
That'll be helpful.
How about cameras?
Supposedly they're doing cameras and supposedly this horrendous countertop. It's a lot of stuff that we give a fuck about. I mean, it'll sound exactly the same to the listeners. Exactly the same.
It's all the cameras when you look at like every show I do, like I did my Calter show. Amazing studio. This camera's just hooked up all the time. They're just shooting each one on you, one on you. That's just everyone has them now.
Makes it easier to throw some videos up on the YouTube pages and the Facebook pages. We just got to luck out. I mean, we have a camera every once in a while and go, I guess we'll tape this right now.
You see how
and then
Sway
you got
does
to
it?
hope it's something good.
You ever see Sway's interviews? It's a little awkward because he sits next to the guy, but he has a well-produced thing he puts out.
Right.
And I saw his interview with Kevin because I wanted to see how he addressed something that we didn't talk about. And Kevin said, I got a guy with 3 laptops with me. I mean, he's got that kind of money.
Right.
But like that's how you get things done. You got a guy with a camera and you get a guy ready to upload video, and when you want it, it's out there.
Right.
We don't need 3 laptops, just one.
And also, they have it hooked up to Skype too.
Well, who?
I think Cowhead Studio, where you can Skype right in. Yeah, if you're not in studio.
Oh, nice. How did he handle that situation, Kevin Hart? Can we talk about?
Oh yeah, no, it was just the Mike Epps thing, which we didn't talk about.
Yeah, we never got to because we were having such a good time.
Yeah.
Just hanging with Kevin Hart.
I literally forgot while he was here.
And I guess he has some kind of Mike Epps has a beef with Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah,
or used to, or
he's bashed him a few times or said stuff about him. So and Kevin just kind of addressed it the way I thought he would, which is like, look, why is he thinking about me?
Right.
He addressed it smart, but I was just kind of curious as to how he would handle it.
Yeah.
But I wound up watching the whole interview. Fucking Sway does good interviews.
Yeah, he's very good.
He is. It annoyed me.
He's very talented.
I was hoping he'd be really fucking sloppy and clumsy.
No,
but he was very good at it.
Sway is smooth as they come. So, and now we have a secret. This can't be good.
Somebody's going to be real pissed about that one.
Why?
Because Dennis Falcone is not going to be happy.
This is a secret room bit.
Adrian did a bit about the secret room, but it centers around some stuff that Dennis Falcone is going to be super fucking pissed about.
Really?
Yeah, like it's the stuff he does not want on the air.
Well, why?
He's going to be super pissed.
He's got to own it. So the secret room is a place that I guess everyone gets to go to, so it's not a secret anymore.
No.
It's a tiny little room with no windows. It's like a closet that they turn into this secret room where they work on upcoming technology for SiriusXM.
Don't say too much about it.
Hey, Bobby!
Bobby!
In the hand.
Hi, Bob.
What's going on, Bobby?
Am I sitting in the seat?
Yeah.
Yes, that's our seat.
Drop your mic.
Museum seat?
The app. What's going on with the app? I can't deal with people yelling at
They're
me.
happy about it.
I love the app. The new Sirius app?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's what I thought, but people are bitching.
People just
I can't
haven't
hear.
taken time to do
What do you mean
it.
you can't
I
hear?
got it. Back off.
You got the SiriusXM app?
I love it.
You updated it?
I love it. Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, these don't work. Yeah, awesome. I think it's awesome. You guys can read the tweets.
Right.
It's got.
So why
you know what's the best part is you can go back to
Segments.
the segment.
Right.
So you because there's certain points you want to re-listen to. Yeah.
It's got bugs.
Well, obviously they're going to go back and listen to this bit because it's the secret room bit we're in the middle of doing.
Yeah, this is what we
gonna
call a
be
classic.
That's
instant.
right. This is going to be an instant classic.
Yes.
People are bitching about the app on Twitter. So what's the real deal?
It's got bugs. But I mean, people don't know how to use it yet because it's new, but it's also got a few bugs because it's a new app.
Do they have to update shit on their own phones or something? I don't know.
They
should
did an
update the
automatic update over the
All right,
weekend.
because I'll get someone going, oh my God, the updated app is amazing. The next tweet, it's garbage. I got to cancel my service. So which one is it?
Yeah, but don't you get that anyways?
Oh yeah, you're amazing. You suck dicks.
I get that with my life, my face, my career.
I get that with my own kids.
Yeah.
I never get the "you're amazing" part. It just goes right to "you suck dicks." You suck dicks.
So I said I would acknowledge the app on the show. What do we do?
Nothing.
So are they working on the bugs?
Yeah, they'll update it again. But I mean, the app now is much better than it was before.
So in general, people are really liking the new app.
Generally speaking, yeah, you just gotta.
I don't. Can I just stop?
Because I think it's about 75% like it, 25% hate it on my Twitter.
I don't like Sam's new Harrison Ford attitude.
What do you mean?
I don't know. He's got the wrinkled brow. He's kind of serious. He's talking to you. Loosen up, girly.
What are you talking
I don't know.
about?
I don't like you.
You don't
so
like the new man thing he's trying on?
I don't like this
I don't like it
alpha
either.
male thing. Yeah, I don't
Since
like
he got
it.
married, he's thought he's a man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And we're flirting.
That's why I call him a son of a bitch every morning. As soon as I look at him, I just go, "You son of a bitch," and I don't even know why. I think it's because I'm looking at my youth. I used to be full of, piss and fucking whatever
Just
the
piss.
fuck, piss
Shit.
and shit.
Piss and cum.
I told him, look at this face because it's coming your way eventually. No one escapes the old face.
That's a shitty thing to say, Opie.
No, I don't know why. He angers me so.
I thought he'd be bald by now. I thought it would have that Larry from the Three Stooges look. You know what I mean?
Oh, please.
And he doesn't.
You just happen to have a big forehead.
You have a massive forehead with horns coming in someday.
Right. That's true.
You got to pray that you keep all your hair because they don't have it figured out for your hairstyle.
No, if it's
They just don't.
No, they don't.
They
Mark
don't,
David Chapman
man.
had the right idea.
I mean, you could have a little like wave to your hair, and they got that figured out, but they don't know how to have plugs for that
Yeah,
shit.
you're gonna have to shave it and Jamie Foxx it. Have him paint it in every morning.
Tattoo it in, right?
Does he have a little work? Do you think a little touch-up done?
Come on, you first of all, you can't be in your 50s or whatever the hell he is and have that perfect of a line
Like
across
Joey
your head.
Lawrence?
I don't like the perfect line across the forehead that some of the black guys do.
It's not
It's
real.
their thing, but I don't get it.
It's not real.
Yeah,
It's got to be like one of those Travolta things.
true.
His hair's real.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, no, yeah. This is the best. What's his name again?
Joey Lawrence.
Yeah, Joey Lawrence did the tattoo thing.
Yeah, it's got a.
He has no hair, but he tattoos it in.
Are you
A
kidding
lot of
me?
that is a tattoo.
Yeah,
No.
the whole base there is a. I know a guy who got the exact same thing done.
Let me see it, sweetie. I can
Are you
see it.
kidding me?
No, so then when it's shaved down, it looks like it's just stubble, but it's actually tattoo.
That's stupid.
That must feel so weird to like a girl touching it. Like it just feels like a fucking bald head, but it looks like a.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
odd.
That's
Yeah.
all tattooed, right, Sam?
Yeah, the whole. I think so. Yeah, the whole top. Because the guy I know who got it done, it looks exactly like that.
It looks pretty good though. I mean, for photos.
In pictures, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to do that too. He's got a good bald head and he's just insanely gorgeous. He doesn't need to do that.
Whoa, slow down, Bobby.
I'm sorry. Did
Bobby,
that come out? Did that? Whoa.
Hey,
Sorry.
Bobby.
I'm sorry.
You can acknowledge another man's
I didn't
good
say-
looking, but
I meant
think you go a little too
intelligence.
far with that.
I meant insanely intelligent.
Oh my God. You can acknowledge like Brad Pitt's a good looking guy, but you can't
He's
say wow.
gorgeous.
No, you
I mean,
can't.
wait a second.
You can't say it that way.
I'm sorry.
That's
Oh,
a way
God.
of saying it.
Oh my God. I messed up.
You
I
have to
apologize.
begrudgingly say,
Nah,
yes, Brad
he's-
Pitt's a good looking guy. We all know
you're
it.
right.
Fuck.
Yeah, Brad Pitt he's just so
Try it again.
sexy.
No,
oh
no,
God.
no, you-
I want to suck on his shoulders.
No, you can't.
I'm sorry.
No, you
Is that not it? No,
can't.
I'm messing up.
Try one more time.
All right.
Just casual.
All right, casual. You know, I
Brad
mean,
Pitt.
sometimes I see Brad Pitt and I want to, just lick down his abs. Just 1, 2, 3, 3 sets of abs.
Oh, I gotta take this. I gotta take this call. I got it. Doug in Jersey. Go ahead, Doug. Make it quick.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, pull up a picture of Art Garfunkel now.
Yeah.
That's what Sam's going to look like when he grows up.
Yeah, Sam, you're going to have a decision to make in the next few years. You're not going to want to look like that.
Oh wow.
He's still pulling it off.
Yeah, even that is not that bad.
When your hair gets just too dry for shampoo and conditioner.
I hope Sam looks like that when he's 35.
Right.
Just old with liver spots and a fucking.
What age does your hair just lose all its moisture and just starts looking like cotton candy like that?
I think it's around like
60?
50. I think it's 50, 60.
50, you start losing the moisture?
Yeah, you start.
Fuck me.
Your pubes start dying. They'll kind of see through.
Oh, are they?
See-through pubes.
Yeah, your pubes just dead. They just
Oh, God.
just see like just.
Oh, my God.
You ever see like a. I remember my uncle brought me in to this.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
It's never a good
This
story.
closet. No. Yeah, he works at the whatever doctor's office where they teach doctors and they have all the dead people in like a room with their heads lopped off. It's just dead bodies with no heads, so they can.
What do they do with the heads?
They I don't
Soccer.
know. Yeah, third world countries.
But does someone else get the heads?
I guess. I don't know.
Wow. Someone call in if you know anything about this, but go ahead.
And they had all these, they have the pubes, and they're just disgusting. just
Matted.
yeah, they're just fucking frizzy and gray, and there's not even like any dark part at the root anymore. Just
Sounds like a great neighborhood.
Your uncle would work on bodies like this?
no, he was a cop at the place.
Oh.
Yeah, they had like a bucket full of hoofs, dolphins' heads, all that stuff. They have all dead animals, dead human beings, just to dissect them.
You ever read about the, I forgot what it's called, the dead farm or something like that? They do take bodies and they throw them around in the woods and stuff, and so they could study bodies and how they decay.
How they rot in the trunk of a car, yeah.
And then it helps them solve crimes. But whose family is donating their loved one to be thrown in a fucking forest somewhere? And like Jimmy said, they'll put them in like trunks to see how long, what happens if there's a dead body in a trunk, and some that are half buried. And they'll hang some of them and bury them in leaves, and then they study the bugs and stuff that are hatching on them, and then they can figure out how long these bodies have been dead.
What a shitty job!
And it helps them solve crimes.
You must feel like a great detective every day, though. When you're like, you got to go out and do some research. I found one. It's like, we put him there 2 weeks ago.
But do you think they solve the crime
Every
day?
time they find him under the leaves?
This guy knows where the heads go. Look at Bobby giving us material right away. Nick in Detroit, go ahead.
Hey, Opie. Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Hey, typically what they do is they, for medical school and stuff, they'll take the heads and send them off for brain research. Because medical students will just end up screwing up when it comes to dissecting the heads. It's too fine a work for them to do.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Wow. So they'll leave the bodies for the students to screw up, but then they'll send the heads off for research.
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I'm a terrible one.
Okay. Well,
why are you a terrible doctor?
Vinny Boom Butts.
Just a bad joke. It worked terribly well, I think.
You're terrible at comedy.
Yeah, you're terrible at calling radio shows.
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, you're great. Thanks, Nick. Positive. Let's stay positive today.
This is being helpful.
Yeah, positive
Nick.
day. Let's do positive day.
We tried last time, and you fucked it all up.
Come on. It's going to be a good day today.
We got a plane crash, by the way, another one. It's just breaking from in southern France, right?
Yeah.
In the Alps?
German Wings. I never heard of the airline in my life.
Search and rescue teams heading to site a plane crash in southern France.
I don't particularly like Airbuses. Travis, before the show, Travis was saying that there's been a few Boeing crashes last year and only one Airbus. So for some reason, I always feel like it's an Airbus, but maybe it's just my perception. But I don't like them. I don't feel comfortable on them. They bother me.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like there's. I know they're all computerized now, but there's these little glitches that just seem to have a problem on Airbuses. And again, someone who knows aviation may go, "You're fucking totally wrong," but they annoy me. I think they're the ones that didn't have the speedometers. The outside speedometers that were freezing up over the ocean when certain conditions hit.
I'm sure they figured that out by now, no? They realized that was an issue?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. So where was this plane going? To France, obviously. From Germany?
Dusseldorf to Madrid or somewhere?
Barcelona, I think.
Barcelona.
I think it started in Barcelona. I don't know. But it's not looking good.
320 is a pretty big aircraft. We see how big that is?
142 passengers on board. And it is down somewhere. They're search and rescue right now.
That sucks. I'm developing a
fear of flying?
Because I fly so much now that I've developed like, things I have to do when we fly.
Like what? What's your? I'll tell you, I have one OCD thing. What's yours?
I have to say the Lord's Prayer on takeoff.
You're kidding.
On takeoff. Yeah, as soon as he hits the engine, I have to close my eyes and say the Lord's Prayer. Like I have to kind of just say, if we die, I'm okay. And it just makes me feel all right.
Wow.
Because I was developing a huge, on takeoff and landing is when usually planes.
All that shit goes wrong.
Goes down. And I was developing a real, and especially when that plane landed in the Hudson, that fucked me up. That really
Everyone
fucked me
survived.
up. I know, but it still fucked me up.
No injuries.
Good old Sully. Barely any injuries. I think a sprained ankle. That was it.
Yeah, I know, but I saw it. I saw it on TV. I was like renting it. I was at the car rental place and it was on the TV behind me, and I was just like, oh shit! And I have to fly so much. I just get scared when I take off, and when we land too. I have.
Do you worry about the birds?
I worry about.
A lot of birds in our area.
I worry about everything.
Getting sucked up in
Because these planes are so fucking old. I don't get it.
We give the old ones to other countries. That's why the most plane crashes are in other countries. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We sell off our fleet to other countries, and they're like, these planes are good for another 10 years, and then we try to get new planes in the system.
Yeah, but some of them are old. Some of them.
But you are right. Every once in a while, you get on a plane where you see the old ashtray or something.
An ashtray, or when you're getting on the plane, you see like worn out rivets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't like that.
I just assume the stuff that really matters, though, they take care of. Like, they don't give a fuck the ashtray's still there because they're making sure, the engine is bolted in properly still.
They're just getting more use out of the old seats. Like, a lot of times you'll see a bathroom with an ashtray. Like, how old is this plane?
Right.
But a lot of times they just took that from another plane and put it in. Your plane could have a much newer engine.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't like when sitting by the wings either. When you see that thing open, when the wing opens and little gadgets are spinning, and it's just like, oh, something could just happen. We're just waiting for some type of oil starts spitting out of the wing. I get fucking nervous.
Do you watch the flight attendants?
For what?
If there's a bump, you look right at the flight attendant. If they're still reading their dumb, magazine, you're okay.
I don't think they're going to do anything. If the plane's going down, they're going to be just as scared as me.
But that's what I'm saying. They know all the bumps and shit, so they know the ones that they have to worry about and go, oh, fuck, that's not good. And so you always look at them. If they don't pop their head out of their magazines, you're good. I'm telling you. Someone taught me this years ago, and it works beautifully.
Or they're just so sick of their shitty job that
they don't give a fuck either way.
Please go down. They're praying, oh, this is great. Finally. Been waiting for this JetBlue shit flight to go down.
Where you at with female pilots?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's sexy.
they're not knocking back pitchers of beer in the airport bar before their flight.
I hope they are.
You want them all hammered up?
How great would it be to bang a pilot?
Probably not, because most of them are ex-Air Force. They're not known for being the hottest. You know what I mean? The female pilots. No one ever went like, ooh, look at that hot female pilot. You never saw a movie about those girls.
She's so repressed. That's like a lawyer chick. They're so repressed that they're just dirty. They just want to...
And they can't help themselves. They got to get out of the cockpit in the air to go find some dick.
Back at some Holiday Inn bar waiting for a fucking fat slob like me to come up and have confidence. Hey, so you fly plane? Yeah, well, Go back up to her room. Fucking get down there, fat boy.
Try to eat her ass. It's awful because she just flew in from Honolulu.
Why does everyone think those flight attendants, when you see them walking through a hotel in a group, are easy pickings? Everyone feels like they could bang a flight attendant.
They seem impossible to me.
That's what I think.
Never easy. To me, I'd literally have a better shot of fucking the pilot than one of the flight attendants. I've never thought that.
They walk through hotels like they're robots. They don't see anybody or nothing. But it's a lot of people.
I bet.
You've been lucky with flight attendants.
No. I had one. Me and a long time ago. Let me date this.
Yes.
Let me date this properly.
Let me stamp this.
She was from Continental.
Let me timestamp this. Continental.
Want to put a year on this?
Yeah, way before me and my wife.
Eastern Airlines. The original Pan Am.
Way before cell phones. Is that good enough, or you got to go further back?
Yeah, no, flip phone.
Okay, before cell phones.
We'll do cell one. I had cell one.
Before cell
Before
one.
smartphones.
Yeah, me and Sherrod.
Sherrod?
Oh, yeah. Me and that big boy.
What happened?
Oh, a lot of awful things.
No, but I mean, you picked up a flight attendant?
Yeah, we're at the Hard Rock, and she was in the pool, and I just started talking to her, and then she was.
Why do you have to get Sherrod involved? It sounds like you're doing well.
Well, because we went over to Sherrod, and I think he borrowed shorts from a small Jewish boy. Because half his stick was coming out of the side, and he don't care about anything. He's just stoned, and he's got this Louisville Slugger sticking out of his shorts. And she grabbed it.
She grabbed it?
Well, she came over. Well, what's this? I almost did it, too. I was like, what's that? You got a Babe Ruth sticking out of your shorts. And then we went upstairs and, whatever, and I was fooling around, and then we went into the tub, me and her, naked.
You guys all went into the same hotel?
Well, I had a jacuzzi. We had a big suite, so I had a jacuzzi, and then he was like, I'll be back, and he went and got a little high. He comes back in naked with a joint, and it was shocking. It was just... It was shocking. I remember looking at him, I go, dude, I'm not gay, but I'm going to stare at your dick for like 20 seconds. I've never seen
Everyone
a penis
says it's
that big.
a giant. It's giant.
It's massive. It's shockingly massive.
Really?
It's massive. Yeah, she got scared. I got scared.
Hotel security was scared.
I got out of the tub. I just left the tub. I was like, I'll be right back. I went and sat and watched TV while they were in the tub.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was nuts.
Did you watch him bang her?
I had to. Yeah. Well, there was a fooling around part, but then there was a part where I was like, yeah, I'm just going to tap out and, I'm just going to be over here.
Yeah. Take your little toys and go sit over in the corner.
Just throw in the towel, huh?
Yeah.
You just knew you couldn't compete with
I
that?
remember she was like, I can't have sex because I'm on my period. And he was like, that's cool, money. And he tugged it out like a light switch. He went took 3 tugs and flipped it on the wall. And I was like, it's my room. I was so mad because it was my
He
room.
didn't care.
Rum. It's my rum.
No, he didn't care. Sherrod doesn't care about anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. It was fun. It was fun. Then I think we gave her to a bachelor party next door.
Gave her.
Yeah,
that's
kind of
pretty
gave her at that point.
What, she just wanted more?
Yeah, she went over there. I haven't
Holy
seen.
You said she had a big pussy. I never forgot that story.
It was. It looked. Well, I don't know if it was because of him or because that's the way it was, but it looked like somebody turned it inside out.
Or maybe he ruined
Jesus.
it. I never forgot that. It's years ago. I've thought of that fucking flight attendant. Most times I'm on a flight, I'll wonder if is that the girl with the big pussy that Bobby and Sherrod banged.
Her pussy looked like a monkfish mouth.
Jesus.
You ever see one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she? Was she hot?
Yeah, she was cute, man. She had a little pug nose. You know what I mean? She had a little Christy McNichol look.
So did you bail because you couldn't compete with him as far as dick sizes go? Because the ladies will tell you it doesn't matter. How
It
big.
mattered. Oh, it mattered.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
I remember there was one point he got done, and then he was doing something, and she was sitting there, and she went, "Hey," and like remember that Coke commercial where the football player tossed him
Mean
his
Joe
jersey?
Green.
Yeah.
His football.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like, "Hey kid, come here," and I walked over, and she was like, "Go ahead." So I put it in a couple times, and it was
Yeah.
No.
You know me with that stuff too.
It was a it was a foxhole, basically. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Junior and Kevin Dillon were in there.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was bad. But
You know what I got to do when I get on a plane? I almost forgot. Speaking of the OCD, before
Yep.
I forget, I have to do this. I have to knock 2 or 3 times on the actual fuselage as I'm walking in, and that's my only thing. And then I got Kenny doing it now. He has to do it.
He has to knock.
Yeah, I'm so happy I passed that along.
yeah, I never understood that stuff, but now I get it. There's something about when I say the part when I get to "Thy will be done, not mine." That it just says it. Okay, I'm done. Whatever
Right.
you want, I'm good. And if I start to smile, like I'm all right.
They're saying the next thing we're going to have to start worrying about is people taking these planes down from on the ground.
What are you talking about?
That's like they're starting to worry about that
If they ever
shit.
hack into it,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way to do that yet, but eventually,
Right.
if they ever learn how to hack into computerized,
That's something they're like, this is something we're going to have to really start worrying about and thinking about
yeah,
as technology continues to advance.
make the plane do somersaults.
Oh, Chip.
So
Oh, the worst.
the Airbus has a fly-by-wire system, whatever that means. What does that mean? Is that why you're worried?
No.
Let me say hi to Ron in D.C. Ron.
What's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hey, yeah, fly-by-wire, meaning in an Airbus cockpit, from a pilot's perspective, when you move the stick to turn left, the computer decides whether or not that is a safe operation. And if it says no, it won't let you do it. With a Boeing, you're pointing at a mountain or, whatever, and you turn the wheel left, it says, okay, let's go.
Which is better though? Like, what if the computer has a glitch, and it's something you legitimately need to do as a pilot, and it won't let you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're in a Boeing and you just kind of do it, or any other aircraft for that matter, you turn the wheel, and even if it thinks that you're going to overstress the aircraft and break it,
Yeah.
it'll let you do it. And I tell you what, if I'm pointed at a mountain and I need to turn left, I don't want some computer saying, no, I don't think so.
I don't think it would though, and that's something that extreme, would it?
It does.
So-
It doesn't think about what's in front of you. It just says if you turn left, if you turn it too far left and pull up, it says, that could break the plane, I think. So it just cancels out. It just lets you. It'll only do so much.
Are you a pilot?
Yeah.
Is there no way to override that?
No.
Oh, wow.
So,
The safety built into the aircraft to protect the airframe.
as a pilot, what do you guys do at this point? I mean, how close are we to these planes pretty much flying themselves from start to finish?
It's pretty much flying themselves. I mean, it depends on what airline you fly for.
Right.
Some airlines let you take over very much at all. Some airlines let you take over whenever you want. But as soon as you take off, you're pressing buttons almost all the way to your final destination.
Wow.
That's
Turning
crazy.
knobs, pressing buttons, and talking on the radio and drinking some coffee.
And then what? You guys got to land the thing still, pretty much.
Well, there's a couple of different things out there that'll make the aircraft almost land itself. Almost.
Yeah, I wonder if we ever get to that point.
I'm sorry.
We losing you?
Are you there?
Because the Google car, man, they're getting close.
It's driving across country right now.
Yeah, but they're cheating. They got a guy in the driver's seat.
Do they really?
Yeah.
He's driving?
Well, no. But he's
What's
just
he
there.
doing?
Just because I think society doesn't like the idea that it could possibly be a car just driving across the United States with nobody in it. So they have somebody in the driver's seat. Can you look that up, Sam? And I think it was Sunday morning with Charles Osgood. They went on a ride with one of these things.
All right.
And the only time that this driver had to take over, there was some kind of construction setup that the car couldn't figure out. It was the only time he had to take the wheel.
Couldn't figure it out?
I don't think so. He had to do something. I mean, the car wasn't going to crash into anything, but I think the car, because it couldn't figure it out, would have just stopped right there and said, "Look, I don't know what this is, so I'm not moving forward anymore."
I bet eventually, when all the cars are computerized, it'll be a lot safer because they'll just communicate with each other. They'll know when one is merging, one is not merging, and you'll just be able to lay back and sleep.
What about the people that will have their shitty cars still, though?
I mean, as time goes on, it's like flat screens and tube TVs.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah, it'll eventually just be weeded out, I think.
The technology is getting pretty impressive. You see the commercial where the car's backing out of the driveway with the kids and the father sees, I think it's a bus, and it's like, oh, fuck, I got to brake. But they're basically saying he was braking way too late and the car did it for him. The car knew that it had to brake and braked.
Did you see the car where the lady just pulls up and gets out and then it goes in the garage and parks itself?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you just get out in front of your building and then it goes in your garage and parks in your spot.
How much? What's that saving you? 1 minute? That's not saving you enough time. How about the car does other things?
And it actually pulls out.
It does the last 2 feet for you. Whoa, big whoop. Fucking cunt car. I want to nap on my way to Connecticut.
Exactly. Now you help me out.
They actually have the Mercedes right now. There's a one you can buy that drives itself on the highway. On the highway. So you just let go of the wheel.
But even if other people have their cars in regular manual, this will still read what they're doing probably faster than a person will, the vision will be better.
Yeah, that's what they're basically saying now. That the car will help you out in circumstances where you're not going to be able to handle it.
Well, Mercedes has that truck too that the guy just pushes a button, the seat pulls back, and then turns sideways and lies down, so the truck driver can get a nap. And it drives itself.
I would never be able to take a nap.
Not yet, we won't.
Oh, I would.
Someday.
You would be able to, if you were a truck driver in one of these cars.
Fuck yeah.
No way.
I sleep driving anyways.
My brain would be all over the place thinking that this thing is going over a cliff.
I can't even nap when Kenny's driving.
No, I cannot nap in cars. I wish I could.
I think though that there's so many sensors on that thing. It's not going to let you drive, first of all, over the speed limit. It's not going to let you get as close as you would regularly to the car in front of you when you're driving.
Oh, I understand all that.
So there's no way it has enough time to shut everything down.
But you got to rewire my stupid brain, because then when you start dozing off, your brain plays tricks on you.
Right? Yeah.
You could sleep in cars. There's nope.
I can sleep in cars.
I'm always thinking that the driver.
You should in your garage.
See, you'd be dead.
I got it.
Take a nap.
I just want to make sure you got
Turn
it.
it on in the winter. Just relax.
Right.
I don't have a garage though.
That's Simsies.
I don't know.
I love it. I love that. I think it's great.
It's a little scary though.
What having a car that just drives itself? It's fucking
You got to
great.
get used to it. That's all.
It's just gonna be. I wish they could actually put a head in, like in Total Recall, where the guy could talk to you.
No.
You could hire a friend, just push a button and say, "Hey, Bob, how you doing?" Sit in the passenger seat. Then you could do the carpool lane.
You'll just get in and tell it where you want to go. Or maybe they will. They'll have automatic car lanes. Maybe they will do that.
Yeah.
You'll just get in and you say, take me to Becky's. And the car will take you to Becky's. Becky or Becky Sue? Becky. You know? Serious. I'm serious. Making a point.
I wonder if that would help traffic, though.
Oh, my God, yeah. They'd all know where everything was and which way to go and which lanes to merge in, which is faster.
Rubbernecking.
Yeah.
It'd be done. It would be no
Everyone just has to slow down.
Yeah.
We all bitch about everyone else slowing down until it's our turn, and then we slow down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you have to.
I look, though, but I don't slow down.
You have to.
I don't slow down.
It's impossible.
I look, but I'm telling you, I've really bored people in my car. I'm like, look, I'm looking, and I'm not going below the speed limit. This is how you do it. And I fucking lay on the horn.
Good for you.
When I see one person in front of me and I see their fucking nosy head craning, ooh, what's happening? Oh, I'm such a cock.
And then we're all sick because then we get pissed off that we're not seeing good stuff.
You don't see an arm.
You don't see anything good, and then you're kind of mad. What's that about?
Because you got there too late.
I don't know.
The body's already in the ambulance or the helicopter.
You want to see a Pekka?
A Pekka. I saw a good one a month ago. I was driving and I saw, the car went up over the Jersey barrier into the other lane, hit another car.
Jesus.
And the guy there was a passenger kind of hanging out of the car. Fucking Chip.
Go ahead.
He's hanging. I hate Chip.
Was he all right?
He was not all right.
He was not all right.
I felt
He was
bad.
pretty fucking far from all right.
I felt bad because I didn't stop because everybody was stopping and kind of jumping over and helping.
Right.
But I was. I
you're
had
busy.
a show.
Did you see this? You didn't see it happen. You were right.
I was right after it happened.
Oh,
but
wow.
There was people in the car. I felt kind of bad. I should have been like a Scientologist and stopped and went over and helped
you're
the
busy.
situation.
Right.
The
Yeah.
wheels are still spinning. Was it one of those where like the
Yep.
fucking the hubcap is still revolving and you're like, oh boy, this
Yeah, I
just
saw it.
happened.
Like there was a guy hanging out of the window, like the passenger side window.
Just slapped his face.
It was the cops were coming up as I was going by.
And the radio's still playing Leonard Skinner.
What?
We've talked to these guys over the years. They go to crash sites and everyone's dead, but the radio's still playing.
Oh, that's creepy.
Right?
Fucking creepy.
heart shaping.
Did you ever see the videos? I fucking hate them on Facebook, where the family's just driving and you hear "Hey, man," and the music's playing, and then a car just
Out of nowhere.
comes up on the other side and just just wipes them out, and it's just a crash, and then you just hear like a.
Jesus.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
I don't search that shit out.
I don't search it out, but it's always on the news feed.
All right, but then you know what's going to be. Why
Don't
you
get
push
defensive.
play?
I didn't hurt these people.
Sorry.
I didn't hurt these
get
people.
mad.
I know you get mad at the wrong guy.
I don't know.
Directed at the guy on the other side of the
Jimmy
highway.
searches out those videos.
I don't
too.
search
I don't.
them out.
I can't do it.
I do it
I hear
right
you.
before bed.
right before bed.
Yeah, I
Imagine
don't-
that. And then he tells me he can't sleep.
Because of his deviated septum.
Yeah, that's all it is. That doesn't keep me up.
What do we got on the Google car? Did you get that video?
I mean, there's lots of. I don't know exactly what you're looking
How are you?
for.
I mean, so this is my point with the
This
Google.
attitude is my point.
It's not an attitude.
I don't
kind
like,
of an attitude.
you asked for a thing and I don't know what you're passive aggressive, Opie.
So did the car leave California yet? The Google car. This, and here, this is why it's bullshit. You got a guy that has to be in the car.
Yes.
Google is going to tell you that he made it the entire way without touching the steering wheel, but we don't know what the hell he's going to be doing in the middle of Kansas or something.
Why not? It's got to be all video documented.
Well, that's why I want more info on this.
They have. This is all. On
You think it's something you could just check out online?
Is that's not the car?
No.
That's the Mercedes car.
Yeah.
It's the Google car. Where? How do we find
The
out
Google
about
car
this?
is kinda
And could we,
queer.
And can we check out the video right now where they're at?
Live video?
Yeah, they have a live
Yeah.
feed.
I would imagine because I want to make sure
Because it's
they're not
Google?
cheating. YouTube live streaming mobile car test. That's all.
January.
All right, if you find it, let us know. Mike Rowe did an episode in one of those places with the missing heads, and it couldn't air because it was deemed too gruesome. Wow,
That's a dirty job.
That is a dirty job.
Yeah,
they say it's the smell is horrendous.
I wonder where that is.
Going back to the dead forest, there's a name for it. I forgot the name. Where the bodies are just laying around, and they figure out how long they've
That'd be
been
a great.
dead. And
That'd be a
study
great
it.
show.
Would you do that? Would you walk through that?
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
Yeah, I would. Why not?
I would, yeah.
I think I could walk
creepy,
through
but
that and
sure.
check it out because that's a crazy job.
It would be disturbing. I mean, I'm not cocky around stuff like that. Like that would affect me. But
Oh,
I
I'd
mean,
be
I would still
bothered,
do it.
but
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it would
It's
affect
medical.
me too, yeah.
It's like they're doing police work. Like that'd be interesting to see how the cops figure stuff out.
And those guys aren't bothered by it in the least.
No.
They
No.
don't care.
No, they don't believe in heaven.
What we got here is maggots.
Yeah.
They hatched on Tuesday, so now we're starting at the blah, blah, blah,
And what we
blah.
learned, if you look inside the vagina, if you open that up,
Right.
Gary, open up the vagina.
Open up the vagina.
Yeah, see those slugs? Now, those slugs form after a week and a half of being in a pond.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there like screaming, get me the fuck out of here.
Those slugs form after 4 hours in a chair in an office. So woman you know has vagina slugs.
We chose to put some cum on her belly to see how that would be taken by the bugs in the area.
We call those chair slugs.
Right?
Yeah, they crawl in and out of her vagina while she's at work.
Yeah. If you ever see a girl tapping her leg, she's trying to itch the chair slugs.
Yeah, they make her cranky.
Yeah.
Now let's flip her over and look at her asshole.
Now you see those maggots?
Right.
Those maggots right there. Those mushrooms forming around her anus.
And you're just screaming for mommy, get me the fuck out of here.
And you could tell these maggots were in the asshole because they have little clothespins on their noses. Tiny stunk.
Who the fuck would do that job?
It's called the lotus mushroom.
What is this? This is the Google car?
This is from USA Today. A look inside the Google car lair. So, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer. I wonder if we'll have maybe we get a dedicated highway where you can only use it if you got one of these fucking
Or
cars.
probably a lane. They'll probably give it a lane, I would
Oh,
say. Because
a
there's too
lane?
much to build a highway for one.
True.
Well, all they have to do is put some type of, I would believe, some type of magnet on the lane so that the car itself could actually know that it's in that lane and stay in that lane, right?
Or GPS too, as well.
Kenny's car has sensors if he's too close to cars now. I got to update my car because my car is garbage.
What do you still have, the Jeep?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you get-
getting something new this
What do
summer
you get?
finally. I don't know.
I'll tell you what you get. Land Rover Sport's coming out.
Land Rover Sport.
It's kind of
got
like
one.
your
That
car.
sounds good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brand new one. Nice. Land Rover Sport.
Will it park
Look
itself?
right there.
Yeah, look at that.
They're it's like $400 a month.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think you get hijacked in that car a lot.
We're hijacked where?
Isn't that-
Hijacked
is that
or
the mall?
carjacked?
What's hijacked?
Carjacked, sorry. Isn't that the car from the mall from last Christmas? Where the fucking family's putting their Christmas packages?
They don't carjack people in New York City.
Short Hills Mall, I think it was a Land Rover, and the guy's basically saying, give me your fucking car, and obviously the guy decides, no, I like my car too much. At that point, just give him everything.
Yeah.
And then they shot him dead.
Oh, yeah, you just give me your
What do
car.
you mean Lewis was there?
Our intern's saying he was there.
Who?
So he
When
knows
that
what I'm
happened.
talking
Probably
about.
one of the carjackers.
Who?
Our intern. It's a horrific story from, I think, a little over a year ago. Or was it this past Christmas? I'm trying to remember.
He's coming in.
Short Hills Mall is one of these hoity-toity malls, and
Very
the guy
rich
lost
mall.
his life in the parking lot because he didn't give up his Land Rover. Was it a Land Rover?
It was a Land Rover.
See? Thank you.
Was his family in the car, though, and he didn't want to give it up with his family in
Yeah,
it?
his wife was in the car.
Yeah,
You sure
that's
his
probably-
wife was in?
They told him to get out,
Right.
and he said no.
Wait, he said no because of her or because he wanted to keep his car?
Probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
But it seemed like he wanted to keep his car more.
That's what I heard. I mean, I don't know for sure. 'Cause
doesn't make sense.
it's a horrible story.
When you give somebody your car, you get a new car.
right.
That's the thing.
I mean, it's not like they take your car and you'll never get your car back.
A new wife if you have to. I mean, just move on.
Jeez, Jim, she was
But it wasn't
pregnant.
supposed to go down like that. You don't go to
Were
carjack
you in
somebody
on
and
it?
then
What
murder
the-
them.
How do you
You know
know?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, how do you know about this?
Yeah, why are you
I
talking
lived in
like?
Newark for a while, and that's where they took the car to.
Is there a carjacking class you took at a community college?
I did. That's what you got to do to get into Newark.
Really?
Yeah.
But they just want the car. So you give them the
That's
car.
all they want.
They
is
don't
the
want
car.
to kill you.
Once you kill somebody, that changes everything.
Yeah.
That's why they
And
found
they got
the car
those
in the
guys.
back alley.
And they got them, but
It's amazing how stupid some of these criminals are. It's like, do you really think the police are going to give up? You're not going to get away with just murdering someone in a mall in this day and age. Forensics, too many cameras. They fucking track the license everywhere. There's no way to get away with it. 1 out of 100 get away with it. It's so just dumb.
Yeah,
The problem
back-
with that whole the problem with that whole thing was there was no cameras in the parking lot.
Oh.
The mall said it was too expensive.
too expensive. It's Short Hills Mall.
Even though they
that
have
place,
it,
I'm
it's
telling
really
you, it's
imagine.
like
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a more expensive mall in our area.
There isn't.
You really can't steal. I mean, there was a time where you could just take a car and it'll never be seen again.
Yeah, you scratch off the fucking VIN number with a file, and that's it.
Right.
No trace.
But now it's just impossible.
Yeah, the car will announce itself. Look, there's a speaker on the when it drives by the police. I'm stolen. I'm stolen. Get it?
Do you think the people that came? Do you think the people that came before us were that stupid, where they had just one VIN number and all you had to do was scratch that off, and then no one could figure out that this car was stolen?
Well, no, I think that people just weren't assholes and creeps and didn't steal cars.
Nowadays, I'm sure there's all sorts of
you could,
VIN number things on your car.
Back in the day, you didn't steal a car.
One lousy VIN number though, and you were
the
good.
engine too.
Yeah,
No, they had more than one. I think there was a weird place. The engine.
There was one on the engine too. They put one on the engine.
Yeah, but you would know that as a criminal.
Yeah, but you could take the engine out and just put a new engine in, and then put a new VIN number with that car. It's as simple as that. Now you can't do that.
No, all right.
You can't do it. You can't steal a car now. I mean, you could steal it for parts. That's it. But
Google cars.
And I think they do more carjacking in California because you can be at a light late night and just. You know, in New York, it's pretty hard to carjack somebody with traffic. It's like you just, where is he? Right there. He's
this twat of a
stuck in the tunnel.
Speaking of traffic, this twat of a mayor of ours, he changed the patterns of the traffic lights. Anyone else notice this? You can't fucking go more than 3 blocks now without a light changing.
He's a total fucking douche, de Blasio.
Because it was part of his initiative to slow down traffic because too many people were being run over. And I'm telling you, he changed the traffic patterns without telling anyone. So you would get an avenue or something, and you would rock those lights.
Yeah,
you can't do that in New York anymore.
Yeah, there were certain avs that didn't do that, and then there were certain avs
just
that did.
Just a few, but even those are you can't do it.
That sucks.
We are going to go to a break because we got food in front of us. Bobby Kelly's here. I'm very happy. He doesn't do our show much these days.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, well, I want to see what you've been up to.
All right.
I saw you playing drums.
Oh yeah. So
we'll talk about that and other things. Your kid, that whole thing.
Yeah, my lovely kid.
What are you promoting? I might have it here. Live at the Village Underground?
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh, that's a little later.
Special. Live at the Village Underground is going to be available. It's for pre-order right now. You can buy it for $5.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay.
And then
I was just never mind. Of course, this is your comedy special. I'm stupid. Okay.
And
go to robertkellylive.com. Available April 10th.
April 10th.
I thought it was out already.
It's out on Comedy Central.
Right.
You can watch it on Comedy Central.
So we're still pre-ordering this thing?
Yeah, it's coming out April.
You were here 2 months ago when we were doing the pre-order on this.
I'm in Albany this weekend.
Okay.
Comedy Works. Friday, Saturday.
All right. There's the plug. And Jimmy's got some things.
I have
God.
a Yahoo car.
What?
You have a Yahoo?
Apple Files.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
The show will be right back. Right back. Sirius 206, XM 103. This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Behave. Why would I want you to behave?
Me and Bobby, once again, talking about fly fishing. I was looking at some old pictures of us fly fishing, and I'm thinking, man, I want to go do that again. So I go, Bobby, let's do it in the spring, which is right around the corner.
Yeah.
We'll go up to Roscoe again, and I said, I'll behave. So you don't want me behaving, right?
No, don't threaten me with a good time.
I got to bring my brother, too.
What? No. Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have brothers?
I do have a brother. I'll bring
You
my
have a brother?
Yeah, I have a little brother.
Is he like
he's a big kid.
How much do you guys share?
I talk to him all the time.
No, do you share a mom, a dad?
Oh, half
Where we
and
at?
half.
A half?
My mom and my stepdad. He's my stepdad's son.
Is he a funny guy?
He's a funny kid. He's definitely a Boston kid. He's a big, he's a big kid too. He broke my rib a couple of years ago just messing around by accident.
How young is he?
He's 20. I believe he's 28, 27.
Did he ever try stand up?
No, he's not funny like that. He's an alpha male.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just amazing. His fingers are all thumbs, and he works all day putting down flooring. And we were joking around, and I was like, "Kid, I'm still your older brother." And he grabbed me, and I tried to get away, and then he goes, yeah, and he squeezed me, and I heard pop, and I went, "Ah!" Yeah, and he felt real bad about it. Which made it worse. Because he cracked my rib by hugging me.
That's awful.
Did you ever fucking accidentally kill a girl in a barn by petting her hair?
Fly fishing. I just talked to Rich.
You did?
Yeah, we're gonna
Rich
go
is
up,
our man.
Go up
He's
and
our boy.
Yeah,
I love Rich.
we go up there. We let's get the Trumpster.
Yeah, we can get the Trumpster.
Get your brother. Let's bring Jimmy for bait.
I would love to bring Jimmy. Would you go fly fishing with us?
Yeah, would you come?
I'm trying to think of what I'd rather do, and the answer is anything. Under no circumstances would I go fly fishing.
Why?
I think I got a nibble. Fuck you. No, I don't want to go fly fishing.
But that's not the sound a fly fishing rod makes.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't do that.
And then you just kind of skip it. Oh, look, we're tricking the fish into... Oh, fuck you. Horrendous. I got to shit. Back at the cabin, you got to wade through the mud, and my iPhone's going to get dirty. Under no circumstances.
You got to go with us.
Never.
I went twice. How many times? Twice with you, Bobby?
I'd visit
3
ISIS
times?
before I'd go there.
That
sounds horrible.
It is a
shitty motels. No way.
And the only time I caught a fish was when I was dragging my rod through the rapids, trying to get to a spot so we could fish.
It's the only fish you've
That's
ever caught.
impossible. If you don't fly fishing, that's impossible to do.
I never catch fish.
I didn't catch anything. I didn't get any bites for real.
No, so I go. It sounds terrible.
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean the lazy river effect when you're just on the boat, just like going a mile an hour and no one else is around. You don't even see houses because they've decided no one's allowed to build in this area.
And the fracking actually is not going to happen up there, which is great.
Oh, really?
Remember that was going there? Yeah, they
That's good
actually
news.
stopped that, which is great.
And then we check out where they collect the eels. Remember?
Yeah.
The place where they collect the eels for everybody?
And we're actually going to, there's a better place to stay a little before you get up there.
Right.
So we'll get a nice hotel.
I regret when we stayed in that fucking house.
That was weird.
And I woke you up because we were going to go fly fishing in the morning. Yeah. I regret I didn't push record on my fucking camera. It's not good to wake Bobby up for whatever reason.
What time was it that you were going to go fishing?
Oh, boy. Well, the roosters woke us up, or woke me up, so I decided I need to get Bobby up. If I'm up, Bobby should be up.
No, they get up early, those cock-a-doodle-doo.
Well, this
yeah, right?
This asshole up there, though, and I say that nicely, he goes, hey, you could stay at our house, because we got kicked out of the other place. Everyone knows most of these stories. So we go to this house, and we both have a room.
Yeah,
we both have a room, and it seems like a nice fucking spot to lay down for the night before we go fly fishing in the morning. But he doesn't tell us about the roosters on the hill. He's got like 100 roosters, and these things are up like what time? Seriously, 5:15?
5 o'clock in the morning. They started
their shit.
Yeah, chickens and roosters in the back
on the hill.
I wonder what a rooster would do is every morning when it crowed, if you walked out and punched it in the face, it would never stop that shit.
You think it would learn its lesson?
Yeah, fucking assholes.
Gotta teach them.
Exactly. Why don't we make omelets out of you fucking zeros? Making noise. Like, how do you not get it that everyone's asleep? Do you not see the lights out, you fucking shithead? Ugh. Fucking
You should
hate
come
them.
with us.
No, I shouldn't.
Stay in that house. That house was nice.
It wasn't bad.
It was somebody's house. You get a little room. It
sounds awful.
And then you have the kid like making flies downstairs.
Yeah, they have a 13-year-old boy making
day
flies
long,
downstairs.
acting like he loves it, but there's something going on there. There's a backstory there that I don't know. I don't want to know about.
Under no circumstances.
See, his foot is shackled to the table.
Something's going on. No one likes making flies that much. Homemade flies.
I'm not outdoorsy. Like, that's never been. I was just thinking as you're talking about Burr when he told us that Kevin Costner took him like fishing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that seems like I wish I enjoyed that.
I love it.
Because Bobby loves it. I know that, guys, it's a really cathartic, relaxing thing.
Being in the river, when we were in the river,
How
great was that?
It sounds a little gay, but it was amazing.
No,
it was amazing just floating and doing nothing. And we had sandwiches that Rich made.
Yeah. I always have to shit when I do that. Richard Pryor said that about
We were just
the woods.
we were just peeing over the side of the boat.
Shitting is the problem, not peeing.
I shit in the morning. I'm good for the day.
I don't.
For the day.
Whenever I go to Ozfest, I have to shit 4 bands in. I'm the fucking worst.
I don't shit during in the morning, and I'm done. Every once in a while, while, maybe.
I wake
later in
up,
the
I
day,
shit,
but
I'm done, too.
I'm done until the next day.
I wish I was like that, but I'll be on the boat. I got one, and my stomach will and I'll have a 4-pound pudding shit waiting to come out.
Yeah, we just pull over the boat. You go into the woods. You
I don't
take a
want to
nice
shit in the woods.
Why?
I like the Big Apple. I like living here.
I like it. I like the nature thing. I don't
great.
do it enough. I'm supposed to go on one of the Wicked Tuna boats. You watch Wicked Tuna?
I do.
One of those guys is supposed to take me out. I keep blowing him off because he blew an engine or something. I don't trust his boat. Now I'm going to hear from him again. Dave, thank you, E-Rock. Dave wants to take me out.
I don't know. That seems like a lot of work, though.
That's a long ride, too, right?
My little brother was actually a gill fisherman on a boat like that. They go out and they just throw these nets out for like 4 football fields and pull them in
and just kill everything. Just so
just everything.
Everything. They don't give
everything that gets caught. They just pull it in and lop its head off and sell it to Japan. There's a mermaid.
Everything makes your dick
Lop her
harder.
tits off.
They just assume everything they catch makes your dick harder somewhere in the world.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a job to pull in. To pull in a tuna is like they don't show that on the show.
No, it's a lot
But
of
it's got to
work.
take like 45 minutes to bring that big thing in.
Yeah, I would like to check it out once. It's probably a long, boring day. I would assume they only get a couple hits, right? Because I mean, if you get one, you're making your money for the week.
Yeah,
sort of. I mean, there's a lot of upkeep on those boats, and they have to pay their crew.
I want you to do it, and then I want you right before you get the tuna in. I hope it's like a 30,000-pound tuna, and you snap the line, and just see that guy snap, just lose his brain.
Positive day.
Oh, sorry.
Positive day.
Can't wait till you get your tuna and sell it to Japan. Buy a new car.
I like Wicked Tuna. That's one show I do take a look at. So we'll go fly fishing, but the river's too high. You know that.
Right now it is.
I've learned this shit over the years. It's too high, which weighs down the fish, so they stay at the bottom.
Yeah, but you can nymph fish right now.
What?
It's called nymphing.
What does that mean? I don't know that one yet.
That means you get a little tiny bead head, and you drop it to the bottom and let it drag.
All right.
And then the big fish will get that.
What's the one fish that's just evil? It gets too big now, and it's like a jaw fish. Oh shit! Someone will know it. You have to
snakefish?
You have to go further up north to get them.
What, cutthroat?
I forgot.
Salmon?
The name of it. No, not salmon.
Great white shark.
Nope.
Bull shark.
Flounder. What?
Flounder.
No, I don't know.
Killer whale.
Killer whale. It's something with the
Got it.
jaw, I think. Metal.
Metalhead. Steelhead.
Something head.
Steelhead.
Steelhead, I think.
Steelheads.
I think you're right.
Steelheads.
We figured this out.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're evil, but we'll give you a nice fight. Anyway, body farms. We got some info on that. We started talking about that last break. A body farm, this will fill in the blanks for you, is a research facility where human
Don't help him.
decomposition.
Oh my God. You have a
What college did you go to?
Oh my God.
You live in a Trump building.
Yeah.
It just drives me nuts.
You're a math guy.
You do it.
I'm a math guy.
You're a
Thank you,
math guy.
Sam Robert.
You'll be fine. You gotta try it.
I got it. Body farm is a research facility where humans decompose.
That's not what it says.
No,
What's it say?
What does it say?
Decompose.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
why I can't do this
Your
one.
name
I have
is
a
I know
story. You're an idiot.
decompose.
Your name is on the fucking wall.
Decomposition. See,
You
I'm at
speak
it.
for a living.
I know. I suck at it. I'll be the first to tell you.
Decompose.
God.
Yeah, you got it.
Decompose. Oh my God.
Wow. You got it. Just read it slow.
Call Rich Voss. Have him do it.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah, read it slow.
Do it again. Ready? One.
Just relax.
Here, let's do it again.
Let's see. I keep wanting to add the
Yeah.
other fucking
Here we go. Ready?
syllable.
Yeah,
One.
your brain's getting all caught up.
We'll do it from
Add
the
the
beginning.
sentence. Good. 1, 2, 3, go.
Decompose.
Nope, that's not it. That's not it.
not the word.
Can you say it for me, please?
No one help him. He's got to do it himself. It's the only way you learn.
Please.
You're a big
please
boy.
help me,
Come on,
please.
try it. Ready?
We
Here
are
go.
helping you.
1, 2, 3. Read the
Go.
whole sentence. Like you're a news anchor. Do it.
From a body farm.
Are you really having trouble with it?
Yes, I don't know why.
Let's do
I
it
see
together.
it in my mind.
Let's electric company this. Good. You go the first part.
No, you got to let him do it, Bob. You got to let him learn. There's only a
What? I know how in my head, but for some reason my mouth won't do it.
So that sounds like
my wife.
Decomposition.
Peckin' fucking Bob.
Oh, Jesus fucking
Say
Chip.
the fucking word. I swear to God, I can't
Come
do
on,
it.
spit it out.
See, I want
you had it. You had it. Put the fucking
position.
Put the T down, you English twat, and say it.
Yeah, just read the sentence. Relax. You're too tense.
Yeah, your lips are too wet.
They're wet?
Yeah, just read it.
Let me dry them off a little bit.
Now try.
Decomposition.
Boom.
I know, but
You did
for
it.
some reason
Yeah, your
I had to
lips were
slow
wet.
down my whole fucking brain to do it.
Your lips were too wet. You dried them off and it came
It
out.
was too wet. All
Try
right.
it again. Now you
No,
probably
I'm
blow into
good.
it.
Decompose. See, now I'm back to not
'Cause
doing it.
Your lips are wet.
No, wait, let me dry off the
Try
lips.
them. Now go.
Decomposition.
Boom.
Yeah.
See?
I know what the word is, but for
Nah.
some reason it didn't work.
Your lips were wet.
Can be studied in a variety of settings.
What can be?
Rotting bodies, you son of a bitch. The aim is to gain a better understanding of the decomposition process, permitting the development of techniques for extracting information.
It's tragic.
No, it's not. Such as the timing and circumstances of death from human remains. At any one time, there will be a number of bodies placed in different settings throughout the facility and left to decompose. The bodies are exposed in a number of ways in order to provide insight into decomposition. Holy fuck, under varying conditions. Detailed observations and records of the decomposition. How many times does the word have to be in here?
Lot.
Process are kept, including the sequence and speed of decomposition and the effects of insect activity. We said most of this shit, I guess. Over 100 bodies are donated to the facility every year. So there's 100 families out there giving their loved ones to this fucking body farm.
I'd do it. Wouldn't you do it?
My dad, he wanted his body donated to science, and his body was so fucked up. They only got his bones.
Really?
They couldn't use anything else, and they had to tell us. I'm like, oh, could you make it seem like my dad was a superhero and you were able to use everything?
Yeah.
They're like, sorry, with all the operations and his bad heart and his bad this, and he had half his fucking intestines taken out. The only thing we could donate to science was his leg bones. I'm like, thanks for letting us know that. Like, this isn't tragic enough. We'd like to think that his body is living in someone else right now. What the fuck are they going to do with bones?
You're trying to give shit away when you're moving, and people are like, "Nah, I don't need that's."
So basically, they used
Need
my
that
dad.
table.
Yeah, they basically used my dad to make wind chimes for people.
Your dad was a couch nobody wanted.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a good couch. It has a pull-outs. Nah, I'm good. He would get stains on it.
he would take his shirt off in the summer. He had so many fucking scars from operations. It was unbelievable.
Really?
Gallbladder, fucking heart surgeries, like 2 or 3 of those. I had some of his intestine removed, all sorts of stuff. Other things, can't remember, but scars all over the fucking place. And he would always tell us, I'm going to donate my body to science. And then the fucking doctor had to let
He's
us
just
know.
doing it slowly over time.
Yeah, exactly. Just his bones they got. Thanks. Some individuals pre-register before their death, and others are donated by their families or by a medical examiner.
I wonder if you could have if you could have your body, you can be made into a skeleton and be donated to a school, a local school.
Of course.
Be the Bob skeleton.
I'd hate that.
Why?
Just to hear those little shits all day talking.
You didn't have a skeleton in your high school? We had one.
Skirts.
Yeah.
That was a real body.
That was somebody.
You know what? But
Is that somebody, or is that a fake skeleton?
No,
of
when we were
somebody?
growing up, they were real. That was the point I'm going to make. And then with the PC bullshit, I bet you they're not real anymore. I would assume.
Right.
Unless you go into a big medical university or something. But a basic who gives a fuck high school, I'm sure they're not real anymore.
It's probably
Ours
way
is-
cheaper. to
Ours
get a
were
plastic skeleton.
definitely real back in the day.
I would definitely buy a Norton skeleton. How great would that be if my pal Norton passed away? And
Great.
I got a skeleton. No, not if it. Jesus, Sam.
Yeah, Sam. Now you should feel very bad about that.
You should feel bad. We know.
What if I was to
We know
die
you-
tomorrow of some weird disease?
Then I'd
be
get
all right.
your skeleton. Hopefully,
It'd be cool.
We'd get it sooner.
I
That'd
know
be
what to give
exciting.
Sam for Christmas this year.
Wouldn't that be wonderful if I died and I donated my body to the studio and you thought, well, it was his last wish, we kind of have to do it?
We don't want this.
But you always have to hear I'm just in a skeleton pose over the mic. With
an erection.
This is ghoulish. Well, you couldn't see my erection if I was a skeleton.
Oh.
Put little pants on me. Little tent.
Put a chip face on you.
Fuck yeah. Fly fishing.
Then every time you did a chip, I'd smack you with something because you'd be dead, so it wouldn't hurt.
I couldn't do Chip, I'd be dead.
Yeah, we do.
We would have recordings or something we could play.
Right?
Yeah.
Zooted.
Make it nice. My good friend Brother Wee's up there in Rochester. Jimmy's going to Rochester soon at the end of April, I believe.
Yes.
He swears he wants his family to have his skull after he dies.
But do they want it?
I don't think they want it. But this is his wish. His wish is he wants his family to keep his fucking skull.
Yeah, I mean, I was joking about that, but that is a little ghoulish, I would think. I would think
Did you put it on the mantle or something? What would you do with this
You
thing?
can't put it on the mantle. You got to put it in the
You
garage.
would freak everybody out, right?
Or at least you use it once a year at Halloween. Yeah. Put candy in it.
Or I would just jerk off on the mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
Why would you jerk off on
It
the
would just
mouth?
be funny to do to somebody. Oh my God. They think that you have these higher hopes for their skeleton and you're just jacking off on it, leaving loads on the head. Take that.
Fucking the eye socket.
Yeah, teaching it a lesson.
Teaching it a lesson after it dies.
I would definitely get cremated, though. I think when you have somebody's ashes in a nice
An urn.
An urn, yeah. I think that's kind of cool.
Nah.
Like Patrice was, he was cremated.
Yeah, but someone's going to forget about the ashes eventually.
It's going to be in a storage unit, and someone's going to sell it.
It's going to be
Garage
a
sale.
Fast forward a whole bunch of years, your ashes are in an attic or something, and the person forgot to take them with them.
Bunch of LL Cool J CD tapes and his ashes.
What am I going to do with all this stuff?
I know. Would you, if you found somebody's ashes, would you keep it?
Why? Why would I keep them? I would try to find whose they were.
Right. Oh shit!
That was sick.
March Madness in full effect in the studio.
Why? How? When you die, you just getting buried and you get in a gravestone and that's it?
I don't know. I don't.
I
don't
gotta
even
be
thi-
cremated. It's too claustrophobic.
Yeah, the gravestone is so
claustrophobic.
expensive,
To be
isn't
buried,
it?
yeah.
So expensive, and then you're forcing somebody to go visit a place, just a depressing place.
I don't go see my dad really. Every once in a
I
while.
fucking hate graveyards.
But like I said, I mean, his bones aren't even there. What the fuck am I looking at?
well, the bones. He's not even there, right? Nothing of him is there.
Nah, we got him cremated, and then he's buried. But like we gave his bones to the
Wait,
science.
They took his bones out and cremated the rest of
Weren't
them.
you listening? That was the only thing that we could donate to science. That's what he wanted. So they go, well, I guess we could take his bones.
They took his body off like a suit,
I don't know how they do it. I don't want to think about
like
that.
a suitsy.
I don't know how they do that shit.
They do. They just melt you. They just take your skin off. They probably fillet you, like in a way, and then just fucking clean the
It's my
bones.
fucking dad.
No, it's just a body.
You ever
At
see
that
the
point-
body exhibit? Speaking of which,
I have.
that's fucking creepy.
That's the best.
Who donates their body for that?
Just a body. It's all the shell. Who we are is gone.
I don't know. I don't know how you. I mean, it's an amazing exhibit if you've never seen it. It's called Bodies.
The fetus part of that is amazing. You ever see that?
Yeah, the head is too. Go ahead, Bob, chipping you.
I saw the one, the one with the mom still pregnant with the baby inside. You saw that one, right?
That was a good one. No, I didn't see
What do you
that
mean that's a
one.
good one? It was tragic.
No, Chip was a good one.
Oh, sorry.
The fetus one was great because that's right when I saw it right when she got pregnant. So it was like, oh my, you see how small
Right.
the baby, and then you see the point where you'd feel guilty if you got an abortion.
Yeah, 9 months. I literally, if the kid was coming out,
15
and
years
she said,
old.
"What do you want me to do with this?" I'd say, "Squat over the toilet."
And his fingernails, you still want to kill it?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Bodies, the exhibit is pretty amazing.
When are you going to have kids, Sam?
Not immediately.
Oh, you don't wait too long.
Or what?
Huh?
Or what?
I'm just saying.
How old are you now?
31.
Better get with it.
Or what?
You're not going to have kids?
How? You just had kids.
Yeah, but I would.
He tried forever. Now you're making it hurt.
Yeah.
He tried for like 18 years.
Yeah.
You tried for 18 years?
Yeah. Don't
Like
deny.
actively?
Yes.
That sucks.
Actively.
It was about 18 years. wasn't it?
18.
Long ass time.
Yeah, improv is hard. Hey,
It was a while. Let's just put it that way. We were very happy when it finally happened for Bobby.
we? Yes, we were.
I'm saying we, yeah. There were a lot of your friends that were very happy because we knew that's what you wanted.
Right.
Remember Positive Day?
Yes, Positive Day. I thought, well, you made it sound like we were both trying.
Oh, no. No, I see.
Like you were every Wednesday and Thursday. And
Okay, I see. Now I know what you're
I was Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
That's funny.
Monday.
I should have listened closer. That's very funny. No, your friends were very happy for you and Dawn.
Does your jizz not work?
No, my jizz is good.
How do you know?
I went to the jizz doctor.
You went to the jizz doctor. What'd they say?
I said, you great jizz.
Did you jerk off?
At the doctor.
What
yeah.
did you use to jerk off? Magazine or video?
Video. But
Yes.
Which WrestleMania?
He brought his own. He brought an action figure. He brought.
What video did you pick?
that's the thing.
That really.
Huh?
They have white porn, one white porn video, one black porn video, one gay video.
How's this?
We obviously know.
Mine had. There's two rooms. My room had big black girl something, and I went downstairs and I was like, "Hey, do you have anything else? I'm really not into this." And it was just a big black woman. She was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oops."
You're not even his friends. Give me a good one.
And she had to go. She had to go and
Find something else for you?
Yeah. Well, the guy next door went into my room and grabbed all the good stuff.
Oh, so he left you the one thing that no one was really into.
Just your phones now.
And then
You
you're
don't
supposed
need
to
that.
sit down too. You're supposed to sit down in the chair, which is I'm not sitting in that chair.
Why do you have to sit in the chair?
But she's like, sit here and watch the TV. They think that guys sit down and just jerk off. I stood up and jerked off.
Yeah, I was standing.
Yeah,
I stood.
because you want that feeling in your legs.
Yeah, I took one leg out of my pants, so I felt naked.
No one talks about that feeling in your legs when you have the stand-up jerk.
Oh.
It is wonderful.
When you
It's
lock
a little
it,
wobbly,
you lock it, you hold your breath, you almost pass out.
like a newborn fawn. A little unsteady on those legs for a couple of seconds.
Now, did you jizz all in the cup, or did you get some on the floor? Did you have to Spider-Man some of it?
No, I got it all in the cup.
Really?
Yep.
All of it.
Was it overflowing?
No. It wasn't
Was there any
overflowing.
yellow in it?
Not that I remember.
Now, did you have to scrape the top of your helmet off in the cup? What did you do with the?
Yeah.
You did.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Isn't that where the good stuff is?
But
That
they-
last drip?
That's the good kid.
I think that's the good kid.
That's the actual mathematician.
I got it figured out. I think, if you're trying to have a kid, you don't put your penis all the way in. Because the stronger ones, it'll get to the egg.
What?
That's my theory.
What is your theory?
Like the strong sperm, right?
Yeah.
Just pre-cum?
You give them a little extra distance.
You come on the outside,
so
and-
it knocks down all the bad ones because they'll never make it.
So you come on the outside, right?
No,
at the
you
edge.
just don't make sure you don't get it all. When you're coming,
Because you don't
be
want
all the way in.
You don't want. You want,
You don't want
it
the
to
lazy
be,
ones to just drip on the egg.
So
Basically,
you create an obstacle course for your kids.
You have to I feel like this is a
like they're
possibility.
Navy SEAls.
Yes.
Like you want them to ring the bell.
Yeah, you give them an extra inch or something that they have to fucking deal with. So then that only the strong ones could possibly make it.
I actually
there.
don't. I don't have the choice in that. Not to give the extra inch, but
Oh, really?
it's just automatic with me. Yeah,
It's just a theory.
All my sperm were put to the test. Let's put it that way.
This is a theory that I'm working on. It's a theory I'm working on. I believe this could be a possibility.
I think maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
I mean, you want
It's one sperm.
You want these guys to work hard.
Yeah.
And only the strong survive. We all
Yeah.
know that. So
Yeah.
give them a little extra that they have to deal with.
Yeah.
And then maybe you get that fucking strong
Yeah,
kid.
a couple extra bumps they got to get over.
Anything. Yeah, give them a little something.
That little ball in the back. Whatever the fuck that thing, whatever that tonsil is in the back of her vagina.
Yeah, what is that
I
officially?
don't
You don't like it?
No.
You don't put your fingers on it?
No, I don't like going in. I don't like feeling all the levels of a vag.
What is that officially?
I
Do we
think
even
it's
know?
her dead twin? fucking her sister's mouth. I
Is it the vulva officially? What is it?
don't know, man.
Give me the anatomy, Sam, please.
It's a weird.
We're gonna figure this shit
fucking
out.
Ball nugget.
But if you tickle that just right, you could get some things done.
Or G-spot, you mean?
You can make sure your fingernails are cut
Well,
though. 'cause
some
yeah.
would say it's a G spot, but no, we need a sideways view.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it cut in half.
Yeah.
'Cause now
you
we're-
gotta finger it. Poke it
'cause
with your
we're gonna-
fucking fingers.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
there
put
we
our
go.
fingers in the puss sideways.
Yeah. Poke your finger in there.
It's just a fucking
Where is it?
crazy
Your
thing.
cum buckets.
Where is it?
There it is, right there.
Where? Wait, wait, go up. All right. Yeah, it's that thing. It's the end of this thing. What is that?
The vagina.
No, I know that. What is that? You see what I'm pointing at?
Yeah.
Fourth picture over.
Click on it. I can't see it, Sam.
No, one more up. Yeah.
Right there, click.
It's the top of
Okay.
this thing, right?
Hang on. Where's the pussy?
What do you
all
mean? There's the
confusing.
pussy right here.
All right, there it is. Yeah, so it's that right there.
Right there, this, right?
Right there, that
What is
red
that?
thing. What is that? What's that called?
That's what you feel.
That bump in the back.
That's a fistula. That's called the fistula.
Yeah.
Are we touching the fistula?
I don't know.
Yeah, I finger it. Make her come with her. And I put my finger in the rectum and the fistula.
Well, you pop the thumb in the rectum.
I tell her I'm going to give her the old rectum fistula orgasm. She goes bananas.
She goes nuts for it.
Yeah, she
Look at
loves
that. Look at that. It's the same texture as a fucking the rectum.
It's a kidney bean.
It's just gross.
I think it's the fistula. I think that's what we feel.
Yeah, I think
if you get
that
in there
is.
a little far, when your fingers are up in the puss. I'm a funeral director, and I could give you more info. No, thank you.
How does he know?
My body has a storage unit. My buddy has a storage unit, and he found people's ashes inside of it. See, this is what I was telling you, Bob.
My body is a storage unit, and I found my friend's ashes in my pussy. Let me hear it. Let me talk to this.
I'm telling you, man, people will leave their ashes behind when they move and shit. Bob in Indiana, go ahead.
Yeah, so my buddy's got this storage unit up in Michigan, and he's cleaning it out because the deadbeats can't pay like $30 a month, and now he's a proud owner of Mr. Miller, which now he keeps on a shelf. in
You
his
have
office.
to, because that's some voodoo shit if you throw it away.
You watching
but
True
it's
Blood?
fucked up.
I don't
keep
know.
trying to-
I'm not going to take the chance.
I keep trying to talk him into taking it to like the state police or something, but he's like, no, I want to put it in my rose garden.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
could.
That's fucked up because there's teeth and shit in there, and his dogs will get at it.
Right.
You could literally
So, now-
take that and empty it inside of a church, inside of the holy water
Right.
fountain. You could put, and nothing would happen to your life. Nothing.
Oh,
You
it's
sure?
nothing.
How do you know
Absolutely.
for sure?
Absolutely
What about that
nothing.
karma crap people talk about?
Ever since then, he's been on a bad streak with blackjack, can't win. And I've been trying to talk him into giving it away. Now we're both on gambling streaks. It's that karma.
Can't win for losing.
Something.
You know what I would do?
You
I,
could-
I would go in the phone book and find the closest Millers to your house, and I would put it right on their doorstep and let them try to figure out what the fuck that
But
means.
write a note on there, like one of those. If you give this away, 5 people in your family will die.
Oh God, it's your job to pass it on to the next Miller family.
I would take it down the Jersey Shore, and on a nice windy day, while everybody was having a fun time on the beach, and I would just literally just throw it up in the air and just see it blow in families' faces, and they would think it was sand, and they'd be like, "Oh God, what a shitty day!" And then
Well, it's still better than being in a storage area. Even if it's in someone's mouth, it's better being in a storage area in a shitty part of Michigan, I guess.
I'd actually use it for my cigars. I'd use it for an ashtray.
I don't know. I mean, I think you gotta. Yeah, I wouldn't throw it away. That's creepy. Just find a spot for it. By the
Drop
way,
it at the fire station.
we're being called numbnuts on Twitter. Well, actually, I am. They're saying it's a cervix, but we're looking at the diagram. It says it's the fistula.
Well, it might be the cervix.
Is that part
Pull
of the
up a
whole-
cervix, Sam.
Yeah, pull up the cervix.
Yeah. Pull
Yeah,
up.
see what 5 out of 10 people said.
It's not a survey. It's a cervix chip. Ugh.
All right. Well, now,
Fucking just.
well, I don't want. We want the side view, don't we? That's how we
I
know
think
this
they're
shit.
stupid.
Where's the cervix part?
Right there, where it says cervix.
All right. So the fistula is maybe part of the cervix.
Oof.
I'm punching out, boy.
I say, hey, do you?
I don't
do
blame you.
Do you finger
Thanks,
blast?
Bob.
Yeah.
Now, do you go all the way up, or do you stay up in the front
I go in.
all the way?
You're gonna move it around.
Hold your finger up. Let me see how long your
He
finger.
has long fingers.
Oh,
It's a
Jesus.
long finger.
What the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ!
Yeah, Sam has long monkey
My
fingers.
God!
What is that?
You friends with Chris Rock?
Yeah, Chris has long fingers.
Does he really?
Oh my God! They're wands.
Sam took HGH as a kid, though.
Yeah.
did?
So some of his body parts, I think, might
Yes.
have grew a little too
Yes.
much.
Why'd you do that?
Homo growth hormone. And it worked.
Is that why you're so cute?
Like a 14-year-old.
Yes, it is. Fuck yeah.
Bobby, it wasn't his choice. Like he found a kid that had HGH in the schoolyard. His parents decided he needed a little help with growing.
Yeah. We made the decision together.
You made the decision to be a boy at a certain point.
Yes.
Instead of a female.
My Sam's a hermaphrodite.
Women have HGH too.
So yeah, but when they were like, okay, what do you want to be? And they were like, well, he's more.
It's not a gender question.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not It's not a gender thing.
I think it is.
I think it is. I think that you.
Yeah.
Sam. It's okay.
So what?
You think so?
We don't
Yeah,
care.
you have the hips of a woman, and you have.
But it's not. It's growth.
It's okay to be. We accept you as a boy.
Yeah, we look at you as a boy.
As a boy.
Well, I'm a man.
No, you're not, a man. You're a boy. You have boy features.
Male and female both grow.
We're Pinocchio.
It's about growth.
No, you're
human growth.
You're a man boy. How's that? Is that okay? How about man boy?
That's fine.
You'll take man boy.
I mean, I would take. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah, of course not. That's your fucking woman's quality.
That's
fine.
Yeah.
You yell all you want.
Yeah.
I'll be in here baking a pie.
Yeah, that's why you're so passive aggressive. It's your female side that's still living inside of you.
Yes, you
It's
are.
okay, man boy.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm glad you made a choice.
Absolutely.
And you stuck to it.
I didn't make a choice. I was born a
That's why
man.
you dress like a lesbian too, because you still have.
I don't dress like
You
a
have
lesbian.
ethnic woman arms. He has like fucking Greek woman arms. Little Greek lady hairs
You
on
really
him.
do. Yeah, you have Jada Pinkett arms
You don't grow a lot of arm hair. Why?
because he has half female.
Yeah, but
I have arm hair.
he
My
grows a
choice.
beard within a day.
Well, that's because he took those hormones.
Like a
pills.
Chaz Bono thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't look natural.
Yeah, he would not be that hairy.
Yeah.
Without the HGH?
without
No, not
the
at
pills
all.
he took.
It's not pills and it's not testosterone.
Huh?
It's injections of human growth hormones.
Where'd you
So
have to
you
inject
could be
it?
a boy, man.
Huh? Man, boy.
Where'd you have to inject it? Right into your penis hole?
What?
That's
Why
what
would you
At that
inject
point,
it into your
it
penis?
wasn't a penis; it was a large.
Exactly. It was
clitoris.
undetermined.
It was undetermined. Now,
TBD.
Now, and this is why he doesn't want to have a kid, by the way.
Right.
Because, and this is why he finger fucks so deep, because he doesn't he doesn't use his large clitoris.
So he popped some HGH into his clit?
Well, now it's
And now it turned into a penis.
an average size male penis.
That's why there were surgeries on it, though, because there were issues.
Yeah,
They had to put like a little slit for the pee to come out, and they had to say, Sam, stand up when you do that.
I didn't have genital surgeries.
They had to shape it.
They had to make balls.
Oh. How do they make your balls?
They took female eggs. And
How did they make his balls?
Yeah, they took
That's how
his
they did
eggs.
His actual eggs?
His eggs, and they made them into balls.
Oh, I thought
Not
they...
the case.
And they took the vagina lips and stretched them out for 3 months with weights.
Right.
And then
shaped the penis?
and sewed them together. His ball
What's in
seam
the middle
is
of his-
crooked. It's crooked because it's not a real. Like
What's in the middle of his penis? Did they have to put some artificial thing in
Yeah, well,
there?
no, they just
for
took-
the skin to mold around?
The
or
actual clitoris formed a larger penis.
Yeah.
Whoa,
So
jeez.
it's basically
for you.
You could call his penis a clitoris, a large clitoris.
Wow. And it works. It functions and everything, huh?
I've told you guys, I have always had testicles. Not always the most impressive, but they've always
They had to
been
go,
there.
didn't they not drop? They had to go in and get them.
No,
they go in and get the little
they
fellas,
had to
right?
They had to go get the little fellas.
Go in hiding. Yeah, they did.
Didn't they have to punch you in the stomach?
Yeah, Sam had to do jumping jacks until his little testicles popped out.
Really?
No.
That must have been really uncomfortable
Really?
for everybody.
That didn't happen.
They didn't push your belly button in with a
Did they have to coerce them out?
pool
Like,
cue?
coerce
No.
them a little bit? Like, come here?
My
Nothing?
testicles, as long as I can remember, have been dropped.
Are you happy? Is there any days that you're like, maybe I should have been a girl?
No, that
should've just
never
went there.
crossed my
Like
mind. I was born.
So you were certain of your decision.
I didn't
when
make
you
the
were-
decision.
When you were 14.
When you're at a wedding and you want to dance, but you feel insecure because you're a guy, but you really want to dance because it's in you, like a woman. You never feel like you made the wrong decision.
That's a
Well,
really
I mean,
good
that's such a
question.
leading question because
I think it's a great
would dance
question.
at a wedding,
Right.
but it's not because I have any physical female qualities.
Well, let's not get carried away, dude.
Yeah.
High cheekbones.
That's right.
Rosy cheeks.
I
Hairless
appreciate-
arms.
Long Fiona
I-
apple
yeah.
legs.
Wide hips. Birthing hips.
Very good birthing hips, like an Amish woman.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So be it with the hips. I can't argue that. But
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I bet Sam's a good fuck.
Do you give it up? All inputs for you?
No.
What?
Sam's owns a 3-holer.
You're a 3-holer?
No. I just use my penis.
When you have sex with your wife, do you ever find yourself reaching behind and opening up your asshole?
Yeah.
No.
Like a vagina?
What?
Yeah.
No.
When you're on top?
Has she ever stopped and said, "Did you hear what you just said?" And you went, "No." And she said, "You just said put it in me."
I've never said that in that context.
You never, ever said, "Please put your fingers inside of me."
You never said, "Fill me."
I've never said either of those two.
I want to be filled.
Really?
All right, well,
No, I haven't.
Missing out.
Well, then the drugs worked. That's good.
It was just human growth hormone.
Yeah,
It's
to be
something
a man.
No, that's not what that is.
More manly.
Well, that's not. It's literally every person has human growth hormone,
It's
both
all right, man.
genders.
It's 2015. Relax. People are cool with this
Yeah,
shit.
we're good with this, man.
Well, good for Sam. Let's move on. That was wonderful.
I just don't know if my
we
point
got to the
was-
bottom of that finally. Let's say hi to
know if I
Chris
got
in
my
Jersey.
point across.
Chris.
Yeah, so the guy's right. It is the cervix. That's the back wall of the vagina.
Yeah.
The thing that the fistula that you're talking about is actually a very, very bad thing. It's a tube that connects the rectum to the vagina. So you could get shit in the vagina from that tube.
What?
What the
That's
fuck, man?
That's a pathologic picture. That's not an actual. Sam pulled up the wrong picture, I think.
The fistula. We're looking at the fistula, which is part of the cervix, and I think that's the little bump that Bobby was talking about when you go in there with
Did you just say
with your
pussy,
fingers.
the vagina and the asshole are connected?
No, so it's a pathologic thing. You can have a fistula, which is like a little tube that connects the rectum to the vagina.
The fistula is on the other side. The rectum's over there. This fistula is on the left side. The rectum's over there on the right. But look how thin the skin is between the ass and the vagina.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
One little tear there, and all that
boy.
shit's falling into her cooter. That's like a fucking purse. The
really
fucking
is.
chapstick opens, it's all over the place.
It really is like fucking lasagna layers. Oh boy!
All right, guys, I got to go to work.
I think we got it all figured out. We're good at this.
Goodbye,
stuff.
sir. Yes.
We learned it's the fistula, I believe. Anyway, there was something else. What was it? Yeah, all right. This guy, Sean in Texas, is really mad. Sean, go ahead.
Opie, a fistula happens when there's a tear in the wall of the vagina. You're looking at a chart that's probably complications, but a fistula is not any part of a. I've had them because I have Crohn's disease, and what happens is that you get an infection and it tunnels out of your body and makes a tube between the outside of your body and your gut. Wow! And so
it tunnels outside of your body. The infection. Yuck.
Yeah, what happens?
Yuck! This
Jimmy,
poor
the fucking guy.
He has Crohn's disease.
No. I'm not. I'm saying for him, that's fucking freaky to think of a disease of an infection tunneling out of your body. That's creepy.
Yeah.
What happens is when your body gets an abscess, it wants to put it somewhere. All that infection's got to go somewhere, so it just starts tunneling out of your body. And so I've had them. I've had a couple of them, and they have to go in and surgically lay those open so that they can heal properly.
Crohn's is a bitch, right?
Yeah, no, it sucks. Crohn's it's it tried to kill me last year, and luckily, I'm on the right track now.
Will you lose your intestines or something, or your inner plumbing?
You can. Mine is in the lower. There's a lower gut. If it's in the upper gut, if it's in your small intestine, a lot of times they end up taking out a lot of your intestine. And some people just have the entire intestinal tract taken out.
And you got to shit into a bag?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, you do an ostomy. But yeah, I've had several of them, and I mean they're gross. I mean they bleed, and then sometimes you get shit coming out of them, and
out of where?
One for your traveling road show. Like it just depends on where it is. Sometimes, like I've had one like right beside my asshole. Basically, I had two assholes. And,
Me too. As I look around the room,
right. you're sitting with three. It's a record.
He Jimmy just made that joke.
Dummy.
Oh, come on, give the guy a break. His fucking diseases are tunneling all over.
I know. Really busting his balls. He has two assholes.
His body looks like fucking like North Vietnam. So, what happened? What you were saying? Sorry.
Well, what happened with me is I started bleeding out in my gut. I had a bunch of different lesions that were just bleeding, and so I had to have a blood transfusion, and they put me on a biologic drug called Humira, which is just pretty much taken away all the lesions, and I'm back exercising, gained weight back. I lost 77 pounds.
Wow, Jesus, dude.
So it was rough.
We're
but-
glad you're doing well. That's crazy. We're looking at some
thanks.
pictures of this now. Unbelievable.
Is that the asshole?
but it's
I don't know what that is.
That's the asshole and the vagina.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy's on his belly there?
On his belly or her. I think it's
What
a her.
is going on there?
That's
yeah,
it.
I mean, it can tunnel out anywhere. My doctor told me he had a 18-year-old woman that had a fistula going from about where your, I guess where your gallbladder would be, all the way down to her vagina.
Why
It was
would
that
he
one
tell you
big
this,
thing
that it could be even worse?
to make me feel better about my own.
Oh, okay.
What did he tell
Fair
her?
enough.
Probably told her about you.
Right.
So, I,
I know a guy with two assholes.
yeah, that's what he said to her. I know this fat man with two assholes.
Wow.
It could be him.
All right, Sean. Thank you, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. Hey, feel better, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, brother.
Positive
You
day.
guys make me laugh. I appreciate it.
Shallow well wishings will fall upon deaf ears.
All right,
And
Sean.
get better. Get well soon.
Yeah.
We got Jamey Jasta coming in today.
Yes,
from
from,
Hatebreed. He's here. We'll get him on the show after the break then.
Yeah. He's a very good dude, and I just did his podcast.
Yeah, I don't know much about him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know Hatebreed music.
Very heavy. And I'm doing something with them. Me and Florentine are doing a festival in Columbus, I think it is. It's Crew Stadium, and there's some big festival there, and Jim and I are doing the comedy tent, and I know Hatebreed is there. There's a shitload of bands.
That's great. I love comedy tents at those festivals.
They're not bad.
They're not bad because the people that go there are there to fucking see the comedy.
But I mean,
It's just as long as you're not.
You can hear the bands playing though.
You can hear the bands playing. You just don't want to be. I did what, Bonnaroo or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it
I've done
was,
that a few times.
and right when fucking I think it was Foo Fighters came on.
Right.
So it was like all these people there to see the show, and then, I think a couple jokes in, they just all left.
Really?
Yeah, because the main show had just happened. But who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you still had a good time, right?
Yeah, I love festivals. Rock festivals are awesome.
Are you watching March Madness?
No, I could give
You don't care about it?
one fuck about college anything. I went to community college for fine art, and I dropped out to do stand-up. I hate college pride.
You like your Red Sox and you like your Patriots. That's about it, right?
I understand why people get into college ball because it's better than regular, professional hoops because it's always down to the wire.
It's pretty exciting.
I
The
get
games have
that,
been pretty good this year.
but I don't get why people for generations and generations and I just hate that cult fucking mentality.
Right.
It bugs me.
Well, that adds to the whole thing too. Obviously,
I could give a
everyone
fuck
has
about that.
pride in their old school.
Yeah, it changes nothing.
Yeah.
It just makes you sad. Everybody's going to be sad.
You
That
got-
flute. What was that flute chick crying?
Oh, the piccolo broad. She was playing the piccolo.
was it
Jenny.
the gayest instrument ever?
I don't know why she'd still play after her team lost. That was the weirdest thing ever. Tears falling down her fucking face. You're into your Patriots?
Yes, sir. Championship Patriots.
Red Sox?
Championship Red Sox.
Bruins, not so much. You
They
don't,
want to, yeah.
but you're not a hockey guy, really.
I like hockey a lot. I just miss the way it used to be when they
used to beat the shit out of each
used
other.
to beat the shit out of each other. But I
The
like
fights
hockey.
are way down.
Yeah, but I still like hockey a lot. I can watch a game. I like going to a hockey game.
Your Red Sox made a bunch of moves.
Yep.
They spent some money in the offseason.
Yeah, well, they always do. They're like the Yankees now. The Pats fucking lost everybody.
Did they?
Yeah, but who cares? They'll still be in.
Who did they lose?
contention.
They lost Revis. Who else they lose?
Yeah. What's the fucking big motherfucker that left?
Aaron Hernandez.
No. What an asshole.
Who did they lose?
I forget his name. I'm not a stats guy.
Yeah, we're not a sports
Call
talk show.
Call
That's fine. Whatever. Call Mike and Mike. They'll tell
call
you.
Mike and Mike. They fucking Whitaker.
And then we'll talk about it for 48 straight minutes.
Yeah, fuck that.
The ins and outs of
I hate
what this
stats
means.
too. I fucking hate stats.
I gave up on sports radio when Mike and the Mad Dog split.
I just hate
'Cause
people that think you can't. You're not when they go, dude. Do you know? And if you don't know the stats, you're not a fan. Go fuck yourself. I hate that. If you don't know everybody's number and everybody's stats, then you're not a true fan. That's right.
I just got basic fucking knowledge. That's all I need.
Of everything.
Well, yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's all you kind of need.
Yeah.
You don't have to go too deep in general. Don't
Yeah.
even need to know all the words. I saw a great 30 for 30, though, last night. Speaking of really fast, just want to turn you on to I Hate Christian Leitner. Wow, is that really fucking good. Do you watch the 30 for 30s, at least?
I've seen a couple of them. I do like those.
I haven't seen one bad one.
Yeah.
And there are things I don't give a fuck about, and people go, no, you got to see this one. And then I'll watch it, go, holy fuck, that was great.
Yeah, they really do. The UFC, I think, stole that whole concept from them, correct?
What do you mean?
That they're embedded and their countdown. It's the same type of thing where they when they give you that backstory, or I love that. I love that. They still like that real sports type thing. Like
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just rambling.
30 for 30s, they're just little like films and documentaries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They give you this. I really like that.
Oh. Christian Leitner was hated.
Yeah.
And this guy did a whole, it was about an hour and a half on Christian Leitner and the hate he got from everybody, including his own teammates hated him at times.
Yeah.
It's a great one, man. The guy that did the film, because I tweeted it, he wrote me. Maybe we could get him on the show. Yeah. He was very appreciative that I liked it. But of course I liked it. These 30 for 30s are no-brainers. But a lot of people thought Christian Leitner was this privileged kid. Yeah. He looked like a preppy. He was very good looking, Bobby. Yeah. Extremely good looking.
Hot.
And a lot of people thought that he just represented, everything we hate about like rich kids and privileged kids, and Duke University in general. It seems like a lot of privileged kids go to. Yeah. And then I only learned last night that this Christian Leitner had no fucking money growing up. He got to Duke because of his basketball skills.
Really?
Because everyone just assumed he was this preppy kid from a rich family, and that's one of the many reasons why they hated him. He came from a working-class family in Buffalo, New York. I didn't know that. So check it out. It's I Hate Christian Leitner. And Christian Leitner started following me yesterday on Twitter. I felt pretty good about that.
Don't you love that when somebody...
Well, I just wrote that I love this thing, and I put his name in the tweet, and all of a sudden he's following me. I'm like, that's fucking cool. I would love to get him on the show.
That's the way I felt when Ricky Gervais followed me.
Yeah.
And every once in a while he'll tweet me.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais is the real deal, though. He's just fucking solid.
Yeah.
So down to earth and nice. Never forgot about us. He's going to do our show next week.
Unbelievable.
He's been doing our show off and on for the last, I think, 8 years now. He's great. But, yeah, check out Christian Leitner. He had one of the best college basketball careers ever. Most people put him in their top 10. And he went to 4 Final Fours in 4 years and won 2 titles.
That's good.
It's very good. You don't really care about this.
I could give a fuck about college anything.
All right, I'm going to shut up.
Ask me things.
I'm going to shut up then.
Ask me something else about college.
Bill Burr's here tomorrow. I bet you I bet you he cares about this.
I bet you he knows about it. Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to Bill Burr about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll talk about other shit.
I can do fly fishing.
Yeah.
I like UFC.
See, I don't know as much about UFC.
I can talk about drums now.
All right. How was it playing in Tampa?
It was the scariest thing I've done in a long time.
It was the first time you actually played live.
First time I've ever played live with a band, which is totally different.
But for the TV show, you were playing with a band, kind of?
TV show, I played with a band, but it was almost lip syncing the drums because all my drums were muffled. They were all deadened. The cymbals were doubled. The drums had the pads on them. So I was playing, but it was the music over it. They had the so I could hear everything.
So when this show hits, when is the show hitting? In the summer?
This summer, yeah.
On FX?
Yes.
Dennis Leary's project, obviously, and Bobby has a huge part.
Yeah.
So who actually played the drums for the show that you're going to hear?
Well, all the songs were written by Leary. There's like 12,
No, I know all that, but...
Yeah, his band.
So his band, so his drummers,
Charlie,
who you're actually going to hear when the episode's air.
Yep.
I find that stuff fascinating.
Yeah, he's the guy who played the drums. I just had to learn what he did.
Right, gotcha.
So they would go to the studio, record the songs, and then I would get that, and I would have to learn how to play that song. And then we'd all practice as a band.
Right.
Like Corbett, me, Johnny Ailes, and then Liz Gillies would come in and just sing the day of.
And before you got this part, you never played the drums.
I have never played the drums. I learned how to play the drums. I've probably been playing the drums since last December.
That's so
a little over a year. I started playing in October.
Acting's tough enough, and now you're like, yeah, I could be the drummer.
It was really hard because I had to go learn lines, and then I would have to go I'd have drum rehearsal.
Wow.
So I'd have to spend like an hour with a guy and then learn lines, then go shoot a scene. And then at night, I'd have to go home, practice drums and my lines.
Wow.
And then wake up at like 5 and then go back in. I would go in an hour early and practice the drums they had a drum kit set up where the dressing rooms were.
Right.
In the, at the studio. So I would go in early and practice.
When did Leary look at you and go, "You got this, kid"?
Right at the end.
At the end, he finally thought.
Well, right at the end, there was one song that I actually nailed. There was a lot of fills, and it was actually a hard beat. Really, to fake it was really hard to do. You know, because if you don't play drums, it was hard to even, you know, because a lot of the kick drum you really don't see me playing, but I was really doing the kick. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can. The type of music we're playing is pretty, hi hat, kick, and the fucking snare, and then a fill. It was pretty easy, but some of the stuff was a little harder. Like it got hard towards the end. But I kind of got it down, and they got me a drum teacher, which was great. And this guy Bill Hayward helped me. But the other night was fucking nerve wracking. But here's the fucking. We did the comedy show. Norton fucking annihilated, by the way.
I did okay. I didn't annihilate, but I did.
He's out of his mind, dude. I watched Norton's set. Him and Artie both annihilated.
We're talking about the Mike Colta show down in Tampa over the weekend.
But Norton is just so fucking precise.
Thank you.
It was really.
He killed it?
Well, he killed it, but it was just it was really, sometimes when you watch comics, especially when you're friends, I haven't seen him in a long time. It was really, really just fucking
murdered.
Just good. Like a good comic.
Thanks, right. Bob.
Like from bam to here to here. There was no fucking... you didn't catch yourself falling out of it. A lot of times when you'll see comedy, you'll fall out of it for a few. And then you kind of got to shake it back, get back into it. When he said goodnight, I snapped out of it. I was like, oh, shit.
Right.
Really great. But
thank you.
After the show, it's like the band went on, Pitbull Toddler.
Right.
Mike's band with all his friends. And you're outside, and it's all comics. It's all, oh, hey, this is my girlfriend, or this is my boyfriend. We've been fans. We're big fans. This is my boyfriend. Can we get a picture? As soon as I played the drums for that one song, it all turned to, hey, I'm Melissa. How you doing?
Oh, really?
Hey, I'm Sarah. It's all wow. Single broads.
Wow.
It was fucking nuts.
It was a turn on.
Dude, you get so much more pussy in a band than you do
as a comic.
Yeah, it's all couples. And then I played the drums, and I'm sitting by the elevator. Hey, what's up? I'm Melissa.
Wow.
I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get the fuck out.
I gotta go.
I gotta go put fucking cream on my dead toenail.
You got a dead toenail.
Fucking just awful dead. Just dead.
Does it look like a Frito chip?
It fucking, exactly. Yes.
Right? It's gotten to that point.
But I actually cut it off.
The whole thing?
When I got back from Aruba.
Yeah.
Because you could go underneath it.
They got medicine for that. That does clear it up. I had funky toenails for a while, and this medicine cleared it up. You gotta be careful though, because it could destroy your liver.
Yeah, you gotta do you
gotta be really careful.
Stuff you wipe on it. Or
no, man, this was a pill back in the day, and man, my toes came back.
Yeah,
I was losing them like you.
Yeah,
they came back though with this medicine.
I know.
You can't drink on it or any of that stuff. You gotta be really careful.
I think I might take it because I have 2 dead toenails.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I wear flip-flops at the airport, I'll make people throw up.
I gave up on one of my baby toes. I take the nail right off. I give up on it, and something's growing on the side of it, like more like nail or something. So I dig right into the skin and dig it out. It's a kind of a good feeling when I get it. It's nice. I let it grow for a while, and then I do like minor surgery.
Yeah,
but it's kind of numb down there, I guess, from whatever the hell's going on with it
over the years.
And I'm able to like just kind of mine it and pull it out.
Oh,
it's nice.
Fuck.
Yeah, and the rest of the toe I just gave up on. Like it's down to like an almost nothing nail. I chop it right down.
Yeah, half of my toenail's missing, and then the other one, a big chunk of it's out. Jesus. It's fucking gross.
All right, we got to take a break.
I could literally, if I let it grow all the way, I could hide a 20 under it. In case I got into a jam.
Is there there's a lot of space now?
Yeah, oh, God. You can literally fold a 20 up and just shuffle it under there.
Have you ever had a nail that you can literally fold all the way over?
Oh. Last year when I stubbed my toe.
We got to take a break.
I'm just going to walk and piss. I'm going to piss my fucking pants.
I stubbed my toe, and it turned black. You know when your nail turns black? And you could literally just take it off and keep it like a guitar pick. It's fucking gross. But there's something about that. I know when you say you dig it, you're mining it out.
Yeah.
There's something about that is addictive.
It feels good as long as, like, there's no pain involved with mine, man.
Yeah.
It's like on the side of my baby toe. It's more nail that's just growing there.
Yeah.
I guess my baby toe is supposed to be a lot bigger. I got fucked up digits though. Look at my fingers are all over the place. I got tiny pinkies. I got stubs for thumbs.
Yeah, you do have little thin pinkies.
Yeah, they're really small.
I got one that's fat and one that's thin.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are ridiculously. My pinkies are useless. They're so small and thin.
You got a good pointer finger, though.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's from pointing at people your whole life. It was your fault.
You son of a bitch. I could talk about this forever, but we should take a break. You fucking dead toes.
Ugh, it's fucking gross.
Look into the medicine. I don't know what it's called anymore, but
if
it does
I take
work.
it, my kidney fails. That would suck if that's what takes me out.
Well, you don't party or anything, so
I don't party.
You'd be good.
Yeah?
Yeah, they say you just got to not drink for a month, I think it is.
I got to do something because it's not fair to my wife.
It came all the way back. All the way. I had all the cloudy nails, all that shit. I'm good now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
One's starting to get a little hint of maybe some rain in the forecast, but little hints, but I'm not there yet to go back.
Does it ever go away?
I'm telling you, it went totally back to normal.
How long
in
did it
my
take?
case? Man, I don't know. This is like probably 10 years ago. Probably a couple months.
How'd you get it?
Just, a lot of fucking running and working out and not cleaning my feet properly. I guess.
How'd I get it?
Good point. Very good point. All right, we got Jamey Jasta joining the show next from Hatebreed. We got Bob Kelly here, one of my favorites, man. He's going to be in Albany this weekend at the Comedy Works Friday and Saturday, and you could still pre-order the special that I saw. It was amazing. I loved it. Live at the Village Underground. RobertKellyLive.com. It's going to be available April 10th. But
the unedited version. Longer.
The unedited version. So you're going to get more material, so you should go there and pre-order it for only $5. Jesus.
That's it.
Wonderful. All right, we'll continue.
Listen to Opie and Jimmy every morning. Here we're back. With Opie and Jim.
Alfred and Friends.
Come on, play
What?
that.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, God. Me and Bobby were, like, getting into it.
And some fucking beach groove. Look at me talking all drummer talk, Sam.
Oh, well. Bob Kelly in studio. We got Jamey Jasta outside the studio. Let's bring him in. From Hatebreed. Jamey! What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for doing our show.
What's up, Bob?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Good, thanks.
A lot of buzz on you on the Twitter when we said Jamie's coming on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
you got your fans out there.
I've been trying to come on for like 10 years. Every publicist I ever had was like, nope, they passed. Nope, they don't want you on. They don't do metal.
Really?
Yeah, especially like back in the Universal days. Like when we were on Universal,
I'm surprised
I was really
by
trying to get on, but
we might have said no once, maybe because we were busy or on vacation or something. We wouldn't say no over and over again. That's definitely not right.
I think that publicists just lie. Like they just don't want to do the job, and they just.
He said he's been trying to get on our show for years.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
We were on a bunch of different labels too, so every time you sign to a new label, they usually can everybody like right after you sign.
Right.
And so we
have to start over, right?
Yeah, revolving door of publicists. But it's great to be here.
No,
I had
Jimmy-
Jim on my podcast, and I was like, please.
No,
let me
Jimmy's
come on.
saying great things about you, Jamie. I don't
Thank you, Jim.
Yes.
I don't know Hatebreed. I know you guys got your fan base and stuff, but I'm not gonna sit here and make believe I know the music inside and out.
We've been doing it 20 years. It's a very kind of like, I guess, cult type of following. Really diehard, crazy fans. We've done like probably more Ozfests than we've probably done just as many as Ozzy and Zach. I think we're number 3
No
as
kidding.
far as, and I've done it with my other band, Kingdom of Sorrow.
Right.
Which I thought I didn't want to have to, instantly go into campaigning for something, but they're doing the final Black Sabbath show in Japan. It's going to be Ozfest, and I was hitting up Sharon and hitting up John Fenton, like, can Hatebreed do it?
We were
but you should go.
I'm debating it.
We were telling Jimmy before the show he's got to go.
Yeah.
Japan, Black Sabbath, that alone, even if it's not the final show, I think that would be an amazing experience.
It looks good
tempting.
for us that we might do it, too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Good for you.
Japan's awesome, too. You'd love Japan.
I would go just if it's Sabbath's really last show. I would hope it would be the 4 of them, though, if they can get Bill to play a couple of songs, just because, it's a long flight.
I would assume I would assume if it is the final final show, they would get Bill involved somehow.
I would hope so. Yeah.
I think they want him involved. I
Yeah.
don't think he wants to.
Yeah, but maybe he could be talked into it if this is it. But it's never it for bands. You know that. In this case, it might be. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
we did the original when they all got back together. I think it was probably 04.
99. Wasn't that 99 when they first came back, or no? Am I crazy? Maybe it was 04.
No, we did the Ozfest. It was Black Sabbath, Priest, Slayer, us, and Bill sounded pretty good. But drummers, it's really hard, to do that every day. But for this one show, maybe he could get his chops up and do some songs, like you said, even if it was one or two of the easier, less stressful songs. Because I don't know what his health situation is.
why doesn't he want to do it? He just
I think it's pride. Like, it's what they had offered him, from what I understand, is that they got fucking Tommy Clufito's playing drums, and he did. There's the new album, so they were gonna have Bill come out and do the last X amount of songs, like Paranoid, Children of the Grave, Iron Man, or whatever. And Bill was like, "No, fuck that." Like, I guess Bill's a prideful guy, and he's an original member of Sabbath.
But they're not easy songs to play, and I don't know if you've seen like some of the Kiss stuff with Peter Criss playing. Like even he was, struggling.
He was
little
having a
bit.
tough time.
He did songs with Rob Zombie, and they had another drummer behind him, and so you never know like what the situation is with someone's health. Drums is the hardest instrument to play, I think.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if your
I
fucking
agree.
arms go, but your Bob
Someone called in. I saw on the screen. They were like, "Tara Reid could learn drums, and then so could you." Callers were calling in.
They're wonderful people. We got wonderful people that listen to us.
Yeah, the fans are beautiful.
Bob made drummer faces when he played the drum too. I noticed that. I guess it's just part of being in the music. But you reminded me a little of McCartney's drummer, because he makes very odd. If you ever watch him, he's an odd guy to watch.
You got to see Vince Neil's drummer. That guy, he's on YouTube. He's the greatest thing I've ever seen. You got to look it up. He's the most animated, crazy drummer ever. I'm sure someone will call in and say his name. But
we need someone on the computer.
Yes,
there's a weird thing though, because
it's the greatest thing you've ever seen.
To get to when you do it, if your mouth just starts doing weird. For me, it's just because if you
It's like
don't,
being in front of a
you're like a
zipper.
jazz drummer, just ting 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 ting. But when you start playing rock, there's something about gas. You're actually saying what you think the drums would say. It's just this weird thing that happens. But it's a lot of work to get around the fucking kit too, and stay in it. It's like physical, Plus, I was playing that other guy's kit who's 6 something. I'm 5'8". I couldn't. I couldn't even reach the fucking snare drum. What are you waiting for, Sambo?
Yeah,
somebody that's sitting at the computer.
You got to see it. Have you ever seen the wedding drummer, the wedding band?
I've seen him. He's great. Yeah.
So it's like
It's
similar to that guy,
That
but
guy
even
was
more
into
over
it.
the top.
That video was hilarious.
You know, it's weird too. Now that you play the drums, when you see Tommy Lee going up, it's like he's not really doing crazy shit.
No,
You know what I mean?
he's not the most technically.
It's actually just him
proficient.
fucking being upside down is the crazy part. When I
Yeah.
went and saw Crew back in the day, I was like, he's the best drummer he's upside down. Oh my! But it's really not. And then you're like, yeah. You see Rush, you're like, what the fuck? Or the Who?
Yeah.
You're like, that's a fucking crazy.
Who's the
drummer.
greatest drummer?
Well,
What's his name?
I
The
don't-
fucking redhead guy, right?
Jamie, what's his name? Vince Neil's
Ginger Baker.
Ginger Baker.
Ginger Baker's amazing.
He would
I don't
probably be
know,
the best drummer, right?
Yeah, Zoltan Chaney. That's it.
You saw the documentary, right?
Yeah.
The Ginger Baker documentary.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
It's amazing.
I gotta see that.
He's
it's
an
fucking
asshole.
This kid that Slipknot got, he's Max Weinberg's son.
Really?
And
He plays for Slipknot?
Yeah, am I supposed to say that?
Yeah,
Is
why
that
not?
out? Okay. I don't know because they hide their identities. I don't know if it's like
The
released or whatever.
Slipknot drummer is Max Weinberg's kid.
Yeah,
I don't
we're,
think
we're
you're supposed
doing
to
an
say that.
arena
I don't think you
tour
were
with them.
supposed to say that.
That's a tremendous secret.
No
Cat-
way.
Is it shit? But
Kathy Griffin is actually the lead singer.
I find that amazing.
yeah, we're going on tour with them in
Oh
April
no, it
and May.
says Jay Weinberg, so it's not
Okay.
that much of a secret. The new drummer of Slipknot.
Who's
It was a secret, but we did not fest with them, and he ripped it. I gotta say, the kid is very, very talented, like his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking for Vince Neil's drummer.
I just found him, Zoltan Chaney. That's the guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't know which one to play, so I left it.
It's incredible.
I just got to see. What are we looking for? His face and his animation?
Yeah.
Here?
Jesus.
Look, he's got like the gongs.
He's really doing a lot of tricks with the drumsticks.
That just means it's an easy song, right? When they start doing the tricks,
Yeah,
Bobby.
I don't think he could. I don't think Neil Peart could fucking do
Then
that.
he goes out. The
Where's he
drummer
going?
that goes out to hype the crowd up.
Oh, God,
he hit the
now he's just doing circles around the drum kit.
That's pretty funny.
Lars kind of does that too in a way. I think that they get sick of being. What the fuck
What is he doing with his
playing with
feet?
his feet up in the air? What good abs he must have.
What is he doing? He's having a good time.
He doesn't need that ab belt. that you guys are
Zoltan
rocking.
Cheney on YouTube. Check it out.
Do you think that annoys Vince or he likes it?
I don't know.
I wonder if the front man gets irritated, the guy running around the fucking drums.
Yeah, it might, he
Kicking
might,
snares with his feet.
Vince might have to keep him at bay a little bit.
I think Vince loves kooky drummers.
Yeah.
Right? And Tommy Lee's fucking...
Jason Bonham's good
He's
too.
fucking
He's
great.
really good. I saw that picture of you with Robert
Plant.
Plant's head. He came into Universal one time, and every woman, like from age 20 to 60, was like weak in the knees. Like he just has that. Still, even at whatever how old he was.
I was a pussy. I got to thank Jimmy. He was one. Just get the picture.
Yeah, I knew we had
I was
to
like,
have one.
because he was in the hallway. I'm like, I don't want to be a bother. And Jimmy's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had him on the show?
No, but the story we've told it a million times. Me and Jimmy were the only ones that watched Robert Plant and his band practice for something they were doing for XM at the time.
Wow.
They had chairs set up, and no one else went in there. They're like, anyone could go in there and check it out. So it's me and Jimmy pretty much looking at Robert Plant's crotch because he's still doing that whole crotch thing.
Yeah.
You can't not look at it.
It was like 8
it's
years
the most
ago.
amazing fucking crotch.
It was hilarious how
in
he's still
rock and roll.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at Universal, the women were going crazy. I've seen women freak out at certain celebs, but he's just one of them that, like, they had come from other floors. They heard he was there.
He's got a giant head. The picture I did post on my Instagram, Opie Radio.
You're not 12 feet behind him?
No, I do want to say that. I am slightly behind him. It's like the front of my shoulder is on his back shoulder. That's how far behind I
He
am.
looks like Rocky Dennis.
Yeah.
It's a giant head.
But he doesn't look happy to be next to Opie. He's frowning.
Because I knew I was bothering him.
How many years ago was
He
that?
was on his way out. You could see the outside behind me. He was like 5 feet from the door.
What is that, 2006 maybe?
Ish, yeah. And then, of course, because he's not the nicest of guys, he has to sign right on my fucking chin.
Yeah.
Look where
Was
he
this
could have
a-
signed anywhere on the picture.
Well, maybe it was a black marker and he didn't want to sign on his
He could have
sweatshirt.
signed up here.
He could have,
over
yeah.
there.
Was this a
Whatever.
flashback
Where's my
Friday
picture?
or a throwback Thursday or what was?
I just found it yesterday, yeah, and threw it up there because we've talked about how big his head is for a long time.
See,
I
just
tried
doesn't
to
look
get him on my
happy.
podcast.
He wouldn't do it?
No, but I figured, I might as well try.
What do you
Doesn't
do?
hurt to try.
What do you do with your podcast?
It's on iTunes. It's on SoundCloud.
You talk music mostly, or
mostly music. I've been doing some MMA guys. I had Tito Ortiz on. I
How
had
was he?
Jim on. He was cool.
Is he?
He's not like what you would think he is. Like in those embeddeds or whatever, those behind the scenes things where he's hyping the fight and he's doing
He's
shit
talking about
talking
his
and stuff.
fans.
He's really down to earth and cool. And I just
Tito?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Tito.
I was just on Chael Sonnen's podcast and he said the same thing. He's like, yeah, he's not that guy that you think he is, but he gets a bad rap. But I thought he was totally cool.
we had a great time with him. He was really cool to us.
I didn't ask him any of like the real,
The
kinda-
Jenna questions?
Yeah, I kept it because
You wanted your teeth.
Wait, did we ask Tito about that? We did ask him about that. We talked
Did
about
we?
that.
Oh, I
I'm
think we
almost
did a little
positive we
bit.
did, 'cause it was we had Jenna on one time. Me and Sam actually interviewed her, and she broke down and she was like, she was a little overtired, and she was just talking about the whole situation. So Tito, we had to ask him about it. But I
He
believe
went
him.
into it a little bit without me having to really, pry, but he was cool.
Can we go back to Robert Plant, please?
Why Robert and the Happy Slug?
He looks
So
like
now-
he's at a fucking Costa Rican zoo holding a sloth.
Have you posted this recently?
I know, but I will
You got to
again.
repost this. There's a lot going on in this picture.
Snuggling with Robert
I really am. It's a really gay photo.
He's a lot happier to be taking the picture with Jimmy than he
Of course
was
he
with me.
is.
He's got bedroom eyes for Jimmy.
Yeah.
He took Jimmy off a tree, put him right in his fucking
He's
chest.
snuggling right up against Jimmy.
He looks like he's farting.
Yeah. How in shape am I? Oof, what a pig.
What are you gonna do?
Come
You
on,
look great
fatso.
now. You
Come
look
a long
great
way,
now.
brother.
Yeah, look at fat neck and head.
Yeah. You looking at me or you looking at your photo?
No, look at me.
It's,
No photo.
You're great. You look great. So.
He's a delightful
Robert Plant.
photo taker, though.
All right, let me go to Josh on Long Island. We got Jamey Jasta in studio from Hatebreed. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, man, I'm sorry, I have problems talking sometimes. First of all, I love the show. I think it's great. Jamey Jasta is a beast.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw you guys I saw Hatebreed at Sports Plus.
Sports Plus. Oh my God. Yeah, Long Island, the PWAC, Sports Plus, the Roxy. We used to play the Roxy. Open up the
Roxy.
death metal shows where they make you sell like 100 tickets to get on the bill.
Right.
Oh, it's like comedy, yeah.
We used to always want to get on, like Suffocation, Internal Bleeding, all those crazy old death metal bands. But Long Island always had a great scene. I love playing there. We got to go back. A lot of venues don't want to have Hatebreed because it's an insurance liability. The fans are very crazy. They like to get rowdy. But there's a great venue there. Everybody's been telling me about. I think the the Huntington Theater or Huntington.
Oh no, Emporium in Patchogue.
Emporium. Okay, we did the Crazy Donkey. Was that it?
You're talking about the Paramount in Huntington, right?
Paramount.
That place is amazing.
Yeah,
it's one of the best venues in the country. Well, I haven't been to a ton of venues, but the one's beautiful. It's an amazing place. Let's
Really
just put it that
beautiful.
way. They run it very well too.
We're due for a New York area show
Are you
too.
fans?
We did Brooklyn last
Do they
year.
fuck with you guys while you're up there? They spit on you? Do they do all that crazy punk shit and fucking metal shit? Or
They're super respectful of us. But they, like at Knotfest, we were like the first band on the main stage. It was a big opportunity for us. And like 2 songs in, there was a huge fire on the lawn and people are throwing garbage in it. And then they're interviewing them and they're like, we're interviewing the Hatebreed fans who lit the garbage fire. And they're like, yeah, destroy everything, so.
Do you have to get insurance for those gigs? Like, do you guys have to be insured?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a pretty, because we've been named in lawsuits. It's not much I can really say or talk about, but we have to be very careful because nowadays, if anything happens and the law changes and the artist becomes liable, we're all screwed. And I was in a suit like 10 years ago where I actually had big artists contact me and said, you got to be careful about what you say on stage, and you don't want this going to the Supreme Court. And
wow,
yeah, so you have to be very careful and responsible. I used to be like, when we played, you won't like this, but when we played at Randall's Island, I would be like, just look at the person standing next to you, and if they're standing still, pretend they're a Red Sox fan, and then people would literally just start
punching.
Yeah, and you got to be careful.
Oh, they mean you got to watch it so you don't incite something. Right. Okay.
What do they do in the venues?
The venues we have,
do they start ripping shit out, or
if you did that in Boston, though, it'd be a very peaceful thing.
Well, we said in Boston, you say
people hugging.
You say, if you're a Yankees fan, that's what you say while you're in Boston. And then they go even crazier. So
if a Philly, you just go look at the person next to you, and if it's a human being, fucking attack it.
Pretend they just helped a homeless person.
Yeah, in Camden, they were like literally out there at 9 a.m. before a band even started at Mayhem Fest, and there was already people bleeding, yelling Hatebreed, yelling Slayer.
Can't you just step up to the mic and go, please don't do that?
I have to now.
Oh, you do? You actually do it? You try to calm them down.
They ripped the barrier out within the first 2 songs at our Denver show this past Saturday. And we had already been banned from a couple venues in Denver. And I had to say, like, look, this is our 20th anniversary show. We found a promoter in a venue who would have us, this great place, Castleman's Barn venue. I got to shout them out for having us. We had a sold-out show this past Saturday night, and literally 2 songs in, they had ripped the entire barrier down, and we had 6 or 8 guys in there trying to hold it up, and I'm like thinking these guys are going to get decapitated by it or crushed in it, but we stopped the show, everybody moved back, and we were able to do like about an hour and 5 before it started to get really dangerous. Then we stopped.
I heard in there you guys have been at it 20 years.
Yeah,
you look too young to be at it 20 years. How old are you?
I'm 37.
So Hatebreed started at 17 years old for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was touring. I was doing shows and touring when I was 13, 14 in my old band.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a real job?
I did. When I was, my father was in Vietnam and then had some issues with PTSD and was away at the Veterans Administration Hospital for a couple of years. So I was able to be, he had to sign for permission to be like a prep cook when I was 15. And so I worked at this place called the Colony Inn. I'll shout them out in New Haven. So I've done, making salads for the Walter Camp banquet. I've done a bunch of crappy.
I'm sure that loud music coming from the garage didn't affect him at all when he was back home after Vietnam.
Just hiding under the couch.
Yeah, there was many nights where stuff, it got scary, but he's all better now. He's doing great. He lives in Ireland like half the year.
Wait, would he ever pull a gun? Did he ever do that?
There was boxes in the garage that he was digging up, and there was some wild stuff for sure.
Because Mike Tyson talked about Customato laying on the floor. He said he didn't really talk as much about it in the special. In the book he does, with a gun at times, and like it was like all this weird, like I guess flashback stuff he was having. So.
Well, also flashbacks give you like superhuman strength. Like if you're sleeping and you wake up, there was one night we had this potted tree where he like literally lifted this potted tree and smashed it.
Wow,
and was screaming. And so,
how did he get better? Because there's a lot of guys obviously suffer from this.
A lot of therapy. they have all different sorts of drugs and stuff too. He's pretty much off all that stuff though, but he's doing great. I think also you got to meet a good woman who's going to hold you down and
literally hold you down.
Yeah, and you know, so my stepmom, she's great. She, you know, got us a place. We moved in probably with her like 96, 97, and that helped me with the band because then I had a place to stay where I wasn't having to pay. And
right. And he lives in Ireland half the year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be cool.
Are you married now too?
You know, well, I have a 16-year-old daughter, which I was going to tell you. If you're, you know, I heard you guys talking about him.
She can't
want to have kids. Do it now, so that way you're young when they're, you know, coming into their teenage years, and you're not so disconnected. But yeah, I have a girlfriend at home, and I have a 16-year-old.
Thanks a lot, Jamie. Me and Bobby,
we both
Bobby
have kids in
very,
our 40s.
We're old fathers.
Yeah.
Thanks. You couldn't.
Why? How old are your kids?
I got a 5-year-old.
Yeah, but how old are you?
And I'm up there now.
You look young.
I'm 44. And I have.
See, that's
I
not
have a
bad. I'm
20
just saying, don't be like Dave Letterman or
back,
somebody.
He's backing up now a little bit. I got 2 kids. I got a 2.5-year-old too.
No, we're definitely going to be
so
dead.
How old will you be when
our kids? Yeah, you should tell that to our kids to get married young and have kids.
Right.
Yeah,
it's too late
we're not
for
going to
us.
see our grandchildren.
Yeah, you'll both be in diapers by the high school graduation.
We don't have a chance of seeing our grandkids. Okay,
Oh, come
so
on.
thanks,
Yeah, you do.
Jamie.
Eat
We don't even
clean.
have a shot at it.
Eat clean, exercise.
We're hoping that we can walk our kids down the aisle.
I'm actually
we're hoping at least we get to do that.
I'm investing in nanobots so I can see my grandchildren. Maybe.
Well, just look at Larry King. I mean,
Larry.
I'd rather be.
He's
dead.
got like a 7-year-old or a 10-year-old, and he's what 80.
Yeah, he's also got a 60-year-old. Larry King has a potent jizz.
He's all over the place.
Can't not come in someone like
He takes that HGH that we were talking about earlier.
That's that massive head. So how many kids you have?
Just one.
You have one kid, and you're not married to the girl.
No.
Okay.
Does she date guys like you, like metal guys, or is she dating like? Does she go totally the opposite way and like say I like conservative?
No, she's
bookworms?
really into like studying and
Why did you pick?
I lucked out.
Why did you pick metal way back in the day? What was the turn?
I grew up watching Headbangers Ball, and I loved all the bands from New York. I used to come and take the train in and go to CBGB's and go to L'Amour's in Brooklyn, and I just got really infatuated with all those bands: Typo Negative, Biohazard, Life of Agony, Madball, Agnostic Front. All New York, being in Connecticut, we're sandwiched in between New York and Boston, so we would always get a lot of great shows.
What about Pearl Jam?
I never got into Pearl Jam. I know everybody's going to tweet me and go, what the fuck, they're the greatest, but
What
I
bands do
never
you
got into
like
it.
that people would be surprised at?
I like Weezer. I like, my daughter used to listen to like Green Day and No Doubt, so I would kind of give that a
listen.
shot. Yeah.
Maroon 5.
You know what? Maroon 5, way back when, they had a song called This Love, which I enjoyed, but it's not as good as the Pantera song, This Love.
You don't like any Lady Gaga or any of that stuff?
No, not really. But I don't believe in like the guilty pleasure thing. Like, I don't think any music is a guilty pleasure. There's just some of the stuff that doesn't give me a charge, and others
It's
do.
just the catchy stuff, though. It's hard not
like
to.
Kelly Clarkson. You listen to that.
Kelly Clarkson, by the way, I do like Kelly Clarkson.
I got her on my phone.
Do you really?
Of course I do.
I like her, and by the way, I say better on the left, like the when they do the before and the after. Where I like the before, but right now she's like looking a little plump, and I think I like it.
Do you like plump girls?
No, but I think with her,
It works.
she's hot, but she's married now. And I
She
think she
carries
just had
that
a kid.
fat well.
Yeah, some of them do. Once in a while, you find a little fatty who looks kind of.
Yeah.
Check her out. I just saw her on Fallon or one of these shows, and
I think she was here recently.
she's looking good. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you get? Was there a point before your girlfriend or whatever where there was a lot of ass on the road? Or like, does your music? You guys get? I guess you get plenty of groupies.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, you could be the ugliest band dude, and you could be pulling a lot of chicks. Especially when I was on Headbangers Ball. Once you're on TV, that changes everything. I think you could have the smallest TV show and get a lot of interest from women.
Because
for sure.
comics, we always get the boyfriend, and this is we love you.
Date
We're big
night.
fans, but it's like band guys, man. It doesn't matter. Chicks who just want to fuck.
It's crazy. I just was at
Dang
a
it.
festival. We played yesterday or day before yesterday at a festival in Dallas, Texas called South by So What, and there was probably 70% girls there for a metal festival. I mean, there's so many girls there, porn stars and fake tits everywhere. I was surprised.
How hot are metal girls too? Are so fucking hot.
All tattooed up. And
Tattooed up, the big noses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They all those fucking big Jersey noses, right?
Yeah.
The fucking great bodies,
Yeah, we're going on this Motorhead cruise, and I tweeted like, ladies, get your leopard print bikinis out, and a lot of girls were replying.
Where you at with the tattoos on the breast, though? Leave it alone,
I love
right?
them. I love them.
I don't mind. I like when they tat that up.
I like tattoos on girl, and I don't care where they put them. I think they're sexy as shit.
Yeah.
And I like. My favorite type of tattoo is there's different type of tattoos. There's the black and whites. There's the real artist. Koi fish dragon or, whatever, that real artist, tattoo artist. Or there's the, random horse shit, like a fucking corn on the cob and, and then your band's name and then, a fucking
Tramp
bird.
stamp.
Yeah, with that random shit.
And the one they regret from high school, it's just fucking initials. What does that mean? I'm a cunt. I shouldn't have written it. I was drunk. I thought it was cute.
I like the artist ones better when the chick spent some money on it, but I like tattoos. I don't care if they're on the titties.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson doesn't look good. What were we saying?
Come on,
we
she's
just
cute.
Google imaged her.
Well, how old is that one?
That's
last
rough.
week.
That's a little rough.
That's a little rough.
That's a little rough.
But she's got a
But
gut.
but see, the
it's even rougher.
photographers do this on purpose to make her look bad. They could totally do a better angle. There.
Well, we're looking at 100 pictures.
Look at that one. That's
not
From
one good
Google
one.
Earth.
Well, have you seen that chick Bonnie Rotten?
Who?
I love her. The porn chick?
I had her on my
She's
pod,
so hot, man.
and she's got webs on both tits, so around the nipples is spider
Bonnie
webs.
Rotten is fucking sexy, man.
Let's look at Bonnie Rotten.
That was a very popular.
She's
pod.
who do I want to fuck her?
Why would you
that
not?
is- wow.
What a delight.
I don't mind tattoos on breasts anymore.
She's really
wow,
hot.
that's really nice.
And she looks even better in person. Like when I had her on the podcast, which it was a big episode.
Where'd you tape her?
We at the DoubleTree in Bristol, Connecticut. And I went up to her room and saw all the stripper shoes and all because she was doing shows. Like she had sold out shows everywhere because she really makes it a show. Like if you bring your girlfriend, she'll jam a dildo in your girlfriend's face. And
Yeah, that's what my wife wants. Yeah. She wouldn't be mad at me for that. My wife's from fucking Everett, Massachusetts. She'd fucking hit her with a closed beer. She'd literally fucking smash her right in her fucking head. A closed beer. She's smoking hot.
Yeah,
dude.
Bonnie
Look
Rotten
at
is
her.
really
She's
sexy.
unbelievable.
Ah, my fucking dick is so. I wish I was somebody else.
What?
I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. I was just
You just
fantasizing
lost
about
it.
fucking
I think
her.
you just lost
She's
it.
really
Now
cute,
let me
too.
ask you a
She has a
question.
cute face.
Is she? I just lost it. I really did just fucking lose
She's
my
pretty
mind.
hardcore, man. She's really dirty.
Does she? When you went up there, if you didn't have a girlfriend, could you guys have fooled around just for shits and giggles? You think? Or
no,
I don't
think
she
so.
Just
I
like
think
this is business.
I think she has a situation. I don't know if she wants that out there, but
no, whatever. I get you.
but
She may
she
be
told me off the air. She told me, "Oh, I know this band that I'm friends with," and she's like, "Yeah, when I was like 18, I went on the road with them and fucked them all, like from Jersey to Florida." And I was like, "Wow." Great.
Fuck.
God
Give us a
bless.
hint.
Yeah, it's not in living color. Is it?
Give us a hint.
They're a hardcore band.
Really?
Yeah.
As hard as you guys?
Yeah, yeah. And but so like a lot of girls that get into porn have
Bon Jovi?
definitely gone through the metal circuit. A lot of not all of them, but a lot of them, especially the more like alternative looking ones, they've definitely gone
That's
through.
fine. I think a chick with tattoos is a fucking definite plus. A turn on.
It is hot, man. I've gotten into it. I used to not like it, but now I think it's very, very sexy.
I fucking.
You're
love
going to be
it.
at Rock on the Range. It's going to be an ass festival over there.
Oh, that's right. We're doing that. That I said before in Columbus, Ohio. Is it May?
Yes, we do the Friday, I think, May 16th. What day do you play?
You know what? I should probably know that, and I don't. I'm with Florentine.
That's a great show.
I did the roast last year.
What roast did they?
We roasted Corey Taylor, so I
was that there?
I dipped
Okay.
my toes in the comedy world for that, and I actually got some laughs.
You did
it was
all
pretty
right.
good.
Good for you.
They aired it on Sirius. Actually, I think they played the whole thing.
Kenny, what day am I there?
Let's go to Billy on Long Island. Billy.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up, man? Jamie and Jimmy, my two heroes.
Hi,
Billy. How are you?
I'm doing great. My name's actually Tommy. I made 2 phone calls, and they cut me off the first time and said they weren't taking my calls. So I called back, and I schnooked them.
Tommy, what's up?
Not much, Jamie. I'm coming down to see you guys in Rockville in Jacksonville.
Oh, great. That's going to be awesome with Slash and Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Slayer and Slipknot and everybody. I'm bringing my son down there, and I'm heading down to Mexico to see Jimmy and Florentine with the Prince of Darkness down at
I think that's been canceled, dude.
No.
Fucking
Don't fuck yourself, Jimmy. Don't play that.
I swear to God, I believe Oz Fiesta has been canceled.
No.
Oh, no, really?
I hope that, unless there's something that's happened that I don't know about, but somebody asked me about it on Twitter. I have not talked to Sharon or Ozzy, so I don't. That was what I heard. We probably should follow up on it. I've been so busy in the last. I'm not even joking.
Well, I'm not buying it because let me tell you the shit that I went through. I'm taking my son down to Jacksonville to see Jamie. He's one of his heroes, and I'm coming down with my girlfriend that I bought her a ticket for Christmas, who is not really keen on the whole thing. And that was her Christmas gift, and she said, "You fucking kidding me? You're taking me to see Ozzy for Christmas?" Like, no, I'm taking you to Mexico for Christmas. Ozzy's there for me. It's not for you. Don't fucking tell me that this shit's canceled.
Maybe it's not, dude, because I have not heard anything. I had heard a rumor, and then somebody asked me about it on Twitter, and that's what I'm going off of.
Right.
I have to have my manager call them because my manager, I should probably ask him.
We'll know by the end of the show, I'm sure.
We tried to get on that.
Did you really?
Yeah, we tried to get on that, but we're doing a show that day with Metallica in Germany. I hit up Florentine. I was like really trying to get on it, but
that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Metallica in Germany.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
It's not a
called
bad gig.
Grunahala, and then we're doing a show the night before with Kiss, so it actually worked out. But I hope it's not canceled because I know a lot of people were planning to go to that.
Yeah, I fucking hope not either because I'm dying to do that gig.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It was
we'll make some calls.
The perfect vacation for myself and her because it's not my kind of thing, hanging out on the beach.
Right.
And with an all-inclusive, I don't drink. Thank you, Jimmy, for helping me through sobriety 3 years.
I'm happy to hear that, buddy.
And, God, I hope it's not canceled. But
well, if it is, you come on the Motorhead cruise.
I think that's going to be the next thing that we fight about, I guess.
When is the Motorhead cruise?
It's September 28th to October 2nd, and they have a really cool Facebook where you can, if you don't have anyone to go to, you can you can meet people on Facebook and get like a cabin buddy.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, so you can split a room.
That sounds fun. One of you is not going to make it.
That could be a bit scary.
If you want to go, I'm going to bring my son because he's going in the Marine Corps in October. So we're doing our last summer festivals and getting everything out of the way now. And you guys have both been an inspiration. He actually did a report on Jimmy's book, I Hate Your Guts, in high school, and it didn't go over too well with things.
Oh,
right. Nice.
So,
well, cool. We hope to see you out there,
Billy.
Tommy.
Well, I hope you guys, I hope to see you down in Mexico, Jimmy. And Jamie, I'll see you down in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'll be signing at the Monster Energy tent, so come by and say what's up.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
How many dates a year are you doing?
This year I tried to do less. Last year we took like 5 or 6 months off, and then this year I'm trying to do maybe about 90 to 100 gigs.
How many and how many people in the band?
5.
5 people. Do you split the money evenly, or is?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So, do you book the tour, or do you have a tour manager? How does it work?
Oh yeah, we got an agent, a manager.
So they just book you on as many shows as you guys want to be on.
Well, this is the thing, and this is probably not going to be popular with agents and managers because obviously they want their bands out there as much as possible. Because being an agent is the best job in the business. You know, you can make a $100,000 gig happen, and that's a $10,000 phone call. So,
right,
but. Also, you're paying for the crew, you're paying for the bus, you're paying for the driver, hotel, band, hotel, fuel. So we like to do what we did this past weekend, which is fly in, have the promoter rent the back line, then fly to another city that's, you know, in the route with the airline that we use. We're Delta, you know, all the way, and we get upgraded first class, and then you end up making what you would make on a 2 or 3 week tour for just doing 2 spot shows.
What percentage of the money go? Because bands have such a fucking overhead. Like with all this, what percentage of the money goes to overhead?
Well, with us, we're lucky that we were able to go very punk rock style. So we can go and set up just a backdrop and use a local lighting guy, and you know, we bring a sound guy, bring a tour manager.
You're smart.
Yeah,
save some of that money.
Yeah, we learned from the best, though. I mean, if you look at like Slayer, Motorhead, we toured with Motorhead in '99, and I saw how they were running things, and you know, look how it goes with ebbs and flows. Like metal will be huge for a couple years, and then it'll kind of go underground, and then it'll come back, and so you have to be able to budget your money and save.
Right. Very cool.
Did you get drunk with Lemmy?
I did, yeah, and it was that tour was '99, and it was everything that you would think a Motorhead tour would be. I mean, you know, black strippers, fake tits, him, you know, playing pool, drinking JD at 9 in the morning at the venue, and it was great. Yeah.
Does he mind if you look at his moles? Like to someone, don't look at the moles, son. When you hang out with Lemmy, don't look at his moles.
He was totally cool. The whole band, is really cool, and I was really happy they invited us on this.
Put one in tequila.
Yeah, but you know the thing about Motorhead too is that they've never like switched it up. They're kind of like the smaller version of AC/DC, where they've always kind of kept to that formula. And if you do that in music, it goes a long way with fans. You know, as soon as you try to jump on whatever the trend is.
It does always come back, though. I mean, look how big AC/DC is now. It's fucking crazy.
Biggest band in the world.
Still doing it.
They are, right?
Bigger than the Stones. Yeah, for sure.
Fucking crazy.
Never seen them.
Access
Gotta
Live has their HD show.
Right.
The fucking it's so the crowd is so big, and they're all jumping at the same time. It's got to be in like some third world country.
I think that's I think that's Donington. There's a famous.
We play the video all the time
for
here.
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. It's one of the most amazing concert moments ever.
When the whole crowd,
everyone's just bouncing at the same time.
And it measured on like the Richter scale or something, right? Is that the show?
That was when I got off the plane.
Oh, Bob, stop
I did a fat joke to myself. Fuck
Come on, Bob. Now
throw Thunderstruck in there, Sammy. Thunderstruck Live will get us there.
Yeah,
but Lemmy, you know, he's not partying like that anymore.
I know. I heard he's doing good.
He's actually said too that you know he doesn't want to promote that sort of lifestyle, and that he wants to live longer now and keep rocking. And
it's weird how rock has become, and even comedy too. It's not a. None of us party.
Yeah, I haven't touched booze in 10 years. Yeah.
People think that we're all fucking partying. We're actually, I got a fucking NutriBullet. You know what I mean?
I party now just with vegetables.
I had a chocolate souffle that night, and Jimmy went, "No, you don't want that."
Yeah,
he took it away from me.
Yeah, fucking watch Bob hurt himself. that was a delicious razor blade you were cutting yourself with.
I wish I was in the room that night and put a rubber on your penis.
Well, it would have been nice, or the person I was with. One on hers.
Whatever. It's there. I think it's the one. The one with 9 million views is probably the. Oh no, then there's one with 68 million views.
It's the one in Spain. I think it's the one in Spain
where they're all bouncing.
Yeah, where the crowd. There's probably 100,000 people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, Spain. It was in Spain, not a third world country. They just looked.
Why is there so much bouncing?
Because that's a GoPro on a drumstick.
Oh wow!
It's Access TV, AC/DC. It's fucking incredible.
We all know it. Well, we should take a break, but I want to play some Hatebreed, Jamie.
Awesome.
What should we play?
Can we play something off the most recent album?
Whatever you want. It don't fucking matter.
There's a song called "Honor Never Dies," which has been really popular off the last album.
Okay, we got that in the system. Hopefully. Don't embarrass me, please. All right, good, we got it. All right, we got Jamey Jasta in studio. We're going to go to break with some Hatebreed. Bob Kelly's here, too, playing the Comedy Works in Albany Friday and Saturday. And Jimmy's got a whole bunch of dates.
I'll just give a couple. I'll just say next weekend, I'll be in Denver for the first time in years, April 2nd, 3rd,
Comedy
4th,
Works?
Comedy Works downtown.
Best club ever.
It's awesome. Low ceilings.
Oh.
And Rochester, April 30th through May 2nd. And then I am actually doing the same gig Jamie is doing, but I'm there Saturday, May 16th in Columbus at Cruise
Oh, that's
Stadium.
the day we play, yeah.
Oh, okay, we're on the same night.
Beautiful.
Cool.
All right, we go to break with some Hatebreed. There you go, Bobby. Enjoy this, Bobby.
There it is. That's a hit.
You got some moves, Bobby. Work it.
People love snapping.
That's Maroon 5.
Jamey Jasta from Hatebreed in studio. Really getting along. I like this Jamie guy. And we know all the same assholes we just learned.
Yes.
All the same assholes that did us wrong in our careers. Holy fuck, it's a small world.
I wouldn't say they did me wrong, but yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
All right, maybe I pumped it up a little bit. All right. Made it a little inconvenient. How's that?
But in the break, we were talking about Matt Pinfield, and I'm happy that he's here. I didn't know that he was here. He just interviewed me. Actually, he interviewed me last year at Rock on the Range for Access TV.
He's a great guy.
Great dude, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw him walking the halls last week. Right.
He did an episode.
Well, he's on Lithium, I think.
I think that's the channel.
I think they got him on Lithium. Yeah, he's doing a very, very good job.
Is that a drug?
It's a channel.
That's a wonderful channel.
What a drug? Lithium?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Or are you joking?
It's a channel. I was joking. Did you just hit a button? No. You have buttons?
No, I don't. Oh.
He has one button.
I have to get my own in here.
Yeah, we're working on that.
He has two buttons if you include his belly button.
At least it's not a plane crash noise. Before, when I was in there, I saw the screen with the plane crash, and I got to go to Russia on Thursday. And I was hoping it wasn't like an airline that I was going to go on.
No, what airline are you going on?
We do everything Delta, KLM, Air France.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Russian airplanes are the fucking worst
Aeroflot
airplanes.
Two of those are, I think, maybe two of the flights are Aeroflot.
When
those are fine.
When the engine, you ever see the Russian planes where the engines are they're like kind of on the end of the wing? I think it's a weird.
Yeah,
those planes go down all the fucking time.
Well, we went on one last year we were there in March, and we went on one from St. Petersburg to London, and I didn't have an armrest. And it was broken off, and then the other armrest had an old ashtray in it.
Yeah, we were just talking about this earlier.
Oh man, it was
a bungee cord,
unsettling.
You must
holding your armrest on.
You must really like playing music. There's no way I would fly in.
Well, that's why I
one of those planes.
You know, it's when I did Headbangers, I would fly in to tape episodes, and then I would fly to the gig at night.
Right,
and that was back in the Continental days, and I was terrified then. But I got over my fear of flying, and now I just get worried when I see one of these crashes. Like we were booked on Malaysia Air to go to Taiwan or Taipei somewhere, and we canceled it. We were like, get us on KLM.
But the odds are it's probably okay now because there's been two.
Right.
You probably won't have more than two at the same airline. So it's probably a safe airline to take because what are the odds of it happening a third time? It's just astronomical.
How is Russia?
It's great.
That's what I hear.
The fans are amazing. There's bands that have entire careers in Russia and Siberia, and they can go and they can do like a month. Like Sepultura is there now. They're doing a month of dates. Krasnodar, all these places you never heard of.
Right.
And it's huge. You look on their Instagram, and their shows are 2,000, 3,000 people. So you could go there and do probably a month-long tour and make what you would make, here.
How are the people? Did you walk around? What did you see? What are your observations of Russia?
I don't really walk around and do much.
You're one of these guys that goes right to the hotel. You don't really search out the city a little bit?
Or is it because it's Russia, though? Russia can be a little dangerous.
Well, my buddy's band Crowbar was just there, and they took photos at the Kremlin and stuff. And there was, I heard about that, the passport police, that will come up to you and harass you. But they said it was fine. So, but the last time I was there, I was just too tired from the flights. I want to sleep all day until showtime. And then,
right. I would have to walk around and check out a new country, right?
Yeah, Russia? Fuck yeah.
You'd have to.
How are the girls?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Every chick is really like a supermodel. Like the front row while we were playing, I was just like, Jesus, this is. But I just go right to the hotel, and you can't bring girls to the hotel. There was a band, one of the bands, the support bands, was trying to bring some girls in, and they were like, nope, because even though they were friends of the band, they weren't hookers.
Right.
They were shutting it down. They were
Brazil's
haters.
like that too. They've had too many problems, probably with hookers drugging people, or they're probably doing it to protect you more than anything.
Yeah. Well, in Brazil, we were just in Brazil.
You can pay to have the girls in Brazil, though.
Well,
you had to pay $20 or $30, and they had to leave their identification at the door, and then they'd go up. So the hotel made money off of it. They would go up, and then when they leave, they have to go get their identification, and then they call you, Mr. Not me, because it never happened to me.
Yeah,
this is all what I heard from my friends.
The girls wait in the lobby, and you sign their stuff, you take pictures with them or whatever. But one of the guys at the front desk was like, "Fuck these girls! I'll call you a real girl." And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm going to bed." But that's the hotels. Some of the hotels, they'll rather just call you a professional.
Do you know? I wonder if you just said something. I wonder if that's Russian mob stuff where they're like, no, they don't let them bring girls up unless we send them. Like it might be one of those things.
Right. They want to control the whole thing.
We'll get you a good girl, and then it's one of their girls.
There you go. Yeah,
because the same girl just has to go around the block.
I mean, they have metal detectors going in a lot of these places too. Like the securities.
So you don't wander around in any of these
I do
countries?
In Germany, Holland, Netherlands, France, but when you go someplace really far like Russia, I'll have the night off, but we're traveling all day, and sometimes you don't get a nap on these flights, and you're just exhausted and dehydrated, and you got to have to do what I do, 90 minutes of screaming my head off.
Right.
I just need all the energy.
Have you ever had throat problems?
No, and actually, knock on wood, I just went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor. I had the camera put in. I was looking at it on the screen, and he was like, whatever you're doing, you're doing it right.
No kidding.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of singers. I've known a lot of singers who've lost their voice or had issues, and I've never missed a show from that.
Do you sing from like? Because I talk sometimes too much, and my throat bothers me. Are you singing from a different place? Like you're not singing from your throat.
No, I sing from my diaphragm.
How do you do that? I always hear that. I don't know how to do it.
It's weird. I think I only learned how to do it from the second or third album onward. Because the second album, I shredded my voice in the studio. The producer kept making me do the tracks over and over again, and I was like, this can't be right. And then I started watching videos and seeing how like Tom from Slayer or Max from Sepultura would sing, and they're like, you know, they're
holding
really
everything in.
Yeah, they're pushing out from the diaphragm.
I don't know how to do that. I don't even know
But
what
you have to breathe. Your stomach should go out when you breathe in, and then as you talk, it goes in. So most people
I breathe in and kind of hold it because I have to get through lines, like and be able to. It's not like in the studio where you could do one line, punch me in on the next line. On live, you know, you have to really belt it out.
Right.
But that's what I do. I hold the air in and I gradually push it out as I'm singing.
I don't know if I could do that.
But I'm like you. If I talk too much, I will get hoarse. I have to try to talk from the diaphragm as well.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make sometimes my trainer, if I'm doing something, should go, keep your rib cage closed. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what you mean. You're doing it again. What? Your rib cage is open. I don't know what you mean.
It's like your top ab. Like you kind of like you have to like engage that top ab, and then if you took a deep breath, then you could talk really.
Well, the
low
point
and
is,
push from
she
there.
could say it nicer.
Yeah.
You know, we're paying you. Why are you yelling at me?
Diaphragm talk. I just tried that. I don't know if I did it or not. No?
I think they say they breathe like a baby. When you look at a baby, when they breathe in, their stomachs go out, and when they push out, their stomachs go in. So you're filling up your diaphragm and using that air that's in there to talk.
Diaphragm breath? No.
No, you got to push your stomach out when you breathe in.
I'm done with that.
You're just done already?
I don't know what to do.
You'll never be a singer.
I don't want to be a singer. I just mean just to talk from the diaphragm. Because I talk a lot, Sam. It's that's my instrument.
You do have
I'm
to work
pointing
on
my
your
cock.
projection.
But you never lost your voice. You said when
I've lost it many times, but never like permanently. But I mean, like, you know, little pieces here and there. I've had little throat problems.
But you never had to cancel a gig because of it.
No, I think I've been very lucky with that.
I've had to take steroids a bunch of times because a lot of times when I go to Vegas, because it's so dry in the casinos and all the smoke, and you're talking so much when you're, you know, before the show, after the show, and then you're talking because there's so much ding 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 ding, all that shit, and then there's the music, and you're talking above, so you're not talking like this. You're really talking like this.
Yeah,
the whole
diaphragm
time.
talk.
No, that's not diaphragm talk. That's throat talk.
In
When you-
Russia, they still allow everybody to smoke in the club. So you go on stage.
Wow,
and it's
really?
just like,
They have no problem when you're smoking.
Germany too, like Eastern Germany, Dresden and stuff. You go out there and you're just like, holy! You just smoked like 4 packs of cigarettes on stage.
I don't miss that shit whatsoever.
Me neither.
I think if you own an establishment, it should be up to you. You should be, you know, if you want people smoking in your establishment. But I'm glad no one's smoking, though.
A lot of fans will not side with the artist on that, though. Like I've seen, like with Danzig or some of these bigger singers, they will put signs up in the venue or make the venue, you know, say there's no smoking, and fans get super pissed. And they're like, "Yo, you pussy! You know, you should just be able to do it." But that's why I don't really talk about that too much in the public, because fans won't side with you. A lot of fans will be like, "We should be able to smoke," but
Yeah, but the thing is that your voice, like if you're doing, even me just talking 2 shows in an improv, it's like 2 hours of talking. It does fuck your throat up when you're doing 5 shows in a weekend. That's like 5 hours. It's a lot of talking with people's smoke in your face. It sucks.
yeah, it's terrible. But luckily, a lot of venues have just completely.
Most. I can't think of the last one. Maybe in Texas, there's certain places you can, but
Can't
most
think of
states you
one.
can't.
They even shut
Remember
down they're shutting down the cigar bars in New York.
Well, that they shouldn't do.
They're known for, that's the whole reason you go in there.
Why are they shutting down the cigar bars?
A fire hazard. That's how they're probably painting it.
Because I think with the employees or something, that's the argument. But they're opened up specifically so you could go in there and smoke, and everyone understands if you go into a cigar bar, there's going to be some smoke. And they
cigars-
fucking went and shut most of them down in New York.
Yeah, cigars is too much of a white rich guy thing for them to shut down. You know, that's a you know, like white rich guys love smoking cigars.
And figuring out the economy.
There's no way they're going to shut all the cigar bars down. What's the one over here, up in the building, the fucking all the fucking famous Al Sharpton goes to, Alec Baldwin.
The American Express one.
There's one up. You can't get to it. You got to be a fucking,
Yeah, I know, like a DJ,
Yeah, you have
a
to be the-
famous DJ who.
the
goes
old
there.
white
But
guys in trading
what's the
places to
appeal?
be
I
up
mean,
there.
I saw in Atlanta Airport yesterday. It's packed, like that little smoking
that's the
lounge,
worst.
Glass
and it's just
room.
gross. Like there's like 100 people in there,
There's
just
a
gritting.
mother with her kid.
That's an addiction that you'd want to be that close to human beings.
Yeah, they were piled
You are
in there, and then
addicted.
people are waiting to get in.
Right.
Because it's like the most popular place in the airport. But I could see if you're jonesing for a cigarette and you're
When that
flying
first-
10 hours, you're going to
When
kill
that first
somebody.
started, like venues and arenas would have like the one in Rochester. What the hell they used to call it, the Tomb or something. And it was a glass room, and you could watch these fuckers in there, and then one big huge smoke cloud. I'm like, they're nuts.
I was coming over from Amsterdam and I was smoking in line to get on the plane. And I remember there was an ashtray right there when I was giving her my ticket, and I put out my cigarette.
Wow.
It was fucking great.
You smoke still?
No, I quit smoking. I smoke
Long time,
cigars.
right?
I haven't smoked in 3 years, over 3 years. Going up 4 years in August.
That was a hard one, man. That's one that scares me to go back to because fucking with flying now the way it is, like you can't smoke anywhere. Like I almost missed a fucking connection in Houston when I was touring with Dice because I had to go out and have a cigarette and go back through security. I'm like, what am I doing?
You had to though. You had to have that
Had to
cigarette.
have a cigarette.
Wow.
That was the worst decision you'd have to make when you fly. You'd smoke 2 before going in, go through security. If something happened to your plane, you're fucked. Because then you got to go, do I go out and do I smoke that cigarette? Because then your plane, they could fuck. I remember one time I almost missed the plane too because they fixed the problem and I was out fucking smoking a cigarette because I thought it was going to be an hour. It was like 20 minutes. Ran back in, just caught the plane.
You got to time it where you have enough smoke as many as you can and get through security and get on the plane, and it's just it's a disaster.
They don't even let you dip or anything on the plane. Like I saw a guy in first class the other day, like spitting and hiding, and the lady's like,
You can't dip.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
That's
know
kinda
because I
shitty.
think because of
fucking
the
gross.
because of all that shit that
There's
builds up, and then
turbulence,
you
and
gotta,
if that fucking falls off, I got to get his spit on my face.
But there was another guy who was sneaking one of those
Electric
vaporizers.
scissors,
and
yeah.
he's,
Those
like,
should be
doing it.
legal if there's no scent to them. The problem is some of them smell like I did something with Kurt Metzger, and he'll smoke them, but it's like it smells like fucking hickory vanilla. And it's weird.
Right.
It still has a smell, but not as bad.
Lavender.
But it smells like
Right.
something
Sandalwood.
burned.
Yeah.
like
Flavored.
Yeah, like burnt wires sometimes. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is fucking worse.
Give me the
to
burnt wires
Do they have
flavor.
the research out on those things? They can't be good for you. They're going to figure out that something is bad with that, right?
Yeah, the next 10 years, maybe 10, 20
obviously,
years.
it's safer than having a cigarette, but I don't know, man. Do they know all the chemicals that are in those things?
Those stores are everywhere. They're popping up
Oh,
everywhere.
fuck, they're
They got
huge.
100 flavors and
They are taking over the world.
They
those
should be
things.
unscented though, because then they'd have no argument. Like, why can't you? Smoke that on a plane.
Well, they allow on some of the Asian airlines. Like we were on a flight from Indonesia to Hong Kong, and everybody had those electronic ones that just give off a little puff.
Did you walk around Hong Kong?
No,
What?
Obama was there, and like it was everything was shut down. We had to wait hours on the runway, and so we did, when we got out, we were like we had like one of those 10-hour layovers, like where you land in the morning and then you don't fly out till night. So we were gonna, but we couldn't.
I would lose my mind if I went to Hong Kong and couldn't walk around. But see, I don't tour as much as you guys. I get out there every once in a while, so I guess it gets to a point where none of that matters, and you just want to go to your hotel and chill out.
Well, Japan, you have to go see. Like, if you go to the final Black Sabbath show, you have to go out and see everything you can. It's literally like Blade Runner, the movie. It's great.
fucking awesome.
It's insane. It's amazing. And you the craziest stuff. Like, you go into this place and they'll just be like people on these machines, people doing those dancing games, like running, and I mean, it's wild.
I would want David Lee Roth to take me out because he lives there pretty much full time, and I would want him to take me out somewhere.
Have you seen him lately?
I
At the
haven't.
cellar?
No, not in a while. Last time was when he was here.
He became friends of ours, and he loves to talk.
Yeah, he's very chatty.
Yeah, you don't get a word in
Very
edgewise
chatty.
with him,
But I
right?
love listening to the guy.
He's got some fascinating stories. I listened to a couple of his podcasts.
He's a trip.
Yeah, he's great. I
We
mean,
got to get him back on.
Did you ever see the US Festival? It's like 300,000 people where Van Halen played, and he dicks off the Clash. He's like, "There's real Jack Daniels in this bottle, not like the Clash. They got fucking iced tea."
Were they on the festival?
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's ballsy to go at the Clash, like a really credible punk band. You know?
I assumed years ago that most of the musicians put iced tea or something in those bottles. They can't do that night after night. You got
Not
a couple.
Dave.
You got a few that obviously are hardcore, but the rest of them, you're like, no, there's no way he's drinking like that every night.
Well, supposedly with Dave, he's the real deal. I mean, there's videos now that you could see him where he's coked out of his mind, like licking his teeth, like telling people he fucked their girlfriend in the front row, and I mean, he's one of the greatest ever.
He's awesome.
But that US festival, I can't believe you never saw it. It's like Judas Priest, Ozzy. It's like 300,000 people in California, maybe 83, 84.
Oh, wow.
But it's if you look it up, it's one of the best concerts, and you know, DLR, he's in
rare
full form.
I wonder if he still goes as hard as he used to.
No,
he looks pretty
no.
good physically. I mean, you know,
He looks like he's more straight edge these days.
Did he?
Maybe he has a little wine or something. I don't know.
When you had him on, was he talking about his radio experience? Because that didn't go so hot.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Yeah, because that's how we all got along.
Yeah.
Because we were making fun of him bad, and then I ran into his manager at I think an Allman Brothers show. He's like, oh man, you know, Dave has heard all the shit you guys have been saying. He's actually likes you guys. We like you.
No way.
And then we kind of exchanged a little info, and then, you know, fast forward, we got him on the show, and then we kind of just broke it all down. He was nuts for Infinity Broadcasting. He made him, what, is the palm trees and the sand true or not?
Yeah, it is. He wanted palm trees in the hall. He wanted sand on the floor of the studio.
Tapestries.
He wanted to broadcast from the roof.
Right.
Because he said he couldn't be confined because he was in Howard's studio, and Howard, not only was he completely indoors, but he had the windows blacked out. It was just like his world, and David Lee Roth wanted to be in the world, so he wanted to be up on the roof. Wanted the...
But what's wrong with that? If I'm a programmer, I would go, fuck yeah, go on the roof and broadcast.
Yeah.
I
Right?
guess they just weren't set up to broadcast the show from the roof.
Yeah, they weren't looking to do a sandy, beachy roof show. They wanted
But he wanted
professional
sand
broadcast.
in the studio at
In
all
the studio,
times, so he
yeah.
could walk around with no shoes and all that shit. He's awesome. We were in Howard's old studio, and we discovered this amazing window that Howard had blacked out. There's a good rumor why the window is blacked out.
Why?
He was worried about
assassination attempts.
He was worried about snipers, was what was told to us at the time. I don't know if it's true. I should say that here and now. But we discovered the window, said, fuck, man, let's get the window back. And then we got to see all that action. Girls naked every morning.
Nobody's going to assassinate you guys.
David
you guys
Lee
take
Roth,
yourself out every couple of years.
I know. We do it to ourselves.
David Lee Roth has a full album recorded and unreleased that John 5, who plays with Rob Zombie, and he said he was telling me stories like of David in the studio just bringing girls in there, and I mean just an animal. But he'll do that. Like he'll rent a whole studio and be like, "Hey, come jam," and they have all these songs. They have like 20 songs unreleased.
I wonder if they're good.
I mean, if they're anything like Yankee Rose, I mean that was a hit. Remember that?
I didn't mind Yankee Rose.
It was good.
Are you fucking around?
No, I liked
can't read
it.
your face.
No, I'm being serious.
I didn't mind it. I kind of liked a few of his solo songs.
Who was the guitar player on that?
Eddie Van Halen.
No.
Randy Rhoads.
Vaughn?
Steve Vai.
Jimi
Vai.
Hendrix.
Was it Vai?
Yeah.
Vai's great.
Remember the guitar solo? Remember?
Oh yeah.
Every song had one.
Vi, I used to think Vi was like an alien, and then I met his lead singer. I had him on my podcast, Devin Townsend, and he's not an alien; he's human. But his skills are
amazing.
Really, yeah.
There were a few. I liked "Damn Good" by David Lee Roth. It was a slow song. You know that one?
Yeah. And what was the big video?
California.
I'm just a gigolo.
Or those were the big videos, though.
Yeah.
They didn't get much bigger than those.
Nope.
But John 5, I mean, he's written music for everybody from Katie Lang to Zombie to Marilyn Manson. So you would think that the potential would be there for it to be good.
Right.
People are actually getting pneumonia from the moisture in their e-cig vapes. Let's go to Lucas. Lucas, go ahead.
Yeah, I read an article a couple
Hey,
weeks
Lucas,
ago.
are you still up there on the second floor? Sorry, I'm just Oh, Luca, you're right. God damn it. God damn the sight of me.
I kind of like that. You said Lucas, though.
I apologize. That was a total mistake, though. I apologize, Lucas. Go ahead.
What's hilarious is if I was just like 2 years younger, I would not get that reference at all. But,
You get an old reference.
Yeah, it was an old reference and an unfunny one to boot. Fucking
2 years.
We used to have an intern that came in with black eyes, and we named her Luca.
With black eyes?
Black eyes.
Black eyes.
Sorry. Bruises, right?
boy.
And then we had a joke about it, and we couldn't get the story out of her, so we just started calling her Luca. And then one day, she just never showed up. To this day, I don't know what happened to that intern. Yeah.
Leave the intro. Take the cannolis.
Fuck. Anyway, what do you got, Lucas?
Was Bobby just pining after some black eyed peas or something? Like, I don't know. Always talking about food.
There you go.
All right, then.
I'm glad you saved that up, stupid. Spit it out, Luca.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, I read this article that people who do those vape cigarettes are having more cases of pneumonia because they're putting so much moisture into their lungs and not getting it out again.
Well, there you go. I knew something was going on with it.
Yeah.
If you're in a very wet area, it's probably not good.
Like her puss?
Yeah. Or Seattle.
Yeah.
Yes. If you're standing in a vagina or in Seattle. Fucking.
But, you know, if you're in Texas or Arizona, vape away. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty
Vape
good.
away.
Sure.
All right, hold on. This happens every time. Hold on. You got to deal with Todd now in Iowa. Todd, you're on with Lucas.
Hey, this guy's full of shit. I own 4 e-cigarette stores in Iowa and Illinois. Nobody's got pneumonia. These things help you quit smoking. Yeah, that guy doesn't know shit.
You don't know shit, Lucas. Just came down
I mean-
from the mountaintop. All right,
Wow.
Todd. Thank you. Thank you, Lucas. All right, we got Jamey Jasta from Hatebreed in studio if you're just tuning in.
How was Halford when you had him on?
He was great.
He smells good, doesn't he? Rob Halford always smells good. He has rich man cologne.
Let me tell you, he's a class act, and he put us on a show at the Bridgeport Arena, opening for original Judas Priest and all original Anthrax, and it was like 2 blocks from where we grew up and where we used to rehearse, and they didn't have an opener on the tour, and so for him to put us on the show in our home area was.
It's awesome.
A huge dream come true. He's just amazing. And then he's one of those guys, too, where he stayed longer than he was supposed to because he's got a ton of press and radio to do at his dates. And he was like, no, we're good. And I think he probably went 50 minutes, 45, 50 minutes, which is for an artist like that. It's hard to get a lot of time. But he loves you guys. He spoke very highly of you guys.
We had him on once. He was great.
Yeah.
Halford?
Wait, Halford actually said he loved us?
Yeah, like sometimes I'm a big, I like podcasts, talk radio and stuff, and I'll try to, talk while I'm setting up about different things. And I would just so happen to be listening on YouTube to his appearance when he came on your show.
Right.
Years and years ago. And I mentioned it and he remembered it and spoke highly of you.
We loved his honesty because we finally got into all the stuff.
Yeah, no, that was one of the first things I said.
No problem talking about it.
He did a good thing for metal. I mean, by coming out and showing, because there's a lot of people that are in metal where it's very male-dominated scene that they shouldn't have to feel bad about, their sexual preference. There's a lot of these masculine bands that, it's all about getting pussy and all this stuff. And
most guys in that situation would be scared to come out because they think they would lose their audience. He didn't lose nobody.
No.
That's how good Rob Halford is.
And Halford's probably wondering how dumb is everyone that you didn't know already. Hell bent for leather. I watch old footage of from these festivals in 1984, and I'm like, what was the question?
Do you have a solo album? Or any of them? There's one song that's called Locked and Loaded, and I was listening to it the other day, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, it's like we we know. But yeah, it's like, what do you deny how great he is? You can't not listen to fucking old Judas Priest and then think it's fucking amazing. I don't care what he was doing after the shows.
Yeah, the point is, he wasn't going to lose his
You're doing the same thing.
I was
That's
just going
why.
to say that, yeah. But with a dress, for Christ's sake, I'm not gay.
He's the only person with that voice, too. He doesn't really do much of a warm-up. He was saying when I interviewed him, he's like, yeah, I do,
He just goes.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he's hitting the notes. He's not like one of these guys that has an off night where he's hitting clams,
And he can still hit those notes?
Yeah, I remember when he first came back to Judas Priest, we were on that tour on Ozfest, and we waited for during Victim of Changes, when it goes all mellow, and then he has to hit that high note. And I was up on the lawn because I was like, I got to watch this from the lawn and just be in the crowd and not be backstage. And everybody on the lawn was just waiting, and it got all silent. And when he hit the note, the place was like, yeah. I mean, and he wasn't,
nice.
He's probably 57, 58 at that time.
What's the biggest gig you've done? Not you.
Probably Woodstock, Poland. That was 400,000.
You were in front of 400,000
Yeah,
people.
when you see the photo, I have the photo somewhere, but
Try to find a picture of Woodstock, Poland. I didn't even know there was a Woodstock, Poland.
The guy who does, I think he bought the rights to it for Poland or bought the trademark for Poland. And the guy, he gives a lot of money to charity. He's a super cool guy. He has to be in the photo with you, though. That's the catch when you do the crowd photo. He has to be on stage with you. Maybe if you do Hatebreed Woodstock, Poland, it'll come up. But Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Is that you?
They can't. It's
Yeah.
radio, but we can.
That's
wow.
fucking nuts.
Oh my god.
You can't even see the back of the fucking crowd.
I've done them.
It was insane. And then we did a download one year. There was 100,000 at download in the UK, and I've had that promoter on my show to talk about festivals, and he did AC/DC. They had to have their own stage, and for that year on download, they had probably 200,000 for AC/DC.
Now, let me ask you this: you're in front of 400,000. I mean, do you get nervous ever at this point?
I was worried at that show because we were probably the heaviest band on that day.
Right.
And I just didn't want anybody to get hurt or anybody to get like raped or something, and then have it be in the headlines that it was during our set. And there was some scary shit going on while we were playing. Like there's this thing called the Wall of Death, which I used to do way back in the day, and then I was told, you know, like on Ozfest, this is not allowed. Of course, then they let the band Lamb of God do it, who played right before us. And I was like, what the fuck? Why would they let them do it? They don't let us do it. What is it? It's where you split the audience and they run at each other like Braveheart, like they're having a war.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I used to do it. It's from the sick of it all. The New York hardcore band actually, like, really, you know, they kind of invented it.
Right.
But Lamb of God made it really popular. I wasn't allowed to do it. And Lamb of God started to do it on Ozfest. And,
Well, did you ask first or no? They just said, hey, by the way, that thing you've been doing, don't do it.
Yeah, because we had done it a couple years prior to that, and we had did it in a club somewhere, and someone got hurt.
How hurt do you get by doing the Wall of Death? Well, I saw the look on your face, Bobby. That horrified you, right?
Yeah,
Pull up the video.
I don't
of
like
it.
crowds.
Pull up a video of it.
That's obvious.
I don't like.
If you search YouTube like Hatebreed Wall of Death or just Wall of Death, it's like now in Europe they'll tell you do not call for that, but the kids do it anyways.
Right.
So like at that Poland show, they were trying to do it, and I was going like, please, you know, don't. But
do that one, Sam.
That's fucking
first
crazy.
one. You got it.
Yeah. But so this is a French band. And so this, Hellfest is in France, which we've played.
So there's like, it's like the parting of the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And look, the audience is wild. They love it.
And then when do they
watch? He'll say, "All right, everybody, it's time to."
All right, and then get the fuck out of here.
White people are fucking idiots.
They're just stupid.
All
What's wrong
these
with
years,
us?
and I never heard of the Wall of Death.
Yeah.
Look it up on YouTube if you've never seen this. That's nuts.
What's the fun of that? Do people want to be close and touched so badly?
You know what? It's consensual violence. Like I think people always try to make sense of it, but it's just like you forget everything you're going through at home, at school, whatever, and you just go crazy and you lose your mind for one day, and that way you're not jumping through someone's window.
But is there protocol? Is there protocol though? Are people being like kind of cool? Like, all right, I'm going to hit you, but I'm not going to fucking knock you out or hit your face or any of that shit.
Yeah, there's a mutual respect.
Are there ever fights that break out?
Yes, but you know you got to just speak out against it. I mean, now like a band like Lamb of God, they don't call for that anymore. And you know, Randy, he was, you know, in the headlines because he was arrested in the Czech Republic. A fan had gotten killed at one of the shows. And they said he was, you know, implicated in it because it looks like he kind of pushes the kid off stage, but he didn't. He didn't touch the kid.
Right.
So you just have to be careful as an artist. You got to take responsibility, and that's why I don't even like calling for the circle pit or you know or whatever.
Call for a wall of fun. A wall of fun.
By the way, I wanted to bring this up. We're gonna make a Wall of Fun shirt. I want to do Jim's merch. Like I told him on my podcast, he should have like Good Natured with Jim Norton. Like all his fake shows that he makes up. You have so much good stuff that you don't even write down. I mean, if you don't want to do it,
It'd be great on a shirt.
And give it to Patrice's charity or whatever.
Or keep it.
Yeah.
How about Jimbo gets a few bucks in his back pocket?
Wouldn't you like that? Good-natured prank
Something,
with
right.
Jim Norton.
Oh yeah, I forgot the good-natured pranks. Just good-natured.
But there you go, Wall of Fun, and it's like Jim in the middle of the crowd with the.
Everybody comes and they just tell a joke as they run by. You know, something from good-natured. Nice shirt.
Also, I want to pay a listener. I want to pay for a listener to get do it for the Chippa tattoo. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Someone who gets that. In
they'll do
script.
that in a second. No
Fuck
problem.
yeah, do it for free.
Have Jimmy write that on your arm at a show and then tattoo it.
I told you a guy had Uncle Paul tattoo in Rochester. Were you there? The guy had.
I think I remember seeing an Uncle Paul.
An
Yes.
Uncle Paul tattoo, and it's me with the mustache. It's a really good work that he had on his arm or whatever. But it was odd to see your face on somebody else's arm.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I have a girl that just posted on my Facebook a portrait that she got of me on like her entire arm, and above it, it's somebody else. I don't know who, but it looks like.
That's the difference between music
Pagoda or something.
That's the difference between music and comedy. He gets a hot girl, and I get a fucking guy who puts my molester character.
Pull it up on my Facebook.
That is tit. Hey, did you guys ever get spit on? Like Anthrax said that they. What do they call that? When they over in England, the punk bands they would do something. It's called doing something to you.
And he said no. I asked him that earlier. You don't do that to you guys.
Oh, you did ask. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Off air?
No, on air when he first came in.
Oh, okay.
No, the only time we ever had
what the
that
fuck?
is a picture I posted of Jim.
What is that?
Just a hot picture of me.
Yeah,
doing
that's
some fucking.
awesome.
Can I see that?
I think if you go down, it's
Which
the girl
girl
with
is
the
that?
tattoo is on there. But no, the only time we ever had a tough time with
What the fuck is that? It's me
Jim
making
getting
love to
his- he's
someone.
getting his fuck on.
Getting my fucking
Who
prick
is
on.
that?
It's obviously a stripper bent all the way over, and Jimmy is. I think it's Chip behind her,
Giving it to her.
giving her to her. Wow.
But yeah, no, I think the toughest crowd that we ever had to play to was probably either we opened for Iggy Pop in France, and but they came around. Like maybe it's the first two songs they kind of gave us like a weird look, but everybody started rocking out. We try to win over everybody. I think no risk, no reward. Like if you're in a band, you should play any gig you can get, and you should try your best to win it over. I hate when bands come out and they're like mad that the crowd's not into them. You're there to entertain them.
Then try something different, right?
You know,
try the Wall of Death.
Yeah,
that was horrifying. I'm getting old.
Is it?
No, it's scary to anyone.
Nah, nobody likes the Wall of Death.
Nobody. It looked,
No.
thousands of kids seem to be enjoying the hell out of it, Bobby.
Nobody with the fucking brains.
Oh,
Who
you know
the
what?
fuck
Maybe
wants
it's
to
in
do
the
that?
comments or something.
What's
I
it
don't know.
called?
I don't like front row general seating. I get scared at that. I left a Van Halen
You really
concert.
don't like crowds.
I had front row. I had Eddie Van Halen 3 feet away from me, playing guitar with a cigarette in the fucking neck,
Right.
looking down at me, smiling, and I was so scared because I was getting pushed
Forward a little bit.
There was general admission, so
Right.
everybody was just pushing. I left because I got
Couldn't
scared.
take it.
I was going to get killed.
Brought back those stepfather memories. You know, facing one way, you feel pressure from the back. No? All right. Now, what is it called when they spit on you? They're not doing it out of being angry. They're doing it because they like you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's in Germany, right?
Well, a lot of those places, yeah, or Europe.
Yeah,
Happens to a lot of punk bands.
There's a famous story about Social Distortion. He wouldn't go out, right? Mike Ness was like, "Fuck that! I'm not going out. I'm not getting
And
spit
it
on."
smells like bad breath.
There was a place where they would do confetti too. Like you come out and they just throw a handful of confetti in your face the whole time while you're trying to play, but it would get in the fretboard and stuff. And
Ugh.
What's it called?
You know, maybe it's on the Hatebreed Facebook, but the girl's really cute actually too. But
it's Hatebreed on Facebook.
Yeah.
There's
a couple. Actually, there's a couple different girls that have crazy Hatebreed tattoos. But
fuck was that?
Bobby,
that
you
was
made the
you.
Hatebreed
For what?
Yeah,
Facebook
we
page.
posted that I was coming on with you.
When? Oh, today?
He's on today.
probably this
Right now.
morning.
He's on now.
He's on. He's in front of you, Bobby. Yeah.
I thought well, he's going to come on my show. You should come on my show.
I will, yeah, and I want to give you the song. Oh, I got to plug that song real quick if I could. It's jastahq.bandcamp.com. And this site, Bandcamp, it looks really cool. I'm sure you could probably put your comedy specials up there, the audio of the comedy specials, and sell it for $5, and you get the majority of the money.
Then rip off the artists. That's good to hear.
Yeah, no, I started looking at it, like I signed in the PayPal, and I saw like all the people buying the song. It's a pretty cool site.
What was that thing with Fedor I just saw? You doing some fan fest thing?
Oh, the Fan Fest. I was helping Bellator promote that because they got Tito on my podcast.
Oh, you already passed this in. I thought maybe you did something with those right there.
Yeah, no, I had
Is that
Tito.
a Gracie? Yeah. Fucking.
I tried
Gracie?
to get Hoist on the podcast, but I ended up getting Tito, which was great.
We had Fedor with his Russian pals. Holy fuck!
Did you had a translator?
Yeah.
Because I heard his English is really good.
We made sure
Yeah.
we
I
made
heard-
sure that she translated it properly because we didn't want to lose our teeth.
I know, right? He's scary.
He was intense, and his people were intense. All wearing, I think, Russian Olympic jackets or something.
Yeah.
Remember that, Jimmy?
Yep.
They were intense, man.
I found him to be comfortable to be around.
He was cool.
Very soft.
As soon as I found out he liked to draw Mickey Mouse and Woody Woodpecker, I was fine.
He does?
Yeah, he's an artist, and they brought up if you bring up Fedor's art,
we talked about it.
Yeah, they showed his artwork. He likes
His
to draw.
brother's scary too. You ever watch his brother's fights?
Yes, his brother's crazy.
His brother's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But it's so funny that how MMA has evolved so fast, so much that he's not even relevant in fucking MMA anymore.
There's a lot of guys that would really beat him up.
His brother or Fedor?
Fedor.
Yeah, but the Fedor was too old. I mean, he was too old when everything hit,
bit.
Bobby.
But also,
he was
like-
at the end of his run. That's the problem.
And you could be like 280, 300 or more when he was fighting guys that were huge.
He was fighting big guys, but I think guys are well-rounded now.
Also, he was fighting guys that were juiced out of their minds.
Remember when he fought the Korean, 7-foot Korean?
Hong Man Choi.
Yeah, and
Was that-
he fell on top of him.
And armbarred him.
And he
or ankle.
still armbarred him.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
But those guys were not the level of fighters that fucking Cain Velasquez is.
No, they weren't. They were good in one form of the art. Now they're just so good all around.
He would have done better too if he was just younger.
Yeah,
When the UFC really started taking off.
But the power, I mean, his build never really like show. You know, he wasn't really a super muscular guy, but he's so jacked, like and powerful.
He would fuck you up.
Oh my god! Even like little punches, like when he knocked Arlovsky out, it doesn't even look like that. Like hard of a punch, but it goes right down.
Arlovsky was like coming into it, and he punched him at the same time. It was crazy.
Bellator has a crazy fight coming up in June. Kimbo versus
Shamrock.
Yeah.
Wow. That's going to end quick.
If it happens, do you think it'll happen?
I think, it's going to happen, and I think Kimbo will beat him.
I just
Knock him out.
I love Shamrock's attitude. Like people are like downing him because he's 51 and he's going to fight. He's like, look, I don't want to go fishing. I don't want to go to the beach. I like to fight. There you go. Like you can't knock him for that.
Beautiful.
It's when you watch Ken's earlier fights, how shredded he was compared to everybody else. He was fucking great. Pancrase. He was fighting Boss Rutan and all those motherfuckers. Boss was a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. That's a crazy lineup right there. Tito,
where is it?
Hoist.
Yeah, that was last
Fedor
month,
and Ken.
right? Yeah, it was last month up in Connecticut. They do great fights at the Mohegan Sun, and they're coming back. I think Bellator's got a lot of stuff lined up. Their fights are fun to go to.
Nice. Well, Jamie, this was a pleasure, man. You got to come back and see us.
Thank you so
we broke
much.
the ice, as they say.
I appreciate you guys
Come back
having me
and
on. It
hang
means
some
a lot
more.
to me.
Hatebreed on Facebook, Jamey Jasta on Twitter. Any gigs you need to promote?
Yeah, we're going on this arena tour with Slipknot, which is a big break for us. I mean,
with Max Weinberg's kid.
Yes, yeah. Every couple of years, the last arena tour we did was with a band called Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah, they're huge. So every couple of years, an underground band like us will get a break like this. And Slipknot, they took us out back in the day before they blew up, and then they took us on Ozfest and Tattoo the Earth. And so it's great to do another arena tour. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's great.
Yeah, I love Five Finger Death Punch. That must have been a cool tour.
That you want to talk about a band that brings a lot of women.
Really?
Yeah, serious amount of women go to their shows.
Mine too.
Yeah. You sound like Chip when you said
I did that. There was a chip.
Oh,
For
good.
you.
Good impression.
Yeah, and anybody that wants
Fucking
to get
thief.
the Do It For the Chippa tattoo, hit me up on Twitter.
Oh, they'll line up.
CHIPPAH. Chippa.
And if you want a good-natured pranks with Jim Norton T-shirt,
Yeah, we'll work on that. We should do that.
made.
Yeah, we should do that. Good natured.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Bobby, thanks. Bobby's going to be, where's your sheet there again? Syracuse, I know that. Albany, sorry. Albany. Friday and Saturday at the Comedy Works.
Comedy Works Friday and Saturday. Check out YKWD right here on this network.
You got the great podcast, Bob Kelly.
And buy my
doing it.
special. Pre-order it fucking today.
RobertKellyLive.com for Live at the Village Underground. A great special. And if you pre-order, you're going to get all that extra shit. And it comes out April 10th.
Right.
All right.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I have next week. I'll be in Denver for the first time in years. April 2nd, 3rd, 4th at the Comedy Works, and Rochester, April 30th through May 2nd. Borgata, July 11 and 10, and Warren, Michigan, September 26th at the Andiamo Celebrity.
I have
a bunch of shit going.
I heard
on.
a ugh in there.
No, I look because I said July 11 and 10. Why would I do it backwards?
I want to make sure people know you weren't in the gig itself. Just the way
not at
you
all.
were promoting it.
Borgata's one of my favorite gigs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I wanted to bring it up, make sure people knew. Let's do another Hatebreed song to get out of here, Jamie. What do you want to play?
Let's do another
What was
one.
the one from that Jennifer Aniston movie?
Let's do another one off the last album, if we could. There's a song called Dead Man Breathing. I don't know if you have that.
I'm sure.
Iraq, please.
Uh-oh, Iraq's saying no?
No?
Iraq?
Iraq, please.
Was he listening? Iraq?
Then you can just do an old one, destroy everything, or I will be heard. Those are the popular. Those are the ones that people yell at me at the grocery store. So, or everyone bleeds now is another really.
You pick it. Pick the one you
destroy
want.
Everything's good.
Destroy everything. Let's just do that from Hatebreed.
You have that, Iraq? Iraq has it.
Thank you, Jamey.
Thank you, Iraq. Thank you guys. No, I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
No, we appreciate
And
it.
Jamey Jasta's podcast. Did you promote that?
Oh yeah, the Jasta Show. It's on SoundCloud/Jamey Jasta, or just
Really
go on
good.
my Twitter.
Beautiful. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bald head. Andy's just insanely gorgeous. He doesn't need to do that.
Whoa, slow down, Bobby.
I'm sorry. Did
Bobby,
that come out? Did
whoa.
that, whoa.
Hey,
Sorry.
Bobby.
I'm sorry.
You can acknowledge another man's
I didn't
good
say-
looking, but
I meant
think you go a little too
intelligence.
far with that.
I meant insanely intelligent.
Oh my God. You can acknowledge like Brad Pitt's a good looking guy, but you can't
He's
say wow.
gorgeous.
No, you
I mean,
can't.
wait a second.
You can't say it that way.
I'm sorry.
That's a way of saying it.
Oh my God. I messed up.
You
I
have to
apologize.
begrudgingly say, yes,
he's-
Brad Pitt's a good looking guy. We all know
you're
it.
right.
Fuck.
Yeah, Brad Pitt he's just so
Try it again.
sexy.
No,
oh
no,
God.
no,
I want to suck on his shoulders. I'm sorry. Is that not it? No, I'm messing up.
Try one more time.
All right.
Just casual.
All right, casual. You know, I
Brad
mean,
Pitt.
sometimes I see Brad Pitt and I want to, just lick down his abs. Just 1, 2, 3, 3 sets of abs.
Oh, I gotta take this. I gotta take this call. I got it. Doug in Jersey. Go ahead, Doug. Make it quick.
Hey guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, pull up a picture of Art Garfunkel now.
Yeah.
That's what Sam's going to look like when he grows up.
Yeah, Sam, you're going to have a decision to make in the next few years. You're not going to want to look like that.
Oh, wow.
He's still pulling it off.
Yeah, even that is not that bad.
When your hair gets just too dry for shampoo and conditioner.
I hope Sam looks like that when he's 35.
Right.
Just old with liver spots and a fucking...
What age does your hair just lose all its moisture and just starts looking like cotton candy like that?
I think it's around like
60?
I think it's 50, 60.
50, you start losing the moisture?
Yeah, you start.
Fuck me.
Your pubes start dying. They'll kind of see through.
See through pubes?
Yeah, your pubes just dead. They just just see
Oh my God.
You ever see like a. I remember my uncle brought me in to this.
Oh, no. Oh, geez.
It's never a good
this
story.
closet. Yeah, he works at the doctor's office where they teach doctors, and they have all the dead people in like a room with their heads lopped off. It's just dead bodies with no heads, so they can.
What do they do with the heads?
They I don't
Soccer.
know. The third world countries.
But does someone else get the heads?
I guess. I don't know.
Wow. Someone call in if you know anything about this, but go ahead.
And they had all these, they have the pubes, and they're just disgusting. Just
matted.
Yeah, they're just fucking frizzy and gray, and there's not even like any dark part at the root anymore. Just
Sounds like a great neighborhood.
Your uncle would work on bodies like this?
No. He was a cop at the place.
Oh.
Yeah, they had like a bucket full of hoofs, dolphins' heads, all that stuff. They have all dead animals, dead human beings, just to dissect them.
You ever read about the, I forgot what it's called, the dead farm or something like that? They do take bodies and they throw them around in the woods and stuff, and so they could study bodies and how they decay.
How they rot in the trunk of a car, yeah.
And then it helps them solve crimes. But whose family is donating their loved one to be thrown in a fucking forest somewhere? And like Jimmy said, they'll put them in like trunks to see how long, what happens if there's a dead body in a trunk, and some that are half buried, and they'll hang some of them and bury them in leaves, and then they study the bugs and stuff that are hatching on them, and then they can figure out how long these bodies have been dead.
What a shitty job.
And it helps them solve crimes.
You must feel like a great detective every day, though, when you're like, you got to go out and do some research. I found one! It's like, we put him there 2 weeks ago.
Do you think they solve the crime
Every
day?
time they find him under the leaves.
This guy knows where the heads go. Look at Bobby giving us material right away. Nick in Detroit, go ahead.
Hey, Opie. Good
Hey.
morning, boys.
Good morning.
Hey, typically what they do is they, for medical school and stuff, they'll take the heads and send them off for brain research. So the medical students will just end up screwing up when it comes to dissecting the heads. It's too fine a work for them to do.
That's weird.
Yeah. Wow.
So they'll leave the bodies for the students to screw up, but then they'll send the heads off for research.
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I'm a terrible one.
Okay. Well,
why are you a terrible doctor?
Vinny Boom Bots.
Just a bad joke. It worked terribly well, I think.
You're terrible at comedy.
Yeah, you're terrible at calling radio shows.
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, you're great. Thanks, Nick. Positive. Let's stay positive today.
This is being helpful.
Yeah,
Thank you,
positive
Nick.
day. Let's do positive
We
day.
tried last time, and you fucked it all up.
Come on. It's going to be a good day today.
We got a plane crash, by the way, another one. It's just breaking from in southern France, right?
Yeah.
In the Alps?
German Wings, I never heard of the airline in my life.
Search and rescue teams heading to site a plane crash in southern France.
I don't particularly like Airbuses. Travis, before the show, Travis was saying that there's been a few Boeing crashes last year and only one Airbus. So for some reason, I always feel like it's an Airbus, but maybe it's just my perception, but I don't like them. I don't feel comfortable on them. They bother me.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I know they're all computerized now, but there's these little glitches that just seem to have a problem on Airbuses. And again, someone who knows aviation may go, "You're fucking totally wrong," but they annoy me. I think they're the ones that didn't have the speedometers, the outside speedometers that were freezing up over the ocean when certain conditions hit.
I'm sure they figured that out by now. No, they realized that was an issue.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. So where was this plane going? To France, obviously. From Germany?
Dusseldorf to Madrid or somewhere?
Barcelona, I think.
Barcelona.
Or Barcelona. I think it started in Barcelona. I don't know. But it's not looking good.
320 is a pretty big aircraft. We see how big that is?
142 passengers on board. And it is down.
Shockingly massive.
Really?
It's massive. Yeah, she got scared. I got scared.
Hotel security was scared.
I got out of the tub. I just left the tub. I was like, I'll be right back. I went and sat and watched TV while they were in the tub.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was nuts.
Did you watch him Banger?
I had to. Yeah. Well, there was a fooling around part, but then there was a part where I was like, yeah, I'm just going to tap out and, I'm just going to be over here.
Yeah. Take your little toys and go sit over the corner.
You threw in the towel, huh?
Yeah.
You just knew you couldn't compete with
I
that?
remember she was like, I can't have sex because I'm on my period. And he was like, that's cool, money. And he tugged it out like a light switch. He went took 3 tugs and flipped it on the wall. And I was like, it's my room. I was so mad because it was my room.
He didn't care?
Rum. It's my rum.
No, he didn't care. Sherrod doesn't care about anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. It was fun. Then we gave her to a bachelor party next door.
Gave her?
Yeah,
Wow,
kind of
that's pretty
gave her at that point.
What, she just wanted more?
Yeah. She went over there. I haven't seen.
You said she had a big pussy. I never forgot that story.
It was. It looked. Well, I don't know if it was because of him or because that's the way it was, but it looked like somebody turned it inside out.
Or maybe he ruined
Jesus.
it. I never forgot that. It's years ago. I've thought of that fucking flight attendant. Most times I'm on a flight, I'll wonder if is that the girl with the big pussy that Bobby and Sherrod banged.
Her pussy looked like a monkfish mouth.
Jesus.
You ever see one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she? Was she hot?
Yeah, she was cute, man. She had a little pug nose. You know what I mean? She had a little Christy McNichol look.
So did you bail because you couldn't compete with him as far as dick sizes go? Because the ladies will tell you it doesn't matter.
It mattered. Oh, it mattered.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
I remember there was one point he got done, and then he was doing something, and she was sitting there, and she went, "Hey," and like remember that Coke commercial where the football player tossed him
Mean
his
Joe
jersey?
Green.
His football.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like, "Hey kid, come here," and I walked over, and she was like, "Go ahead." So I put it in a couple times, and it was
Yeah.
You know me with that stuff too.
It was a fucking. It was a foxhole, basically. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Junior and Kevin Dillon were in there.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was bad. But
you know what I got to do when I get on a plane? I almost forgot. Speaking of the OCD, before I forget, I have to do this. I have to knock 2 or 3 times on the actual fuselage as I'm walking in, and that's my only thing. And then I got Kenny doing it now. He has to do it.
He has to knock.
Yeah, I'm so happy I passed that along.
yeah, I never understood that stuff, but now I get it. There's something about when I say the part when I get to "Thy will be done, not mine." That it just says it. Okay, I'm done Whatever
Right.
you want, I'm good. And if I start to smile, like I'm all right.
They're saying the next thing we're going to have to start worrying about is people taking these planes down from on the ground.
What are you talking about?
That's like they're starting to worry about that
If they ever
shit.
hack into it, I don't know if there's a way to do that yet, but eventually,
Right.
if they ever learn how to hack into computerized,
That's something they're like, this is something we're going to have to really start worrying about and thinking about.
Yeah.
As technology, continues to advance.
Make the plane do somersaults.
Oh, Chip. Oh.
So.
Oh, the worst.
The Airbus has a fly-by-wire system, whatever that means. What does that mean? Is that why you're worried?
No.
Let me say hi to Ron in D.C. Ron.
What's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hey, yeah, fly-by-wire, meaning in an Airbus cockpit from a pilot's perspective, when you move the stick to turn left, the computer decides whether or not that is a safe operation. And if it says no, it won't let you do it. With a Boeing, you're pointing at a mountain or, whatever, and you turn the wheel left, it says, okay, let's go.
Which is better though? Like, what if the computer has a glitch, and it's something you legitimately need to do as a pilot, and it won't let you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're in a Boeing and you just got to do it, or any other aircraft for that matter, you turn the wheel, and even if it thinks that you're going to overstress the aircraft and break it,
yeah,
it'll let you do it. And I tell you what, if I'm pointed at a mountain and I need to turn left, I don't want some computer saying, no, I don't think so.
I don't think it would though, and that's something that extreme, would it?
It does. It doesn't think about what's in front of you. It just says if you turn left, if you turn it too far left and pull up, it says, that could break the plane, I think. So it just cancels out. It just lets you, it'll only do so much.
Are you a pilot?
Yeah.
Is there no way to override that?
No.
Oh, wow.
So,
the safety built into the aircraft to protect the airframe.
As a pilot, what do you guys do at this point? I mean, how close are we to these planes pretty much flying themselves from start to finish?
It's pretty much flying themselves. I mean, it depends on what airline you fly for.
Right.
Some airlines let you take over very much at all. Some airlines let you take over whenever you want. But as soon as you take off, you're pressing buttons almost all the way to your final destination.
Wow.
That's
turning knobs, pressing buttons, and talking on the radio and drinking some coffee.
And then what? You guys got to land the thing still, pretty much.
Well, there's a couple of different things out there that'll make the aircraft almost land itself. Almost.
Yeah, I wonder if we ever get to that point.
I'm sorry.
We losing you?
Are you there?
Because the Google car, man, they're getting close.
It's driving across country right now.
Yeah, but they're cheating. They got a guy in the driver's seat.
Do they really?
Yeah.
He's driving?
Well, no. But he's
What's
just
he
there.
doing?
Just because I think. There you go. Alt J, left hand free. Got that request off the Twitter. As soon as I woke up this morning around, 5:15, 5:20, turned the Twitter on, and there's the request song for today by Jinxie somebody, I think. Let's give Jinxie a Twitter plug there, Sammy.
Okay.
It is, Jinxie Reloaded. Thanks for the song request today to start us off. We got lots going on, but I got to start with this. I just found out that Sam, that son of a bitch, I don't know why just seeing your face makes me so mad.
Because now you know I'm the fucking man.
Maybe I see youth in the rear view mirror or something, you fuck.
Wow, so do I.
Look at this face. It's coming your way eventually.
Yeah.
No one escapes this face.
You don't think so?
Nope. I found out that Sam made it into the secret room.
Yes, I did. Twice.
What do you mean twice?
I mean 2 times.
I was talking to Mars. I said, Mars, they're going to finally redo the studio. There's a start date for late April, supposedly. I'll believe it when I see a hammer to this place. It's not, right, Jimmy?
No,
it's not.
Of course not.
They're swearing this time.
I don't care how they say it.
Jimmy goes, no. But they said to me, they're like, no, this time we mean it.
Yeah.
The other times we sort of meant it, but this time we really mean it.
You know how the abusive husband hits his wife, and every time he doesn't, he does it. The next morning he's like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
He does mean that he's sorry, and in that moment he really means I'll never hit you again.
Yeah.
But we all know he's going to hit her again.
Right.
So it's not going to change.
It's not going to change?
No.
Mars? But Mars says he believes this
Mars
one.
is a naive, sweet man.
How many other times did you believe it? Because when we decided to stay here for a little bit, they told us they were going to get to the studio immediately around Christmas time, and then it was January, and then it was February, then it was mid-February, then they started like, well, no, it's March. Well, actually, it's the middle of March. No, it's going to be April 1st. Now we're up to, I think, April 30th as a start date. But you're saying you believe it this time.
This time I believe it.
Why?
Because there's actual equipment being configured for use.
I saw the equipment in the secret room, and that's where I turned to this son of a bitch over here. Why are you allowed to go into the secret room?
Because
Jim Norton hasn't even been in the secret room yet.
Oh, I've seen the equipment and I've seen the room.
Did you see the stuff under the tarp?
Yep.
They lifted it up?
They didn't even have the tarp on there anymore because they knew I was coming in, and I'm not going to wait around for tarps.
They knew you were coming, so they moved whatever was under the tarp, which I can't say, and they moved it somewhere else so you wouldn't see it. No, you didn't see it.
I saw it.
No, because they keep a tarp on it at all times.
Not when they're working on it.
And I'm hearing E-Rock got to go to the secret room too?
Yep, they squeezed him in.
E-Rock?
Metaphorically.
Already shaking his head. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I get it. Another fat joke.
No, I
don't go for those. They're cheap and they're easy. Am I right or wrong, Rock?
Well, not at 7:06. Maybe at 7:10.
Okay, fair enough.
That was a little early for the fat joke.
A little early.
But at least we got it out of the way.
Rude.
Went into the secret room and got to see the new layouts for what they're going to do for this room and the equipment.
Why were you invited?
I'm running half of it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Explain the delays. So what exactly are they doing that's going to be different?
It's all state-of-the-art
All
equipment.
new
I don't
digital
know.
stuff. Everything involves computers. And
A lot less buttons. It just looks modern.
Okay.
Let me tell you this.
And it's more stuff where then the engineers will never get fired because...
Absolutely, yes.
You guys can't get fired because the people that fire you, they don't know how this stuff works. You guys are brilliant. I don't know when you figured that out, but...
You know, one thing, though, I noticed, I probably shouldn't be saying this on air, but...
That's the stuff you should be saying.
Yes. He's about the bathroom. Go ahead. I fucked up. I caught myself.
Your main concern was the size of that board?
Yes.
The new board?
It's as big, right? Of course it is. I figured as much.
Is it? Why?
I just told him, look, I got this giant board in front of me, and in all honesty, I turn on a couple mics. Sometimes I hit something in the CD player, and I take phone calls. That's it. There's probably 200 to 300 buttons on here to do that. Like most of this is useless to me.
You'll have less buttons, but it's the dimensions the same size.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Don.
So less room.
Thanks a lot, Don.
Do they make them smaller?
Huh?
Do they make them smaller?
I don't know. I was told that they could get rid of a lot of this space in front of me. I don't need this shit.
I think it's not as long because there are less buttons.
There are less buttons.
But the width is the same.
Okay. All right.
So it's like the space in front of you is exactly the same. It's just the space on your sides. You might have a little more.
But state of the art, will the listeners know any difference, or will we notice any audio difference, or is it just it will look different?
It's not going to break every 6 months.
Okay.
That'll be helpful.
How about cameras?
Supposedly they're doing cameras and supposedly this horrendous countertop. It's a lot of stuff that we give a fuck about. I mean, it'll sound exactly the same to the listeners. Exactly the same.
It's all the cameras when you look at like every show I do, like I did my Calta show. Amazing studio. This camera's just hooked up all the time. They're just shooting each one on you, one on you. That's just everyone has them now.
Makes it easier to throw some videos up on the YouTube pages and the Facebook pages. We just got to luck out. I mean, we have a camera every once in a while and go, I guess we'll tape this right now.
You see how
and then you
Sway
got
does
to
it?
hope it's something good.
You ever see Sway's interviews? It's a little awkward because he sits next to the guy, but he has a well-produced thing he puts out.
Right.
And I saw his interview with Kevin because I wanted to see how he addressed something that we didn't talk about. And Kevin said, I got a guy with 3 laptops with me. I mean, he's got that kind of money.
Right.
But like that's how you get things done. You got a guy with a camera and you get a guy ready to upload video, and when you want it, it's out there.
Right.
We don't need 3 laptops, just one.
And also they have it hooked up to Skype too.
Well, who?
I think Cowhead Studio, where you can Skype right in. Yeah, if you're not in studio.
Oh, nice. Somewhere they're search and rescue right now.
That sucks. I'm developing a
fear of flying
because I fly so much now that I've developed like things I have to do when we fly.
Oh no, like what? What's your? I'll tell you, I have one OCD thing. What's yours?
I have to say the Lord's Prayer on takeoff.
You're kidding.
On takeoff. Yeah, as soon as he hits the engine, I have to close my eyes and say the Lord's Prayer. Like I have to kind of just say, if we die, I'm okay. and it just makes me feel all right.
Wow.
Because I was developing a huge on takeoff and landing is when usually planes
all that shit goes wrong,
goes down, and I was developing a real, and especially when that plane landed in the Hudson, that fucked me up. That really
everyone
fucked me up.
survived.
I know, but it still fucked me up.
Good old Sully. Barely any injuries. I think a sprained ankle. That was it.
Yeah, I know, but I saw it. I saw it on TV. I was like renting. I was at the car rental place, and it was on the TV behind me, and I was just like, oh shit! And I have to fly so much. I just get scared when I take off, and when we land too. I have
Do you worry about the birds?
I worry about
a lot of birds in our area.
I worry about everything.
Getting sucked up in
because these planes are so fucking old. I don't get it.
We give the old ones to other countries. That's why the most plane crashes are in other countries. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We sell off our fleet to other countries, and they're like, these planes are good for another 10 years, and then we try to get new planes in the system.
Yeah, but some of them are old. Some of them.
But you are right. Every once in a while, you get on a plane where you see the old ashtray or something.
An ashtray, or when you're getting on the plane, you see like worn out rivets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't like that.
I just assume the stuff that really matters, though, they take care of. Like they don't give a fuck the ashtray's still there because they're making sure the engine is bolted in properly still.
They're just getting more use out of the old seats. Like a lot of times you'll see a bathroom with an ashtray. Like, how old is this plane?
Right.
But a lot of times they just took that from another plane and put it in. Your plane could have a much newer engine.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't like when sitting by the wings either. When you see that thing open, when the wing opens and little gadgets are spinning, and it's just like, oh, something could just happen. I'm just waiting for some type of oil start spitting out of the wing. I get fucking nervous.
Do you watch the flight attendants?
For what?
If there's a bump, you look right at the flight attendant. If they're still reading their dumb, magazine, you're okay.
I don't think they're going to do anything. If the plane's going down, they're going to be just as scared as me.
But that's what I'm saying. They know all the bumps and shit, so they know the ones that they have to worry about and go, oh, fuck, that's not good. And so you always look at them. If they don't pop their head out of their magazines, you're good. I'm telling you. Someone taught me this years ago, and it works beautifully.
Or they're just so sick of their shitty job that
they don't give a fuck either way?
Please go down. They're praying, oh, this is great. Finally. Been waiting for this JetBlue shit flight to go down.
Where you at with female pilots?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's
they're not knocking back pitchers of beer in the airport bar before their flight.
I hope they are.
You want them all hammered up?
How great would it be to bang a pilot?
Probably not, because most of them are ex-Air Force. They're not known for being the hottest. You know what I mean? The female pilots. No one ever went like, ooh, look at that hot female pilot. You know, saw a movie about those girls.
She's so repressed. That's like a lawyer chick. They're so repressed that they're just dirty. You know, they just want to...
And they can't help themselves. They got to get out of the cockpit in the air to go find some dick.
Back at some Holiday Inn bar waiting for a fucking fat slob like me to come up and have confidence. Hey, so you fly plane? Yeah, well, Go back up to her room. Fucking get down there, fat boy.
Try to eat her ass. It's awful because she just flew in from Honolulu.
Why does everyone think those flight attendants, when you see them walking through a hotel in a group, are easy pickings? Everyone feels like they could bang a flight attendant.
They seem impossible to me.
That's what I think.
Never easy. To me, I'd literally have a better shot of fucking the pilot than one of the flight attendants. I've never thought that.
They walk through hotels like they're robots. They don't see anybody or nothing. But it's a lot of people.
I bet
you've been lucky with flight attendants.
No. I had one. A long time ago. Let me date this.
Let me date this.
I know an airline she was
Let me
from.
stamp this.
She was from Continental.
Let me timestamp this. Continental.
Want to put a year on this?
Yeah, way before me and my wife.
Eastern Airlines. The original Pan Am.
Way before cell phones. Is that good enough, or you got to go further back?
Yeah, no, flip flow.
Okay, before cell phones.
We'll do cell one. I had cell one.
Before cell
Before
one.
smartphones.
Yeah, me and Sherrod.
Sherrod?
Oh, yeah. Me and that big boy.
What happened?
Oh, a lot of awful things.
No, but I mean, you picked up a flight attendant?
Yeah, we were at the Hard Rock, and she was in the pool, and I just started talking to her. And then she was...
Why do you have to get Sherrod involved? It sounds like you're doing well.
Well, because we went over to Sherrod, and I think he borrowed shorts from a small Jewish boy, because half his stick was coming out of the side. And he don't care about anything. He's just stoned, and he's got this Louisville Slugger sticking out of his shorts. And she grabbed it.
She grabbed it.
Well, she came over. "Well, what's this?" I almost did it too. I was like, "What's that?" You got a Babe Ruth sticking out of your shorts, and then we went upstairs and whatever, and I was fooling around, and then we went into the tub, me and her, naked.
You guys all went into the same hotel
Well, I
room?
had a jacuzzi. We had a big suite, so I had a
okay.
jacuzzi, and then he was like, "I'll be back," and he went and got a little high. He comes back in naked with a joint, and it was shocking. It was just. It was shot. I remember looking at him. I go, "Dude, I'm not gay, but I'm going to stare at your dick for like 20 seconds." I've never seen
Everyone
a penis
says it's
that big.
a giant. It's a giant.
It's massive.
How did he handle that situation, Kevin Hart? Can we talk about it?
Oh yeah, no, it was just the Mike Epps thing, which we didn't talk about.
Yeah, we never got to because we were having such a good time.
Yeah.
Just hanging with Kevin Hart.
I literally forgot while he was here.
And I guess he has some kind of Mike Epps has a beef with Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah,
or used to, or
he's bashed him a few times or said stuff about him. So and Kevin just kind of addressed it the way I thought he would, which is like, look, why is he thinking about me?
Right.
He addressed it smart, but I was just kind of curious as to how he would handle it.
Yeah.
But I wound up watching the whole interview. Fucking Sway does good interviews.
Yeah, he's very good.
He is. It annoyed me.
He's very talented.
I was hoping he'd be really fucking sloppy and clumsy.
No,
but he was very good at it.
Sway is smooth as they come. So, and now we have a secret. This can't be good.
Somebody's gonna be real pissed about that one.
Why?
Because Dennis Falcone is not gonna be happy.
This is a secret room bit.
Adrian did a bit about the secret room, but it centers around some stuff that Dennis Falcone is going to be super fucking pissed about.
Really?
Yeah, like it's the stuff he does not want on the air.
Well, why?
He's going to be super pissed.
He's got to own it. So the secret room is a place that I guess everyone gets to go to, so it's not a secret anymore.
No.
It's a tiny little room with no windows. It's like a closet that they turn into this secret room where they work on upcoming technology for Sirius XM.
Don't say too much about it.
Hey, Bobby!
Bobby!
In the hand.
Hi, Bob.
What's going on, Bobby?
Am I sitting in the seat?
Yeah.
Yes, that's our seat.
Drop the mic.
Museum seat.
The one the app. What's going on with the app? I can't deal with people yelling at me.
They're happy about it.
I love the app. The new Sirius app?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's what I thought, but people are bitching.
People just
I can't
haven't
hear.
taken time to do
What do you mean
it.
you can't
I
hear?
got it. Back off.
You got the Sirius XM app?
I love it.
You updated it?
I love it. Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, these don't work. Yeah, awesome. I think it's awesome. You guys can read the tweets.
Right.
It's got.
So why
you know what's the best part is you can go back to
segments.
the segment.
Right.
So you because there's certain points you want to re-listen to. Yeah.
It's got bugs.
Well, obviously they're gonna go back and listen to this bit because it's the secret room bit we're in the middle of doing.
Yeah, this is what we
gonna
call
be
a classic.
That's
instant.
right. This is going to be an instant classic.
Yes.
People are bitching about the app on Twitter. So what's the real deal?
It's got bugs. But I mean, people don't know how to use it yet because it's new, but it's also got a few bugs because it's a new app.
Do they have to update shit on their own phones or something? I don't know.
They did an automatic update over the
All right,
weekend.
because I'll get someone going, oh my God, the updated app is amazing. The next tweet, it's garbage. I got to cancel my service. So which one is it?
Yeah, but don't you get that anyways?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're amazing. You suck dicks.
I get that with my life, my face, my career.
I get that with my own kids.
Yeah.
I never get the "you're amazing" part. It just goes right to "you suck dicks." You suck dicks.
So I said I would acknowledge the app on the show. What do we do?
Nothing.
So are they working on the bugs?
Yeah, they'll update it again. But I mean, the app now is much better than it was before.
So in general, people are really liking the new app.
Generally speaking, yeah. You just gotta.
I don't. Can I just stop?
Because I think it's about 75% like it, 25% hate it about on my Twitter.
I don't like Sam's new Harrison Ford attitude.
What do you mean?
I don't know. He's got the wrinkled brow. He's kind of serious. He's talking to you. Loosen up, girly.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't like you.
You don't like the new man thing he's trying on?
I don't like this
I don't like it
alpha
either.
male thing. Yeah, I don't
Ever since
like
he got
it.
married, he's thought he's a man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And we're flirting.
That's why I call him a son of a bitch every morning. As soon as I look at him, I just go, "You son of a bitch," and I don't even know why. I think it's because I'm looking at my youth. I used to be full of, piss and fucking whatever
Just
the
piss.
fuck. Piss.
Shit. Piss and cum.
I told him, look at this face because it's coming your way eventually. No one escapes the old face.
That's a shitty thing to say, Opie.
No, I don't know why. He angers me so.
I thought he'd be bald by now. I thought it would have that Larry from the Three Stooges look. You know what I mean?
Oh, please.
And he doesn't.
You just happen to have a big forehead.
You have a massive forehead with horns coming in someday.
Right. That's true.
You got to pray that you keep all your hair because they don't have it figured out for your hairstyle.
No, if it's
they just don't.
No, they don't.
They
Mark
don't,
David Chapman
man.
had the right idea.
I mean, you could have a little like wave to your hair, and they got that figured out, but they don't know how to have plugs for that
Yeah,
shit.
you're gonna have to shave it and Jamie Foxx it. Have him painted in every morning.
Tattoo it in, right?
Does he have a little work? Do you think a little touch up done?
Come on, you first of all, you can't be in your 50s or whatever the hell he is and have that perfect of a line
Like
across
Joey
your head.
Lawrence?
I don't like the perfect line across the forehead that some of the black guys do.
It's not
It's
real.
their thing, but I don't get it.
It's not real.
Yeah,
It's got to be like one of those Travolta things.
True.
His hair's real.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, no, yeah. This is the best. What's his name again?
Joey Lawrence.
Yeah, Joey Lawrence did the tattoo thing.
Yeah, it's got a...
He has no hair, but he tattoos it in.
Are you
A
kidding
lot of
me?
that is a tattoo.
Yeah,
No.
the whole base there is I know a guy who got the exact same thing done.
Let me see it, sweetie.
Are you kidding me?
No, so then when it's shaved down, it looks like it's just stubble, but it's actually tattoo.
That's stupid.
That must feel so weird to like a girl touching it. Like it just feels like a fucking bald head, but it looks like a.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
odd.
That's
Yeah.
all tattooed, right, Sam?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the whole top. Because the guy I know who got it done, it looks exactly like that.
It looks pretty good though. I mean, for photos
And pictures, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to do that too. He's got a good